Kind of surprised.
So they're not going to get the super easy point.
First no duo with Sneaky, now this.
Still go for good.
Oh well, I can duo now. Yeah, I've lost enough to be duo eligible.
Okay.
He actually hit Diamond.
Yeah.
Going to be picked by
Fuck.
someone. So that
And then the thing
looking
is,
like top
I
lane
won a game
Varus.
afterwards,
Okey
but
dokey.
you don't get
That's,
plus 30
not
in
the flex
Diamond
that we
anymore.
were
It's just
most focused
a
on.
cock slap to the
but
face.
is a popular
You
one.
go up to like
Oh.
96.
And Thanatos,
Dude, I got a
with
minus
the
31
flex being
on a loss.
revealed already.
That I mean,
Is that not
plus
crazy?
plus 30 minus 30
technically
is
a
the normal
blind
now.
one, assuming the Galio is, gonna
It changes
go
though? I thought that
to
was like the
APA and
cap
they're
of
gonna
it.
Swap the Nico down to
No,
low,
like
but,
last
I mean,
season it was
they
plus
could
30 minus 10.
swap it
This
the other
season,
way, if
rather
you
than
want, but
20 being the
it's
average,
basically a
30 is the
blind-
average. So
blind
it's just like
Varus,
plus 30 minus 30.
as the flex
Okay,
was
so it will
revealed
fluctuate.
here, and so
I see.
Photons pick
If
up
your MMR
choice
somehow
into
gets
the
like super
Varus
desync from your
is
LP,
a
it can, yeah.
Jax, which if you do
Yeah,
get
I won some
junglers
Aegis
up there,
games.
you can definitely
that'll
put a
do
lot
it.
of pressure, but if the Varus gets to like build up his own
That'll
lead,
do it.
and you get to the point where it's like, oh, Varus has steel caps already and has this really, has good levels into some of the base abilities already, so you can play off your base damages. The Jax all-ins can start to lose
Varus
some of that power.
top.
So I want to see how early both junglers
Holy
would
jeez.
influence that top side. And of course, APA, since he does have the Galio, also has the option of going up there. Nocturne Galio, great at making those roams, similar to Talia.
Yeah, Nocturne Galio is some scary stuff when they get involved. Paranoia, plus the
Why
heroic
can't we
entrance
have
coming down right on
visible
top of it. All of a
MMR
sudden,
like
a situation
Dota? I mean, I'm
can go from a
pretty
1v1
sure
to a
even
3v1
within visible
very,
Dota
very
MMR,
quickly.
it's
I did like
there's
the
still
early
hidden
game in game
MMR.
number 1 from XU. Remember that he was the one who got
I'm pretty
first
sure, I mean,
blood.
there
He was
literally
constantly
is.
invading Blabber, trying to steal Gromps, trying to steal chickens.
That solves
making
nothing.
the pressure of his bottom lane feel felt by the enemy jungler as well. Unfortunately, like we saw, it fell apart in the mid game, but hopefully he can repeat his early game success in this one
you
and
see the
just have
first
a better
game?
transition to the rest of the phases.
Yeah, and unfortunately for him, his bottom lane is going to be playing into a Caitlyn Nico
Yes.
here, so they might not have the same.
He just fucking died.
Yeah, Caitlyn Nico can be some pretty scary stuff. You get caught by one Tangle Barb, all of a sudden there's a snap trap right below you, that gets armed, headshot comes in right after. Not a good
Oh
combination.
shit,
Oh, and
Storm
they
Raiders
lost the
Surge,
war over
new
the brush,
rune.
brush
Ooh,
war.
and Palafox
Ben and
got the
Vulcan
other
were
new
able to
rune.
auto down
The new rune matchup.
Dignitas
Oh, wait,
that
it's the
they
new
put
season
in
shit.
this middle side rush here.
Yeah.
And
I was
so
AFK for a
they
sec.
gain the extra advantage.
Storm Raider Surge. Who's going to
Second
tell him?
trinket, used already for the bottom lane here. Both Ignar and
Yeah, who's going to
FBI
tell him?
using their trinket wards.
Dude,
and
what
just
season
being
does he
able to get
think
the
he's
most
in?
defensive
Oh
one.
my god.
How come nobody has a
Early
Doran's bow?
Battles for the vision determine so much about
Well,
the
they
overall
don't know
state
it's
of the
OP,
lane.
so
Remember that in game
they're missing
number
out.
1, we did have our junglers both starting on the top side of the map, pathing towards the bottom. This time around, not quite the same story.
Yeah, and with the pushing assumed bottom lane on the other side, since like we're talking about with the Caitlyn Nico, they're going to have advantage. Blabber says, fine, it's my turn to do the early
You know,
invades.
When I heard
So
Deathfire Touch
Blabber,
was coming
right
back,
after his Raptors, he walks
just
over a
totally
ward,
assumed it
because
was
the
gonna be a
defensive
precision
Dignitas
rune.
ward is there, and since they're kind of expecting
Really?
this, but,
I thought it was going to be a
over
domination
that
rune
ward,
when I
thank
first
you,
heard about it.
observers. Bottom side is trading very heavily, though.
Yeah, Vulcan
Why?
down to 200 HP. FBI
I don't know, wasn't it before? It was like red.
Oh, they're fighting.
C9 hits level 2.
Yeah, you saw the blast cone over there.
Yeah, I mean, it was
They're
in the
trying to chase him
offense
out.
tree, I
Alphonse is
guess.
taking time away from mid to do
I
this
don't know.
as
I mean, I
well.
guess we both had a random
All right,
ass
that is
assumption.
gonna give over the mid push here to APA.
The icons look really
Gonna be able to
similar.
Shove this cannon wave very quickly.
With
That cannon minion,
Like
make sure he gets
Deathfire
it.
and Storm Raider.
And they basically chase Blabber out of
Do they?
fully splitting the
I mean,
lane here,
similar-ish.
which I think is quite good to do versus Caitlyn lanes.
And that's
You don't
it.
want
There were some times in testing where
Sven
people
and
chose the
Vulcan
wrong one.
to have a
Just two
fully
new
split
runes that are
jungle
right next to
where
each
you
other.
let
They look just like
Blabber
small
take
blue
over the entire
circles.
blue quadrant,
Yeah, I mean,
so
kinda.
that they know, like, oh yeah, we have.
Storm Raider looks like a minion.
And so here we go. This is what we're talking about, Flowers. Time is running out for Dignitas as we approach playoffs.
I put it
Now,
on
these
Ezreal on
odds
game.
that you're seeing on
He was pretty
here,
good.
Okay.
the odds that it just showed, the
Storm
it's
Raider
first
or what?
early.
they beat Cloud9.
No,
or if they
Deathfire.
lose
Oh.
Cloud9. Obviously, it dropped down to like 13%
I think
Yeah.
really early game
it's
it's way worse
could
than
be
like
even
Beetle and
less.
shit, but
Though when they calculate those odds,
think it
like,
actually
for
scales pretty
stats,
well.
They're assuming, it's just the number of scenarios that still exist.
It's
where
really
you
good
can win,
on
And they're assuming like, oh, it's like 50. Every game is 50-50.
Brand,
But if you're
Victor.
actually looking at the games and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
Dignitas really have a 50-50 chance.
Yeah,
versus,
people who would run, like,
Cloud9 or
Airy.
something,
Yeah.
And you think it's a
For the same reason.
slimmer chance than that, then even those numbers
Makes sense.
might actually be a bit lower in reality.
Well, those numbers,
Yeah,
even
dude.
as they're presented, are very
Airy was so
scary
weird.
stuff.
The fucking rune that you
Winning
just
puts you at a 26,
weren't even using a half of.
13.
Like, literally, it's an
Not a lot of
enchanter's
scenarios.
rune.
No,
Where you're getting in.
that is
It's like,
some
yeah, you can do
dicey
damage, or you
stuff.
can extra
Dignitas
shield
are
your
going to
teammate.
need everything they can get if they
Yep.
want to stay in contention for making it to
Ah,
playoffs.
What is
next
going
year.
on?
Thinking about
That's what I'm saying.
invading
With
the
a
enemy
lot of
chicken
runes
camp,
or champions,
spotted
there's
out.
just
Blabber
not a
is not going to allow this.
rune that makes sense for them.
Thinking
They
the
just
same thing.
take one
All
because
right,
they
well,
have to.
Good little defense here from Blabber.
Like who?
Not going to let Exu get away with it.
Draven,
And,
main one,
chase
honestly.
him off.
Deathfire Draven.
Exu will be a little bit delayed, so he's still gonna be a couple camps behind here, and
Yeah.
it's a nice little defensive
Maybe,
cross there
I
from
mean,
Blabber to make
literally,
sure he
like,
can
make some
secure
sort of
his
bleed through
raptors
autos
as Alpha
for
Fox
Draven.
Ooh,
Hmm.
nice flick there. From
I mean, what
Palafox
Deathfire is, I
forces
guess, but
APA
it'd have to be
have to
strictly
flash in
autos.
response, but it was Palafox who also had the flash first after
'Cause he
APA
doesn't
got the
attack a
better
lot.
in that trade. So both mid laners vulnerable without the flashes now. Nice bubble lands from Ignar Vulcan.
I mean, he gets a lot of
Down below
attack
He
speed
doesn't-
and move
HP.
speed.
Gotta be a little bit careful here. As
Yeah,
Van
but he
does
hits
fire
hard.
back into FBI's health bar.
Yeah,
This is
trading
his thing,
very
like, he hits
heavily
hard,
down here, and the CS
and he
has been,
Could potentially
very
attack fast, but
competitive,
like he's
so
mega limited by his
FBI and
axes.
Ignar doing quite,
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he kind of
decently
only
for
wants to
themselves,
attack
making
during the
sure that
axe.
Nami sustained the entire time, and now the first
Uh-oh.
damage.
Yeah, FBI is going in. Sven and Vulcan gotta be
Ooh.
respectful here. Flash
Ooh,
out.
Sven.
Exu
I was asking,
wanting to show up down here
you
in
see
the
the first
bottom
game
lane,
at all,
try to
or
find
no?
that first blood again. Won't quite
Nah.
land it, but now
Man.
that's a lot of vulnerability on the C9 bottom lane.
And
Yeah, it
Exu
was,
does invest a
I
lot
was
for that.
busy
Something.
jerking
didn't
my
go for his
shit.
Krug, so he hasn't been clearing.
Now here's
Oh, I mean, of
the
course.
consequences of the earlier flash for Flash. Blabber shows
Dead.
up mid lane, and it's all too
He's dead.
easy for him
I
and
got
APA to find a
2
first blood
mythic
on Palafox.
uniques or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck they're called in D4, and they're not the one that I need.
Perfectly there with the flash.
And one of them
counts,
seems
right?
one?
so
Zen had flash
unbelievably
still on bottom
useless.
Side, so trying to go for the
Which
lane
ones?
gank and
I got
you
the
know, get
Tyrael
down there.
chest,
They just
which
get
is
his flash,
it's
got
actually
the
really
kill,
good,
right?
but it
And
just doesn't
mid
work for my
lane
build
had been
because
traded, so
I have like a
no
build
way for
enabling
Palafox to flash
unique
out.
on the
Galio,
chest.
one of the biggest strengths here for
Unfortunately, and then
champions
I
as far
got
as
this
the
one
game
that's
setup.
like seems
And
trollishly
Blabber
bad.
having his
It's
flash to close the
like this
distance as
mind over
well for the
matter shit.
Nocturne.
Have you seen it?
Nice setup from APA. He's
Is it
I
new?
feel like he
I
just
don't think so.
frequently
I
excels
haven't seen it before,
on
but I
setup
can't say for
containers,
sure if it's
and now he's
new.
gonna go for a top side.
But it is some ass.
Heroic
It's
entrance
literally
right
like,
on top of the
oh,
1v1 underneath the
goodbye,
turret.
APA.
Who sends himself into the grave. They
Suicide
still get their
turret
mark.
bomb.
They'll take down Photon as the wave gets
Is
eaten by the
Thanatos
turret. But now
fucked?
Palafox is coming in to try to turn this into a 2-for-1 affair.
I mean, he
Thanatos
flashes the
still
W.
trying to get all the way back out of here. Flashes away from the
He's
seismic
fine.
shove.
Wow.
Sidesteps
Okay.
the threaded volley. Thanatos gets away.
Yeah, he had tier 2
Exu is
boots.
just
Makes sense. He
not
lives
farming,
there.
brother. Like,
No.
he keeps trying to trail to these plays, and that was a long sequence of him walking. Okay.
So
in
did you
the end,
just
it did
fucking
cost
break
Thanatos
him,
his
or are you
flash.
keeping him?
You know, Thanatos using his flash to get out of there, but
I'm keeping the Tyrael's one.
Blabber
I'll probably
continues
disenchant the
to
other one if
farm,
I feel like I can
away
do something
here,
with
and
it.
the Nocturne will get to the level
No, I was looking at it
6,
as like
so
the
you have to think,
what's even the
this
point of
Nocturne,
disenchanting them? Because
all
like
the
I already have the
solo
resource
laners,
thing
well, solo laners
to
on
craft
both
one, but it's
sides
like you need
have
a
no flashes for
crazy
some
amount of
stuff,
stuff to
so
actually
Blabber
craft one.
might make another visit.
you can get a
to
random
one of the
one
solo
to
lanes
craft.
here if they're
Oh, is
trading
there?
fairly heavily with the
Yeah, to the
Nocturne,
blacksmith.
you know, ultimate.
For what and what's the
level
mats for it?
advantage. And that
2
could
resplendence
be
or
a
whatever
little
it's
Oh, really?
bit rough. Talia's
And
definitely
like
the more
Yeah.
you can disenchant one into
Photon's
one.
getting pummeled up there too. I mean, he
Yeah.
has to play into a top
Okay,
lane
so
Varus,
basically it's
and
like
it was a top lane Varus that, as we were talking
You
about,
get
from
one,
James
you
White,
get
like,
half of one back.
was not harassed by enemy jungle or anything early on because yeah, there it is.
Yep, and immediately Blabber just
fucking
arrives
dead.
into the top lane. Point blank,
See ya.
piercing arrow straight to the face. Blabber will take the kill, and Thanatos is sitting pretty in top.
I got
Yeah. I
the
mean,
Ring of the
Photon
Starless Knight
had a play into the top
and
lane
the
Varus,
Grandfather
and then Nocturne's
sword.
gonna have the early level lead. The ultimate goes down. Bot side though.
Yep, APA shows up.
Ooh.
FBI will retreat now. Piltover Peacemaker.
APA go anywhere but
very
mid lane
end for the extra
challenge.
damage.
Man, Thanatos also is just keeping the wave right in front of his turrets, and he's at the steel caps. He's at the
Dive
steel caps for a
top,
while,
dies,
actually,
fuck
so
it guys, I'm coming bot.
Photon's gonna have to
Yeah,
teleport
he's full
back
build
to
already,
a
wow.
pushed lane, and he has to call Palafox. Yo, bro, please.
Wait, who is
Somebody
Varus?
help me.
Galio.
I need
Oh,
some
not
help.
anymore.
That pushes in. Okay.
Galio was. He
God.
had the refillable
the
Dark
farm's not
Seal
looking very
Ruby
good
Ruby
up here in the top lane.
Null Magic
67 to
D-Ring.
39. Make it 68. Nice. Got all of them.
Jesus.
69. Easy peasy. That's just not a good situation for the Jax. Jax is normally supposed to be an 80 carry's worst nightmare, but Thanatos is resting easy.
The
Yeah,
hell?
Thanatos, as you can see, is a monster. Bottom side, though, we're going to get a little action.
Okay, XU trying
got
to
him.
make his moves. Ven
He's dead.
about to
Hey.
fall here.
Oh
even
my God,
punch
the
the
saddest
bait.
No
traps.
way,
Die to
dude.
FBI.
There's no
Nice
way
use.
they
Gave the
try and
kill
gave the
over to
kill like
FBI
that. What the
Lucian here.
fuck?
Yeah.
with
Get
Lucian
extra
ult.
honor after the game for that one.
Yeah, get extra
Yeah.
plus one.
Is it bad?
And honestly, they
Seems-
do want
seems
to
fun.
get, FBI up
no,
to
that was
Estus River
horrible.
and up to,
They're
you know,
so
some,
scared of
Hexen
XU
Dragon
having
on the
kills
map.
that they did
They get
that.
an item on him,
I mean,
they get mid.
okay, I don't see it that way. I see it as like,
APA
if
flips
XU
down
took
here for
got the kill there, it would be a solo kill, no assist.
Yeah.
Nobody else is moving.
But if
and
FBI
Blabber
takes it, then
literally
XU
on
gets
the
assist,
club, so
FBI gets kill.
That's a little bait. There's a little.
He nearly
Yeah.
could
Little
have gotten
walk
an
down,
assist.
take
now.
Yeah, but it's genuinely putting gold in worse places. I think what they did was actually the best allocation of gold.
Remember that in game number 1,
That's one of the things in League that I think super weirdly unintuitive. It's like support should just genuinely not get assists if it's possible. You know, like if someone's gonna die and the support has the option to hit them or not, it's just worse for them to hit them. It just takes gold away from the other people getting assists.
Starting off with a Drake for Dignitas,
the assist
you're not
gold's all
gonna
a
have
shared
that
pool.
Same level of pressure mounting
Yeah.
against you.
Yeah, if I told you you're gonna have to pay
It
me
is a little
2,000
weird like
gold
that.
for that dragon, would you still want to do it though?
Hell no,
W
I don't
max
think
Varus?
it's a dragon.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's
That's-
kind of expensive, and especially if you're Photon, you're like,
Probably.
I don't want to pay for that, man. That's coming out of my pocket.
sure that's not
1,000
right.
of that gold. It's coming out of my pocket. I'm just getting shot full of arrows up here.
Yeah, it's not getting any better either. It's 90 to 54
Why?
in terms of farm
horrible,
now.
but-
You can see XU hanging around.
Yeah, I've seen
Here
people do it
comes
before
another
on
piercing
Honor
arrow.
Zero.
You can't even
Because
take
of
a
that
recall
Q you
when
just saw right
want.
there.
You can watch the minions
It's not trying
die
to
here.
fuck-
Oh, he's
it's
gonna
not
get
poke
the
Varus
stand
top.
up show.
He's
Show.
cringe Varus top.
Counter-strike immediately.
Okay, but it like
Wind becomes lightning.
it
Thanatos under
feeds
pressure here as
into it.
XU continues the chase.
Wait, that Varus ult really didn't
Thanatos
spread
already gonna go ahead
to-
and spin the exhaust on that one. Paranoia's about to
It's
arrive.
in there.
As
Ooh.
Blabber
Oh.
gets one kill,
In.
makes it an even trade here, and he wants
Can
even
he,
more. Going after XU.
okay. Yeah, that
Commits.
looked about how I thought it did.
XU gets the kill and barely stays
Yeah, I
alive.
think
you
flashing
gotta
in
finish the job,
flashing in
bro.
after
You're
the
gonna
fear
stay
tether
in there,
broke
stay
was
in
kind of
there.
just like
Beans full.
Yeah,
refusing to accept reality, and then-
All right, well, there you go.
but like once you
Create some
flash in
action,
after
you know,
that, you just gotta
make it
send it. That's a
crazy,
one-way
and,
trip. But he kind of just
They're gonna be able to chop down some of that gold
tried to
lead.
get out,
Nice little setup there. I mean,
and he got
Photon,
nothing.
again, he's on the
Calculated,
cannon minion,
easy.
so
That's what he was
went for
thinking
the,
in his head.
All in towards the cannon dying and
Yeah,
set up,
doesn't Zhao
for
passive
XU
heal?
to follow the
Wait, why is he
kill
not
on
APs and
Thanatos,
Zhao?
but
Didn't you see the patch notes?
with Blabber hovering, you know, you could see him on
Dude,
the
they
minimap.
played
and
fucking
knocked it
Ez last
already.
game and
I honestly
didn't even
thought it was actually
build
gonna turn
anything
around
AP.
better for Cloud9, but Dignitas come out ahead. Okay, so we're looking at it. Cannon's taking shots from the tower. Then, Photon
Let's
goes
see,
in,
how's
gets the
AP
stun, so
Ezreal's
you can
win rate looking
W
today?
for XU
39%
chase this
mid lane
annoying
Ezreal win
Varus
rate.
down. But as we were talking about, the Nocturne ult being there
That does sound pretty
didn't
ass.
save him as you know, it was able
Yeah,
to break
it
the
is
tether
bad.
on the fear. Man, Blabber really thought
Run,
that
Blabber,
was
you
thought
can
it was gonna
live.
go.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that is so
luck.
sad.
29 HP.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
I mean, yeah, considering the
Nice.
state of the game, definitely nice for them because Blabber lost a decent amount there with the shutdown going over back to XU.
Oh,
So that at least cuts down on the jungle individual lead that they had going for themselves.
But the problem is, it is still a very Cloud9 favored game state. Top lane continues to
You generally
be an
wanna max
issue
your
as
Q,
Thanatos
'cause
continues to have
There's
dominance
been a lot of times
in
where
that
you
1v1.
can't even
Next
auto.
dragon gonna spawn here in about
And you
2
could
minutes.
be
So we'll see if
queuing
we
them.
get a fight over
And
that
your
one.
Q will be
Quests
doing
are
literally
starting to get
0.
completed. You can see both supports
Mhm.
have theirs done. Thanatos already has his done up here.
Dude,
on the top side as
Help
well.
me, I
have
wanna
you
CS.
done any
Push
D4
lane,
trading with other players?
No.
No,
Apparently, like the currency's just all
that
gold
is a
because there's no
sorry
like
lane
cash
Yeah.
orbs or whatever.
Photon,
And the
man. He's
prices
just
are
gonna have to
fucking
ask for more help,
comically
and
high.
Dignitas-
Yeah,
Well,
I
something's
remember
on the way.
hearing
Look
about
at
them.
that. More people
Smeeb.
up top. All right.
Like I was playing with him
Price per
earlier,
help has been
and
answered.
we did-
FBI and Ignar
I don't even know what
will
content it
arrive
was.
into
It was
the
just like
lane.
some sightless eye shit where you like do these waves. I think it's like old content in Diablo, but anyway, we did one of those, and he got a 4 GA staff that were like all good things, and he sold it for 12 billion.
I was wanting to see if it was going to continue because Blabber has all.
What?
But,
Just like
12 bill?
they're not going to press the issue too far. Again,
and then I was like,
150 mil.
Still here for
yeah.
And the rotation
I was like, that sounds like a shitload. And then we looked it up, and it was like, if you're RMTing, that's like $22 for 12 bill.
Of course, Thanatos had to use his, but
I'm just like, how the fuck are people making so much money?
Pressure another kill, and he can still just make it so difficult.
I know. Like, trading would be the way to even make that kind of money. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's coming from somewhere initially. It's like, you need to actually have that much money in the game.
I know the dungeons generate gold,
here. There you go.
I think.
Level up.
Not even allowed
Maybe the
to push
most.
those
I don't
minions,
know.
though.
Like, there's one of those little
around the
fucking
No,
puffy sticks you can slap in.
Another lap, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, you can watch them now.
I also
At least
learned
you
that,
can watch them.
you know the like legendary seals or whatever, like the things that go in the middle of the charms?
Yeah.
Those vendor for like 13 mil.
Oh, yeah.
This is just
Those do vendor really
when does
well.
it get better for a melee champion
Seen
into
that.
Varus top?
I
Because
finally
it
got my
doesn't seem
first
like it
6
really gets
slaughter.
Yeah.
That long.
Yeah, I could not find one this fuck.
All right, it doesn't. Fair enough.
Team fights, maybe. We'll see.
got,
Dragon
like-
will be started up here by
I got like
Dignitas.
3 or something.
Okay. Dignitas
Must be
beginning
fucking
the
nice.
objective. Would love to have a 2-0 Dragon start here in his second game. But C9 is jumping in. The Drake is already
Ooh.
secured by XU.
They're walking out.
Heroic
Wait.
entrance from APA.
Oh.
Immediately, though, they just get the
Never mind.
burst. That was
Palafox
a
ain't
wall
walking
for
out.
Palafox, he wants that teleport back, man. That was
Maybe it's the
not good.
darkness. He had to TP during Nocturnal.
Oh, that teleport.
Yeah,
Couldn't
I mean, that's
I
true.
mean, it's one of those
That's
ones,
actually fair.
too, you see your team disengaging, and you're like,
He probably thinks he's like
My hands
having a
already
big
on
dick.
the
He's like,
wheel.
yeah, I got
Can't
to TP
stop.
out before the lights
Do you
turned
see the
out, and then he
light
gets in and he
shining
goes,
on the board? I
oh.
wanna be there. Where's the eject
Yeah.
button?
I
Where's
see.
the cancel?
The emergency.
Abort mission! No!
The emergency ejection seat as Photon tries to get
Dead.
away from Thanatos, but
Dead.
no,
Damn,
it's a
range tops
solo
are
kill
sweet.
In the bottom lane. The Varus is over 50
It's a fucking
farm
big ass
ahead.
gap.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's
this
completely
matchup
unplayable.
seems genuinely
when's
torturous.
Photon
This
gonna get
seems
his
so
training
bad.
Next
like-
game,
Not.
At no point are you gonna
But
do well
It
into
could happen
him.
sometime.
He has
actually
fucking
had to buy
exhaust.
Merc treads as well.
If you do
He
somehow
felt
get
necessary to get this
a window,
tenacity.
it's just
Mouth, you wanna go?
so miserable.
Yep.
That's Telly to me. That's Telly.
I'm coming. Tell us it. Okay, let's go. Rift in 30 seconds. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna take a quick miss.
'Kay.
I'm on top.
Dude, he sounded so excited. He was
That's
like,
Talia.
oh, that's
Oh,
Talia
shit.
TP. He's like a kid on Christmas. Yo, that's Talia TP right there.
Free
That's
gold.
we got to kill after all. They're not out.
You see a box under the Christmas tree shaped conspicuously like exactly what you wanted, and you're just like, let's
Photon
go.
played
This is perfect.
exhaust Varus into my Renekton
I
last
love that.
night.
They're
He
like,
gets
calm
what he
shot, calm.
deserves.
Alright, going in,
Who said
ready,
that?
What?
Galio Nocturne combo. Yep, sound good.
Shit guy in
Okay.
chat.
They escape. Nope. Oh, wow, that's Talia TP. Let's go.
What is this guy doing here? Yeah, that
Exhaust
was
is cringe.
a
They should remove
pretty
it.
big blunder there from Palafox and Dignitas, and
I
C9
agree.
are now 3,000
Dude, like,
gold
I
ahead,
actually
2,000
feel like
which is
one of the
individual
reasons
lead.
ARAM Mayhem is so good is
Thanatos
because they don't allow
over Photon.
exhaust.
The Jax is.
I remember,
I
I feel like I've asked Froxen about it, like, before contracting it right or whatever. I was just like, you know, what's the point of exhaust? I think I was talking in ARAM.
Look how many, there's
And it was
literally
framed
4
as, like, a
icons up
necessary
here, 2
evil
at the
'cause
top half of the map for Dignitas.
Maybe certain champs are just
Look at that.
too
Wait, that
OP
cannon-
if there's no
Oh,
exhaust
did he
for
get
them.
Do you
I don't-
remember?
probably not.
But-
Hold on, Vulcan going in, finds
I don't
the
know.
Pop Blossom. Blabber's ready to follow it up, and
Even in ARAM
FBI
Mayhem,
is
it's like,
already
playing a melee
down.
champion is
Oh,
just
no,
so
not
cursed
again!
anyway.
This time it's Photon arriving
Yep.
into the middle of
Okay.
everyone here with the teleporters. The chains of corruption find him on the
I
very
feel
edge.
like
I feel like
the
it's
game-
just dumb, but you're not going to
alive.
calculate your own
The
damage.
damage is
Like,
already done.
you're like, oh, I can
FBI
kill
is
him,
already
and then,
dead. And
whoop,
Dignitas
oops,
won't
they
get anything
took a
back.
summon that makes me unable to kill.
Strike. Okay. Driving skills here. Not a lot
You
of
tried.
space to
Why
go
isn't it-
with. After that
No.
wall does get.
I thought it would
Doesn't get built
charge
there,
the
so-
turret. What was the
Jelly's
condition for
not
that?
gonna finish the turret, but
I don't know.
I thought if you
I've
like
got a
missed the charge, it would still charge.
suspicious feeling.
That it's going to die anyway?
That cloud
Yeah,
makes-
I don't know.
I think,
TBH,
I think I
maybe because
agree.
the wall
I
was
think
still
that
there
I'm also
after
feeling
it.
the feeling that you're feeling. that turret.
Maybe.
He's most likely not long for this world. Sven has
Oh my
to flash
God.
away.
Is
FBI
he just
gonna
dead?
Flash follow. Might just find himself the kill here onto the
Oh,
Caitlyn. The keeps
wow.
going for a little bit longer, but it's not enough.
Sven should have
FBI
exhausted him.
picking up an
Oh,
important
it was
kill.
even on mid.
As top side, Photon and X, you were trying to make the play here on
Did-
Never touch a
the
mid
TP
wave.
is about to arrive on the Cloud9 side.
But, like,
APA
can someone
is there.
explain
He
why
gets the taunt. Thanatos staying
the
alive for
top
now, but
Varus
Photon
is able
finally
to build
gets
like a
his
tank
shutdown.
and
Nicely
still do so much
done.
damage?
Okay. Dignitas here getting
Oh,
some
get it.
money
Yeah, that's the
on the
kid.
map. They go hard mid, they get
He's
a
got
kill,
percent
they go hard
damage.
top. Another
Like
kill.
Vayne.
Death to the 80 carries, they say. That's
Yeah.
what the... Oh,
Kill
wait.
both of them.
Oh, wait, another one. Still.
I wonder why
but back
top
in mid
laners
lane,
don't
we
complain
got a
about this shit
problem
more.
as Vulcan is ready to help Blabber
I thought
there
they
with
were
another pop
completely
blossom alley.
crying about it.
Yeah, did
For
I
a while.
stutter? That's the 80 carries. Oh,
They just got bored of it.
That includes
Everybody's
you,
dead.
FBI.
If
There, I
you
mean,
are an
there was the
AD
like
carry
full
in
AP
this game,
Varus
you
before
are
the
dead.
nerfs, which was probably more demonic than this.
Fair is fair.
But then
Okay, well,
I don't know. This doesn't seem that much
Okay,
different though.
but
It's still just.
Dignitas has both of the early
It's just
dragons
crazy
so
that the
far.
ranged
Third
tops
dragon
can
is
build like
spawning here
tanks
in
and then
30
still be able to
If
bully
Dignitas
you.
can move on to Soul Point, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't like a true tank item, but I mean, he's definitely
But I
tanky.
don't
He's
exactly
just
think
getting
that
HP.
Cloud9 is just gonna
I
let
mean,
him-
he rushed Tabby
Wow.
into 2 ruby
Another
crystals.
suspicious-
This was literally the fucking.
IE,
It
though,
was like
pretty
the
far still away
Corky
for Sven,
Tristana
so,
mid thing where they
at
just
least
did
they don't have
this.
to
Yeah,
worry about
yeah.
that
But
two-item power spike,
now you're
whereas
just leaning into
FBI
melee.
Some, some cheaper items here with Essence Reaver and the Rapid Fire. You can go for these big bursts.
I mean, I think the
exchanges like we're seeing. You
build path and
dash
shit's
in,
fine.
You get the Nami mandate, buff on you.
It's just-
and
It's wild that he
Essence
still
Reaver,
does so much damage while building
proc
this
on
way.
them, and now is the
Yeah.
time to shine. Dignitas starting it up here. They're down 4,000 gold as a team, but they want these dragons to continue. Look at the Talia wall position right now from Palafox.
I mean, you would think the dynamic between a ranged and a melee champion is like,
Who immediately jumps in. Sven
if the melee
burst
can get to the
nearly
range,
down to zero,
the
but
melee
just
should win,
barely
but it's
hang
just
on.
like
APA also
not
has
the
to
case
flash
because
away
they
to
just
keep
build
himself
tanky enough
alive.
so that
Very
they don't
well
try to
done from
avoid you getting on them. They're
Dignitas.
like,
They
yeah,
don't get a
even
kill,
if you
but
do
they
get on
put
me, I'm still
themselves
just
total
gonna
control of
stat
the
check
dragon.
you.
They go to Soul Point.
Yeah, if they had gotten,
Yeah.
like maybe if that was a little bit sooner and they had actually gotten the wall to come
I mean,
through
I don't know. Like,
and
I think
secure
in
the kill on this
theory,
man, because,
the
you saw
the
the
hope
ult
is
from
that
FBI.
they scale worse or
So
something because
close
the team
there.
comp is just
Trying to
dog
finish
shit.
off Sven, but Sven barely got
Varus is
saved
kind of
with
this
his
weird
life.
exception where
And so no kills.
does
Dig. They
still
get
have
the
CC.
objective.
Mhm.
and he can kind of play like
Honestly,
pseudo
it's
frontline
quite
anyways.
good for them, but
Yeah.
You want to
There's,
do
like,
the
Vayne.
Could've been a tiny
watch
bit better.
together
Cloud9 still
viewbot
gonna be able to
thing?
take
Hee hee.
Low health outer towers, mid one
You
down
know, do
two.
the buttons for it.
And Blabber's going
I don't know how
in
to set it up.
again for the paranoia. APA arrives right
I have
behind
not
them,
done
but
it
not
before.
in time to actually
can
do
look.
anything valuable there with the knock-up on the Galio ultimate. So C9
I know I have to be in
still a
Chrome
little bit
for
over
it.
4,000 gold lead. Blabber still
Oh, yeah.
5-1 here on this Nocturne. Has the Stride Breaker completed alongside the experimental Hex Plate.
Which TV?
Just feels like nowhere is safe for Dignitas.
Yeah, gotta kite back.
I'm gonna knock on your
towers.
stream.
They do
Wait, is this it?
engage.
The fucking
knock
Mid
on your
ulti,
stream.
no
What?
flashes
Wait, is this
here
it?
for Ignar.
I don't think knock is it.
I mean, Nami is definitely a kill target for sure. That is.
I don't even know what knocking does. It like asks them for a collab or something.
It opened a call with you.
Big AOE. Dignitas had a decent look for themselves previously.
Twitch
And,
exclusive call.
FBI's flash, he's got a pretty
is
fairly
the
small
knock?
window.
Really?
Another like 45-ish seconds left on that thing.
I
Maybe
mean, does
Is
it
it?
create a link when you do it?
now Before
Like something you can
create a
link?
link?
safety back.
Oh wait,
He's
invite
kind of the hope,
guests. Maybe this is it.
FBI, see what kind of
Here,
position
try
he can
try
get
this.
to. If he can get some like burst damage, a little poke damage before something starts, would be really nice for them. But
It feels
they're-
like he's the win con.
yeah, they're basically waiting for Dragon Soul here. Mountain Soul actually would go.
Oh, how much toughness are you up to in D4 now?
Survivability would be very.
Yeah, this looks similar.
appreciated by Dignitas if they can get there.
Yeah, but the problem is Thanatos
He's, like,
is 1,500
varying in
gold ahead.
combat,
Blabber's
like-
1,500 gold ahead. APA is
think it's, like,
1,500 gold ahead. These
Resting like
leads on the top side of the
800k
map are
or some shit,
becoming,
and sometimes it goes with like
very
1.4
much a
mil.
problem. And I don't really know
Nice.
how you solve that problem as Dignitas.
Yeah,
I'm
it also means
100%
like,
unkillable
They're gonna have
unless
to win a team fight to be able to get
20
some
fucking circles
power
spawn on
gold.
me.
All the
Okay.
towers.
Are you
still
doing Torment
available,
12?
And they still honestly all
No.
have a lot of plates.
Didn't Torment
So,
16 used to be the most?
Maybe they can find a world.
No. I think it was like
It's so hard to
8.
split push though, because
Really?
the Nocturne's
Huh.
fed. So if they're
I think
like,
16 was like
look at
D3.
all these
Oh,
crystals
okay, maybe
built
that's
up
it.
on these side turrets. Maybe we can go
Yeah, I
get
don't know.
them.
I'm at the point where like
Get some
I can get
go,
through a
go
pit on
bust,
Torment 12, but it's
bust some
not pretty.
to get paid.
Yeah,
I'm at like
have the
2 mil
damage yet.
toughness with my like
With the knockdown
stuff going.
floating around.
not like cooldowns or anything, but just like most of the time in a pit I have
Varus
around
now
that.
with the Dusk and Dawn
You're missing
completed.
toughness?
This guy is
That's what-
so
it's
much
gapping
of a
you?
pain to have to deal
I
with.
mean, I don't know. Like, I'll be fine, and then I'll just randomly get one shot. But I don't know. I'm getting pretty tilted because there's this bug with one of the Warlock Paragon boards where it's like your overpower stacks will just disappear periodically.
So even if you find a good angle on him,
Or
guess what? No fun allowed.
so I just go from doing like I just do 15 times less damage.
This is a tough situation
Oh,
here, but
like
there
randomly.
is now less than 100 seconds until we get that potential Mountain Soul for Dignitas.
15
I feel
times.
like
Yeah,
kind
because
of need it
it's
here. If C9 gets this next one, I
it's
don't
like I
think
have
Yeah,
he's
you
going to
put-
be in a
put it on your
playable
gear,
state
right?
5 minutes
The
down the road.
damage to
We're kind
overpower
of
stacks.
teetering on
yeah,
the
like
brink
each
of
stack of
extinction right
overpower
now
is
to
like
begin with.
70 something
Dignitas
percent damage, and I
really
have
needs this
16 of them.
Right. A lot of important input on the setup for that dragon.
But like
then.
the fact that
Yeah.
and I won't know when it falls off.
Currently,
It'll
no
just like
vision for
randomly
them,
turn off,
and as we
and then
said,
like it'll come
Ignar
back on
still no
sometimes,
flash,
sometimes it
and
won't.
that's a squishy Nami, so he needs help to get
It's
vision.
super
The
annoying.
stacks
Cloud9,
fall off
good call.
favorably
While
too.
they know Dig
Kinda
are
shitty to
feeling
lose them
pressure
all.
to get vision on the bottom
I mean,
side to lead over to the
it's just
Dragon
a
Soul,
full-on
they say,
bug.
"Fine, the Baron's
It'll,
up
Yeah.
already.
it'll be like I'll have like
You
12
can
stacks
try
and then
go
it'll
get
just
the vision
disappear,
over
and then
by the
sometimes
bottom
it'll
half of the
reappear a
map.
couple
We're just
seconds
gonna
later,
burn
sometimes it
through
won't.
this Baron, 7,000 health and just dropping.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Dignitas.
He turned off
Oh,
the back.
it's
Yeah,
just
it's
gone.
just a sneaky Baron. 24 minutes in, C9 get it. No contest from Dig. They were
And
caught unaware.
They got it early enough.
Bro,
that there's still
junglers
plenty
kill
of time for
Barons
Baron to
so
power to
fast.
recall,
Yeah.
and
They
then
did that
reset
change
Yeah.
where the
the
pet just
Dragon fight
fucks
as
on
well.
Baron and
Dignitas are
like.
gonna try and get there first though.
Yeah,
With the
I wish there was
Vanguard
a
recall
like a
being
details
used,
meter for
they
your for
rotate over.
a
They're
team's
in
like
the river first.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Can they
when you're
toss?
killing Baron. I feel like
They
the
really need this one,
jungler's
as you said.
pet is hard carrying it.
Especially
Like
after that Baron, this is now mandatory. They've got to make this work.
100%.
a good percent of the damage. Have you ever tried doing Dragon or Baron without a jungler? That shit is so slow.
Baron to,
Yep.
cut off the vision. So there's no Nocturne
I mean, Dragon
here for
is
Nocturne
just
Galio,
cringe
but you still have to worry about
with
Nico Galio combos.
All your shit does zero
Palafox
damage.
Also, no
Oh.
Weaver's Wall available on the Talia. Chains of Corruption find the Dignitas.
Wow.
Ow.
Palafox
Fuck the damage.
nearly bursted down, but he barely keeps himself alive. APA versus Photon in the back part of the fight, but the heroic entrance brings APA into the main mix. Now C9 trying to realign their battle lines.
They didn't kill
as
anybody.
XU stays close to the Dragon. Thanatos chunk down below
And
half. The rest of C9
Might
in
fight?
pretty good shape
Is there, like,
here as APA continues looking,
a
prowling,
reason
trying to
people
find
use
Palafox.
the
Colin
early
is
ass
gonna
Kate
force
skins? I
Vulcan
feel like she
and
has so many cool skins. People always use the like fucking jank ass ones. Oh, that's a soul.
XU gets the smite, and
Yeah,
it's
dude,
Mountain
this
Soul
is
over to Dignitas.
huge for
But
Dig.
what about the fight
How does
after?
Dig just
XU
randomly
barely
have
giving it a
soul when they're
fight.
down
APA
5K?
falls,
What?
And
Yeah.
Dignitas not only get the
Is there
soul,
a reason
they
to
get
use
a plus
the
one in
older
the fight.
skins?
Oh,
I mean,
they do
the-
it, Flowers.
they
Palafox able to
updated
survive,
all of them
even after getting
with
hit
the
with
model
snipe
change
there. Look at
a while
this,
ago.
Chains of Corruptions that you
Yeah,
called
but dude,
out.
she has
Thanatos
so many
getting the snipe, but they
how many
can't finish
prestige
him,
skins does Kate
and
have?
he
I was
does
looking
get
through them.
the combo,
I feel like she's-
they're so spread out here. Cloud9,
There's
no,
several, doesn't
no
she?
damage follow-up on the Vulcan attempt on FBI's
Does
life,
she?
so they just
I don't
used
know,
a
isn't it
lot
just like
to
the
try and go after
arcane one?
Palafox and then go after
Commander?
FBI, but they
There's
just
definitely
need
an
to carry.
arcade one
The
as well,
Dragon then
no?
getting low, and they push him out on the
Arcade
side,
and
then
arcane.
FBI with the
I don't think I
Cohen
have
forces
that.
the flash out of the Nico, which was the last like big,
Yeah, she's got some good skins
big
for
tool
sure.
that they still had, and it's just a fair smite fight. I think Blabber smited
I don't- like,
early,
that's what I'm
and
saying, I don't
then
think any of them
XU
are,
able
like,
to secure it.
bad,
He stays
though.
calm and he plays the front line there.
So you kind of just use whatever.
As the Zin able to flash out
Yeah,
at the end.
I don't know. I mean,
They get the shutdown on top of
guess there
the
is the model
mountain,
thing.
so that's all
it seems weird to me.
smiles
I
for
think
That is
I would have expected
actually
people to
huge.
use
The value
arcade
of
and
that
shit like that.
soul
I think
brings us
arcade
back
Caitlyn's
to
sweet.
A very close game state now.
Really?
Yeah, it still
I don't
says
like it that
plus
much.
3,500 for C9, but that soul is worth. What was the
whatever.
number the freak said? It's like 5,000 or 6,000 gold is the average value of the
Man,
of the
Kate looks so
Dragon
good
Soul?
recently.
Dignitas, are they good for another one? They took a game off TL, they
Strength-wise,
took a
yeah.
game off of Lion. Some of these top teams, Palafox goes for a wall.
Palafox tries to ride the
Huh,
wall.
has,
but he's taunted as soon as he arrives.
Was
C9
AD
trying to
Kinnan
short
with
that
Doran's
one
bow
off.
pick game 1 or
I mean,
has it been
No.
banned the whole series?
No, it's been banned the whole time.
For both him
Mm.
and for Caitlyn, so both AD carries have some good damage output
They know the strength.
if they get some time.
Okay. Well, don't forget, it's not just a tale of two.
I mean,
carries
this
in
game
We've got 3 of them.
It's
Thanatos
very
up here
fucking
in this
winnable
top
for
lane.
Dig. Like, they
Still
have
just
soul. The
continuing
soul's
to be a major
decent.
pain in that 1v1.
Not an instant win.
However, I do want to go ahead and give Photon some credit. Photon and XU both, because remember we were talking earlier on.
Are they good
At
enough
the very start of the game, how
to
XU
use
was
this
kind of
advantage?
falling behind the tempo in comparison to Blabber. He's honestly doing a pretty good job staying caught up right now. He's
I don't believe
half
so.
a level behind, but that's really it. And Photon is now caught up to only being 20 CS behind the Varus.
I mean, like,
X has
by all
been very
rights, they
effective,
should
especially
win this game.
Last dragon fight. I mean, you
By all
get the
means.
Dragon Soul, you secure that smite. That's like your salary for the day. Good
Yup,
job. It's
I
worth
did my
it.
Wait, what'd she say?
you hit that.
What did I
you
say?
hit that smite. You
Yeah,
play the
I
front
got
line, you
distracted
didn't
by
even
something
die there.
crazy.
That was,
Dig
that
should
was
win
very,
this
very
game with
valuable.
the
Blabber
fucking
now,
soul
with
they
the
got.
extra gold though.
Oh.
Does get the Guardian Angel, so you get obviously your 2
yeah, it's
lives
definitely
here for
possible.
the super heavy engage. You can just
Jax
turn ultimate
is
all the
pretty
way
good
in onto
against these
FBI and
auto-attacking
ensure a good
champs,
Galio
but I don't know. He's
placement there.
pretty poor.
So that is going to be very hard to deal with. But I mean, you even asked, when does it get
He's actually
better
not that
for Photon
behind in
versus
total in
Thanatos?
items.
Well, it gets way better now. I mean,
He's got 2.
Honestly, you are on 2 items.
He's 2.
You don't
Kaelin's
care
got
about the gold.
3,
You're
and
like, you know what? Fine.
80
Varus
carries
has
fucking
the
print that
extra
shit. I'll have
gold to
4 in
buy
a second
Seekers.
here. Jungler's got 3.
Whatever. That can be annoying for team fights.
Not
or
really where you
whatever,
want to be
but
as Jax, but
being able
it's
to
not
have your 2 items
terrible.
on
True,
Jax and
true.
G level
Actually, yeah,
16
Jax
now,
specifically
feels so
does kind of want to be
much better.
ahead.
Obviously, not the ideal situation.
Right, things
But
can
you're
always be
starting,
improved.
now you're starting to feel better. And since XU has his 3 items, and he's going in on the Galio right now.
Yeah, APA finds himself in
Oh,
the
dude,
middle
did
of
you
3
see the, like,
Dignitas players, and I think he wants to get out of
Esport
town, but they're
Nation
not
shit?
gonna let him. Palafox
Like, did
takes
you know
the
what that
kill.
was?
1 for nothing for
Esport
Dignitas. They
Nation?
got 45 seconds. What can they do with it?
Nations
Out of
Cup.
town, as
Oh,
long as your
is that the thing I keep seeing on Reddit
destination
about, like,
is
so-and-so is playing
down
for
to
certain
the
country? Like,
graveyard.
I saw
You go to the
Yeah.
graveyard.
Bassio's playing for Poland
nice
or
little pick on the
something?
side lane here.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, so
Dignitas.
do you
With
know what the
Inspired?
tournament is called? Like,
no vision leading up.
Nope.
fucking-
I mean, I assume it's some
Nicely
kind of
played from Dig. We've got ourselves a really close game.
It's a
Just about 30
nation-based
minutes on the
thing.
clock. Dignitas are
It's
looking to
in
take
Saudi
their
Arabia.
second
Like, it's
turret
basically
of this second game
another
as they
Oh,
look
is
to
it?
tier
EWC,
1 here in
but
the mid
there's
lane,
no
bring that
money
gold
involved.
lead
Like
back
there is
below
money, but it's
3,000
just a
for
very
C9.
small amount.
Mr. Kobe, there are less than 2 minutes
Interesting.
on the timer
So now,
until
like,
the Elder
I
Dragon
didn't know
spawns.
that.
Now they're trying to make a move here.
Now that's
I didn't know it was
Thanatos,
Saudi Arabia. I assumed it
who
was.
might just try to take Palafox with him, but
something
he's
else.
not going to get there. Dignitas pick up another one.
Yeah, like
Picking them up all over.
looking
the
at it,
map.
it literally looks like one of those
The
tournaments. You're just like,
double
yeah,
teleport,
I
one
want to
on
avoid
either
going to
side
this
of
as
you.
much as I can.
So there is nowhere to walk for Thanatos. They take
Just-
him
I don't know.
down.
I had
No
a decent time in
exhaust,
Saudi
no
Arabia when I
flash.
went last year.
Dignitas
The,
are
it's
fully
literally just the
back,
travel. Like, it
baby.
is so far
Thanatos
away.
losing
Yeah,
both
yeah.
summoner
It is the
spells and
farthest
still
I've ever had to
dying
go.
Less than 90 seconds before the Elder spawns. The Baron is on the map right now, and it's Dignitas just going for it.
And the worst part is when I
Nobody from
got there,
C9
I
is even in the
ordered.
same zip code.
They had a McDonald's in the
They're just
airport,
gonna get it.
and I was like, "Is there any
Dignitas
Saudi Arabia
Baron
like
with
exclusive
the
McDonald's things?"
Elder
And there was something called like a
Dragon
Mick
Soul
Arabia or
Shield.
some shit like that. I'm pretty sure that was actually the
Even
name.
Nocturne,
And I
the
ordered
Galio
it, but
combinations
then
are
I didn't
not
have time to
nearly
eat it. I
as
had to.
threatening.
No.
And,
had to
since
leave.
Varus, top lane Varus builds
Yeah,
very
there was. It
tanky,
was slow.
unless you're getting like
Couldn't even
headshot
test
chained
it.
from Zen
Yep.
from a lot of this the CC, and he's able to get a good Caitlyn combination off on you. The Dignitas members can feel very tanky and fairly safe.
It was
in
like
that
a
last Dragon fight.
gyro-looking
Both FBI
thing.
and Palafox were able to survive.
I don't know,
Now
like
it's free
Gyrocopter
Dragon
from
Soul
Dota?
Shield of being available to them.
No, like
Both of them have their
pita
flashes.
bread with
And
like
Zhonya's is
beef.
on Palafox too.
something
so they've
something.
got a lot of survivability
Looked decent,
here.
but
Will it
I'll
be
never
enough
know.
at this fight though? Trap line looks good for Cloud9, trying to keep Dignitas on one side, but Palafox is looking for another Talia wall. You see him in position.
Oh,
There it goes.
Oh.
He's gonna try to catch C9 on the wrong side of it.
He's just
APA is
fucking
isolated.
dead.
FBI kills him before the fight even starts. The 5
Well, this doesn't look very good for C9.
To try to turn it around here with a pop loss to find
Who
three
said
targets.
Zhonya's?
But where's the
Talia.
follow-up damage? XU's already on a killing spree, and Thanatos is down.
Ooh.
FBI about to fall. Blabber goes
Where's
into
Sven?
resurrection.
Oh,
but
he's
Dignitas
1v1
has
against
already
Zhao.
found themselves a couple of kills.
Getting
It's about to
blasted.
be 3.
Damn.
A double kill for
Are they
XU.
ending the
And
game?
the only
No way,
one
right?
left still standing on C9 is Vulcan.
Yeah, and Vulcan is gonna
30
have
on
a
Galio?
one-man
No, they can't end.
army attempt at defending their base.
go Elder then.
It's not going to be
Yeah.
easy. Dignitas, they're coming to end it, Flowers.
Dignitas is bringing it back.
Nice, guys. Good shit, good shit. I played that fight
Oh,
kind of
okay, they're not going for the end.
I think.
Okay, we just go for a
I think you
tower
just have
before the
Xin Zhao
Elder.
start Elder
Okay,
there and
okay.
just
This way you
push
get more
with like.
time on the Elder. I was like, oh man, they're just straight going for it.
Solos maybe.
Yeah, they probably
Death
get a
Armor's
broken
still pretty
turret.
short for that,
The
so
third tier.
You get one
Yeah.
tower first, and then you pick up the Elder afterwards, so you get more time on the buff. All good. Okay.
This has been a great comeback for Dignitas. Remember that 10 minutes ago we were talking about how they've got to secure this Dragon Soul.
Okay.
If they don't get
Well,
the Dragon
if
Soul
Dig
here, the
loses
game's
now,
too far
I don't
gone.
know what to say.
XU ends up getting the smite. They get exactly what they need to, and it
That would be
feels like
insane.
Cloud9 has just sort of fallen apart since.
Yeah. Palafox with a really
It
good
really
ball
just feels like
game.
the
wheels have
Cuts
fallen off for
Galio,
C9
big
here.
Justice punch. Against,
Oh,
we're gonna
shit.
get multiple
Giga value for
viewpoints
Dig
here of
vote.
it. Very nice. Slide in there.
Oh.
Blocks the punch.
Wow, that
Dignitas
was tragic.
Taking him down. And the revenge of Dignitas.
Yeah.
APA had
I
belt.
think maybe it's a little early
I
to
mean,
call,
he just
but I think the
misjudged it.
revenge
It was
is complete.
close.
When you
He
see
could
them
have, instead of
dominate
trying to
this
E, he
team
could
fight,
have
they
just
take
walked
down
up,
the Guardian
belted,
Angel
and then
from,
did
Blabber
the
as
backwards
well.
E to get the other side of the wall if
I
you needed to,
don't
but
think that this Cloud9 team is going to have
I
the
assume
damage to get through Mountain
slow
Souls,
hindsighty, wow,
from
protoplasm,
Dignitas,
harness,
and
4th
they've got
items
the
in
Elder
Zhao.
Dragon
That
buff on top.
is a
Sven
weird
is going
one
to
to
do
pick
his
up.
best. Trapline and Caitlyn pew pew.
Oh! Dude,
I don't think Dignitas are going to be too worried about it.
if Lucian has
No,
ult, I
they
can't
are
see.
Not. They
You could
still
have just
have
killed
the
him there.
Elder for another 90 seconds, although the Baron has now fallen off. We'll see
It's
how
so much
hard
fucking
Dignitas
damage.
wants to force this issue.
Alright, someone's stepping the
Trapline
traps.
in mid being such a
There's
pain
no
for them
way
to
they're
have to
giving
deal
them
with,
this
but they continue
space, bro.
pressing
You have
forward
fucking
anyway.
Elder. Please, God, dive them.
I mean, it is annoying
Dive
to deal
them?
with. You can say that again. Because,
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
can't
not
live.
pressing for it yet. Here we go. Still have
Lucian
the
ult will
Elder
literally
Dragon
just kill
buff.
everyone.
So still have to be careful.
Yeah,
Literally
Photon
kill everyone.
immediately
All right, let's
diving in,
see
wants
it.
to start this fight with a kill on to Sven. A
Boom,
little bit more
one
damage gets
down.
it done. The Elder finds the execution.
Yeah,
Palafox
one of the
goes on a
worst
killing
ults.
spree, and now
I think he got
Photon's
stepped in
only
a
gonna be
trap.
halted for a moment. Dignitas continues their chase. Thanatos trying to stand and fight. He goes golden, but the Dragon's going to execute
Damn.
him as soon as he drops it.
There.
FBI takes the kill there. Dignitas still have all 5 alive, and they might just
Dude.
go
Does
for
Elder
the
Burn
lead.
stack?
They're gonna
I
do
assume
it
no,
all
right? Like, if 5 people hit one guy and they all have Elder, it's not going to put like 5 burns on them, right?
Series flowers.
No, I don't think so.
Dignitas bringing it back in a game number 2 where they
Oh,
were down
boom.
almost 5,000 gold. FBI gets the kill there onto Blabber.
Elder's a
It is
satisfying
only
fucking animation,
APA and
dude.
Vulcan still standing.
Yeah.
Vulcan finally
shit owns.
dies. The deathless streak is over, and
You'd be good.
Dignitas ended it. They're going to work their way through
Holy.
these Nexus turrets. They will make their way onto the Nexus, and
They did
Dignitas
it.
has taken us to game 3.
And it's at the hands of Photon Jax. He
Do you think it's
delivers
always wrong to
Vulcan
fight a
his
team with
first
Elder?
Death in 5. Well, he's 6 games out. The 6th game is the last one.
I mean,
The revenge is
contextually,
simply
that's a
there
pretty
for Photon.
hard
And
question.
Alyss, how you feeling about
I would
this
say,
series
like,
now? A little bit more exciting.
You don't want to fight
They did
someone
it.
with
Yeah,
Elder, but if you can bait them
more
into
exciting.
For the first
diving
time
you
since
really fucking
Second
deep,
time since
then
2020.
maybe you could win.
Second
Mhm.
time.
Updated 28
Yeah.
2 in their last 30 against C9.
That's a
Game
100%
I know-
increase.
Let's
I couldn't
go.
believe
When
it was
we watch, you
27.
usually,
Shocked me.
Guys, that's their
you
one
know, talk about
punch.
being like, you
Maybe
know,
they
dive
got
them
two
there,
of
you have
them.
Elder, you can't
Maybe they've
lose.
been working out the left arm.
It is
I didn't have
pretty
enough
fucking
time to
strong.
show you guys
I wonder,
that.
it's
That
like,
would have been a good surprise. I wanted to-
if you
I wanted
have
to talk about
flashes,
something
I feel like you can
important,
potentially
in this
outplay a
game.
team with
Something
Elder.
that,
Just like,
you know, was
if you
brushed on
can
last
manage
game,
to just
was
stay out
improved
of
on greatly
the
this one.
execute
I wanna
range,
see if you guys can tell the difference.
the Elder buff
This one,
itself
it's a great-
doesn't
it's a
do
greedy
that
80
much
carry. We've seen
besides
this in all of our
execute, you
games.
know?
That is a greedy 80 carry.
Very greedy, looking for that turret plate. But meanwhile,
I actually don't know the
Dignitas
damage
coming
numbers
back
on
from
it.
base, double control
I mean, it does
in
some
both.
true
I don't
damage
think it's
burn,
very
but it's
high.
not like
Find this pick. So,
super
amazing.
insane.
Nailed it. Sven
Yeah,
dies
I
here.
don't think
Are
it's
they able to
crazy
get
high
off
numbers.
the
Most of the buff is in
Yeah,
execute, which I mean, granted, it is really strong, but I do wonder, I'm like,
Nocturne is like, yeah,
I think
you know what?
most
We're
teams
trading
have the
upside. I'm
perspective
not
of
gonna
like,
take
you know,
this
just
first
don't
dragon.
fight a team with
Doesn't
Elder,
mean
because like,
Go to the
obviously
next
it's
one.
pretty bad.
Immediately.
Um,
Dignitas is on it.
but,
Gotta
you know,
control where the
if
line bush. You wanna be
if a
able to
team's
contest
gonna
this.
force like a
Guess who's
completely
not
fucking
objective-minded?
sketchy fight,
Zoom in. It's the Galio.
is it okay to
He
like
is
try to bait them
realizing
into a
that he
shitty
wants to
fight
be
if they have
able to be in
Elder?
ulti range. It's
I
gonna take a
think
bit of a trap.
trying
Sure,
to
Talia's
bait
on
them
top
into a
side,
shitty fight
but for
is
Nocturne,
the only thing you
for,
can do.
Galio to be able to impact this fight, he's realizing, Dragon's going
But
about
I think that
too
is just
quickly
so
down, and we wanna
fucking
be able to
hard.
contest this. We're too late.
Like,
Very
the shitty
tardy.
fight,
That's the tension
it
fight.
can't be on the tier
And now we
3.
go on towards
Like,
the
that's
next
not a
one,
shitty
because
fight
that's
for
now
a Dig
two
ever.
dragons
It would have to be
for
Nexus
Dignitas.
turrets.
I think
True.
the
Like,
setup is
you
pretty
just
important because
give
they've been
tier
able to get
3 and
nice
then you
control
walk
wards
back
immediately
and
here in the line
do it
bush,
under Nexus turrets,
here
because
in
you're,
the
you know,
banana
you're
bush,
way
and
fucking
look at
closer to your fountain
Palafox's
there.
positioning. We talk about about his assassins a lot. His Talia
And they're
is
potentially
exceptional.
taking
Get that
double
wall down,
shots,
make it really difficult
double back
for,
shots.
all of Cloud9 to be able to contest for this one.
Double back
easily.
shots.
So yes,
Oh,
Sven
eight.
gets bursted immediately by Exude, gets pushed out. guess who's left alone? APA has to burn flash to get out of there. And so do we chase the fight?
Raz, this is where I started thinking the Dignitas had a chance in the game. I wasn't willing to believe it because they've been so bad at team fighting, but when they're down 3,000-4,000
they were down quite a bit here.
Win that 5v5.
Yes.
Still get dragged.
That was actually a perfect point. Because Vision takes care of all the gold difference that you have.
How did this happen? Sienna had to have fucked something up.
And they don't chase for the fight. They go for the objective. Well done. Now, even though you're really far behind in terms of gold, and you've been getting hit too many times in the head by Varus arrows as Photon, you're beginning to believe.
There's no audience right now. This is true.
The major objective, the big purple worm is taken.
They did 2 weeks no audience.
Not that big a deal because they gotta fight for soul.
I mean, Marcy was talking about it, and basically what it comes down to is like the cost to have an audience there is like really high. You wouldn't think it costs as much as it does to allow an audience there because you have to hire like a lot of people. You need like security, you need fire marshals. You need like hosts and concession people.
No follow-up on this kill towards FBI. FBI able to flash up. So the problem here is for Dignitas,
to enable the spring final roadshow, they're just doing
I love the combination
no
of
fans
using FBI ulti to push them off
until playoffs.
The Smite fight.
I think it's okay. I mean, I think the only downside is like honestly, it's just the when the camera pans to the studio, it makes it look like desolate.
So as much as we were talking about how objective-minded they are.
228 since 2020.
Yeah. So
realistically, if
Cloud9 didn't want to, they
I think
declined to comment the first time around because they felt like
most of the people who want to go to LCS, who live close enough, have done it, right? And they can go to playoffs and opening weekend and stuff.
My goodness. Player of the game.
I think it's more worthwhile to have, if they can, you know, do these shows without audience and it saves money to allow them to do a roadshow. That seems way better to me.
Emily, you voted for Pal.
I did.
Shows are
I guess the
fun.
big question is like, how is it not profitable to have people enter? But I mean, I guess like
I mean, the tickets are really cheap.
Like $10 or some shit.
Yeah, they don't make money on ticket sales.
Because the only way the Cloud9 goes in is with this big FBI.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's probably not a mistake.
Is with the Nocturne Galio. Otherwise, they have no real way of walking in. Caitlyn, Nico, Varus, all too squishy. Yeah. They don't have the normal
not like a fucking crazy
pressure that they would have,
cool thing every weekend.
They have to walk in with him as well. So I feel like by being first to all those objectives, Dignitas
to go watch the games in person.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought they kind of called C9's bluff at a lot of like ways in addition to the objective focus, but even in the initial split map, right, that they were trying to do with the Caitlyn, they did manage to chase Blabber out of their own jungle, so they weren't able to get that lane as far ahead. They punished, to Raz's point, when Sven stepped too far up. So, I mean...
I do think having the
game, we'll see if
last stage of finals
but a reminder
at a location with a large fan opportunity is cool. Way cooler.
From June 13th
100%.
Instead of just fucking in the studio finals.
Yeah,
Woo,
Ticketmaster
you did
with
it.
that
Okay.
QR code on your screen right now to get your tickets for spring finals today.
Yeah, Mark talked about it on the dive this last week.
Can they do it?
About the cost. There's also people being like, you know, okay, well, if you're not going to have an audience, what's the point of having it in the studio at all? Like, why not just have online matches? And apparently it's like the difference in cost between doing online matches and having teams at the studio is like not actually that much.
A League of Legends challenge show where professional gamers try to
because
sell
you know a
problems
lot of
that
the
exist that
production
they've
people
never
they
seen
have for the
challenge is
LCS
simple.
is
Read the note,
you're paying that
cover the
regardless
game,
of if
and
it's in the
try and solve
studio or at
whatever
home,
is put
right?
in front of you as
And then you'd
efficiently
also need to have like
creatively as you can.
refs
Which
to
pro will push the
go
limits
to
of
the
their league
teams'
IQ and who's getting hit with the
locations and
heat.
whatnot.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
What is this question mark?
Makes sense. I mean, also getting the cams on the players in the studio is nicer.
Only Poppy's ultimate. Hit an enemy training dummy into
You're doing interviews and shit.
You may place the
Way
dummy
nicer.
wherever you want outside the brush, and you have as many tries as you need to complete the challenge. First attempt win.
Make a coffee real quick.
Happy golfing.
Wait, Poppy Pro Tour? That's funny.
Oh,
That wasn't even close, bro.
I got it. Oh, middle. Oh, wait, what? Okay, maybe here is better. Oh, pixel bush? Wait, I need to put here?
He doesn't speak English. Not his fault. Let him redo it. He's out of mana. Oh! Anyway, I actually like this one. This is good. He's getting fucking out. He knows his number of tries, right? Hey, let's go.
Okay.
Yo, this is actually fun.
I got it.
Okay, we need a fucking Poppy Golf minigame in the client now.
Oh, what the?
Can I try this? I kind of want to. Is it just these two bushes?
A little bit more.
15 attempts!
Easier than I thought. I thought it's gonna be harder. But
Easier than I thought, he said 130 tries later. Should I try really quick? Don't look at my rank. Something crazy happened. You wouldn't get it. My teams, man, my teams. I swear it was all my teams. Oh my god, dude. Using the internal Riot tools for, like, the practice tool commands is different. I just pressed the wrong hotkeys for it. My career and teleport. Okay. Shift S? Yeah. Shift B for dummy. Okay, so Poppy All will always send them back to their fountain. I mean, it's kind of cheating because I just saw Ignar do it. I'll start with this one because I don't really remember this one as well. What the fuck is this? 1 minion on each side. How do I get rid of this minion? Pissing me off. Okay, wait, so is it like... Does it always hit at the same distance, regardless of how far you charge it? Looks like it does. Or what if I full charge it? Is it just the distance? Oh no, that goes farther. Holy shit, this is hard. So I feel like... Land it here. So if I do it like here and do minimum charge, this should be perfect. Fuck. If I do it here, minimum charge should be perfect. Oh, is it good? That was first try.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LCS, where we are heading into a game
That's in the bush.
Between Cloud9
that
and
is in fact in the bush.
Dignitas, who have managed to bounce back in the second game.
Wait, can you bullshit it? What if you just like put it right next to the bush and then you just tap R?
And they turned the game around. So go with the Dragons.
I'm a fucking genius.
Series.
Control the soul, control the game. Genius. Honestly, that has been the story for both games.
It's,
though.
it's fucking mini golf.
Over gold. Cloud9 won
what?
the first one with it, and Dignitas overcame an even bigger gold lead in the second one.
Is that not in?
Win through some team fights. So, all comes down to how you do
it's not in
these fights around the Dragons. Can't be just giving them up. Got to be there on time.
Yep.
Good setup. Ziggs ban here right off the bat.
Dude, that's...
from Dignitas, so
I mean, the only tricky thing is you need to not accidentally put it in the bush initially.
What else can they target? Gives them a little leeway here.
I wonder if anyone does that in the challenge. Damn, I didn't realize Poppy all moved them that much. I would have assumed it just like knocked him up, but that shit got some distance to it.
You know, now we're down like towards the Corki area of 80 carries and stuff.
It is weird how knockups move you like that.
We end up going with here. I also like when Nautilus lanes start looking real good, you know, when some of the enchanters are out here.
They might have specified it had to be over the wall. Nope. They did not. They said you can put the dummy wherever you want. You just have to poppy alt it into the pixel brush.
The engage supports some play time as well.
I like Nautilus because he dies a lot, so generally the game is going to have more entertainment.
I mean, I feel like these challenges are...
Nautilus in it.
Our Dignitas signaling
I think anything that's not blatantly breaking the rules that they say is allowed. There's no like, oh, well, you can't do that, it's cheesing. It's like, that's the point of these challenges.
That dive comp
Creative
might be,
solution.
a Kaisa angle for Dignitas. Again, it's really early in draft, but already when you have Vi, you have some really good point and click, guaranteed engage, so some sorts of Kaisa comps on their side do tend to look good. Meanwhile, Cloud9 build a Jinx reset possibility here. Never mind, they're just sifting through all the options.
Yeah.
Wait, Sejuani.
Baiting us. We're just gonna get Corki.
We are in the Corki area.
Is it
true.
PTA Sedge?
Corki's win-loss is 6 and 7, and he has a 69% presence. He did both numbers.
It's the meme upon meme.
Both meme numbers. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's some kind of omen.
I don't think it's a good thing.
I just don't know what kind of an omen it is.
Alright.
Man, what is actually wrong with society where the meme number went from 69 to 67? Like,
So does that mean
what
we
the
get like
fuck, man?
Well, Thanatos actually can have full.
It's a fucking sad day for society.
C9 going for the last pick in this draft will afford them that opportunity if they want to save it all the way down there at the end of things. Zaya Rakan locked in as the bottom lane duo here for FBI and Ignar.
What does C9 need to fix to be more consistent? They need to win more.
For APA.
More wins, less losses.
Well, so don't really have to worry about Rise. Man, Zyrakan though, that is kind of hard to deal with sometimes.
Yeah.
Split engage. But I'm thinking like Thanatos, maybe like Renekton or something pairs with the Sejuani quite well. But since they slammed their mid already,
I don't know, man.
Just,
Somebody...
give them a little bit of extra time at the end.
Has anyone done a PhD on the like origins of the 6-7 stuff? Because like obviously it's like it's from a song, it's because of TikTok, but like that shit went so stupidly viral for no reason at all. Like
I really do like this pick. Miasma is
it just I feel like most memes just like you can clearly point to an origin or like why something blew up, but this one just seems like
I mean the Gnar, he also really likes the Gnar,
defies all logic to an extreme
it
degree.
doesn't pair as well with the Sejuani that they showed really early. So Dignitas less worried about that one.
all right. One more ban to go. Second protection ban for mid lane. The Syndra banned out by C9.
Okay. I mean,
Because of the everyday applicability of it. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
if that's true, then you shouldn't. There's way more stupid things that could have gone viral, right? Think about it. There's infinite shitty songs, infinite TikToks in short form content of weird, obscure memes. But something about this one made it go absolutely nuclear.
To go with their support pick here. They already know what the lane matchup is going to be. They elected to go for last pick, so you really want to get some value out of that very last choice.
Came from a basketball edit from LaMelo Ball.
It's not Nautilus, but it's still engaged.
It is.
But why? I still don't understand.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think anybody actually has the answer. That's why I'm saying it needs to be like a PhD thesis, like peer-reviewed scientific study. Because everyone has a reason for it, but just because you have like an explanation doesn't mean it's an actual accurate explanation.
Still discussing in a while, and they'll grab the tank first.
Damn, dude, Diggs comp looks fucking nice. C9's looks fine too, but like this is a playoff comp. Now we just need like a big thick mage in the mid lane, maybe like a Victor or something. What's up? Or a mage who... Wait, Scion mid?
Is it Scion mid?
Don't Scion mid, please. Oh, Victor?
Okay.
Oh? A pause check. Wait, he fucking owns with Deathfire. Cassie probably does too.
Good range, good scaling.
Yep.
There we go.
I did a playtest against Deathfire where I was playing Nefiri mid into high playing Deathfire Victor. And the whole time I'm sitting there like, dude, what the fuck? I'm taking so much damage. Like, I've lane restricted before, and this is not normally.
These squads look like they will be happy.
It's reduced on AoE, right?
It's the duration. So the way it works is single target spells will put a 4-second dot on them. AoE puts a 2-second dot on them.
Oh, okay.
But Victor, each part of his Q counts as a single target.
Yeah.
Summer of 2017.
It like does more when it's on him for 3 seconds or something, right?
Yeah, after 3 seconds, it ticks for. It used to be double, now it's not double.
That long ago, it has been over 3,000 days.
But yeah, it's basically so it's like if you do a single target ability, the first 3 seconds will be not amped, and the last second will be amped. And then if you refresh it, it'll stay amped as long as it keeps getting refreshed. But as soon as it falls off for 1 second, it's no longer amped, and you have to do the 3-second ramping thing again.
Makes sense.
So with Victor, it's like he can Q you, wait, do the second part of the Q, that's extended, and then once he has his laser, he can extend it again with the laser. So it's just a ton of extra damage. Any of these single target, either a single target application or a dot application. So Cassia is probably really good with it as well. Like her E would do the single target, her Q will do the dot.
Definitely have some good chances. Cloud9 also have, like we said, pretty fair fight here.
To me, it feels like the Conqueror for mages. Basically, it's just sustained damage.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you think it's just straight better than Conqueror on someone like Cassio. They would just be doing mega spells.
Early exchanges going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Blabber's probably gonna assume.
I remember me and Hai did a test of like he was the. Like, he was in charge of doing the keystone testing stuff, and so I was doing some, like, tests with him where, like, we were both playing Swain. Like, one of us went Conqueror, the other one went Deathfire, and we just, like, stood next to a target dummy and saw how much damage our ult would do.
Oh.
And that's when I realized that Swain's ult actually does not hit very hard at all. Like, it does, the ult itself does very little damage ticking. So the Deathfire one was, like, a lot higher. But obviously Conqueror is giving you more AP, which make your other stuff do more.
I expect a lot of calm farming flowers.
Yeah. In case you're wondering. Yeah, there's probably not going to be a whole lot.
We're gonna build towards the team fight.
Someone said, would it work on Ahri? Yeah, I did test it on Ahri. I think it's pretty good on her. I think if you don't want to electrocute, you know, a lot of times people will play summon Ahri on her, like against melees, because her W does the single target duration. So like auto W. Electrocute's really good on her, so I think you would probably want that most of the time, but if it's like, you know, they're a tanky-ass team, you're going to do more of like the CDR burn build. That's probably really good.
And they're really making good use of their priority on bot lane, but they also know that junglers are completely swapped in their starting locations. Vulcan's trying to headbutt the cannon minion over backwards, and so they just want to make sure that that wave is going to get annihilated.
Spellbook Sedge.
So all good timings here for FBI and Ignar. They get their push in, they get their early recalls off. They know their jungler pathing to the opposite side of the
I don't know if I've ever taken Spellbook on a jungler before. I've probably taken Spellbook less than 5 times total ever.
Still sitting here watching,
on any champion.
Some of the you know, he was in range for that melee minion. The first
it's
one
kind of fun, but kind of weird.
Did a little bit of experience during FBI's recall.
Yep. Vulcan gets a nice quick trade onto Ignar there, but as our laning phase is off to a pretty slow start, we've got Raz standing by for an interview with Dignitas coach Swiffer.
That's right, I got Coach Swiffer with me. You saying a slow game there, but you're liking what you're seeing so far.
Oh yeah, no, I think that the later the game goes, the more favored we are, to be honest. The only questionable thing is the Gnar, like how well can we answer that question? But I think the rest of it, like, we're looking pretty good. We're looking bloody great.
You're looking good. Now, here's the thing. I've been told by the stats man, 3,179
He's the one that switched Keystone
days,
fucking...
since
what was it called? Like,
Dignitas won a series versus
it was Proto something.
You're part of that legacy.
Prototype Omni Stone,
So,
I want to
what's
say.
your thoughts on
That
it? Do
doesn't
you
sound
think you
right.
can do
Something
it?
like that, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what the thing is? It's like none of us thought about that going.
That
into
shit
it,
was
but I
goofy
bet
as hell.
like, whoever it is at C9, like I think that C9 are thinking about that.
Yeah, I think real
And I
hard.
think,
Like,
and I think
sometimes
the
you would
way
just
that they make
go
those
fucking,
against
like,
this game, it's going through their heads.
PTA into Electrocute into, like, just all good ones. Sometimes you just Predator.
You guys were doing exceptionally well in game 2, and then we panned to the coach's camera. You just weren't there. Where the hell were you?
Oh, I think
I was praying.
I remember what you're talking about.
I was in the prayer room. You know?
Dude, what the fuck even was that?
So, yeah, I was doing all right. I was doing all
It was
right.
a
I was
rune.
just preparing the next draft because I think I was
Did it just
after
not
the
last long? I
third or
barely
fourth
remember
week,
it.
I just was like, oh, okay, we've got the game. We can actually win.
I mean, it
this.
didn't have a
was
super
pretty
long
dire, I'll
lifetime.
be
It
honest.
wasn't played for a
But
lot
yeah,
of it
no, I was
as
just
well.
also
Like,
pretty
it's kind of started getting played after some buffs to it, but never really got
Casters, take it away.
that popular.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, it was just kind of fucked up.
Swiffer, I like the faith to be like, okay, I can go work on the next draft now.
You could literally just high roll the shit out of people.
Dude, Predator was a cursed ass rune.
Nicely done from
Yeah.
Dig, and you know,
Predator
they're
fucking
remaining
Gragas.
calm here. Again,
Just
Vigor
hear the
and Zad,
fucking
very, very
skirt
good.
in the shadows,
Harris
and you're like,
Vigor
oh god, I'm
in
dead.
and feel pretty confident the later the game does go. As we were looking at
I'm
it, so,
fucking dead.
does set them up for some pretty good
I
team
mean, what
fights,
can you do?
and
He's just
see if we
a
can,
fast
have a
fucking
similar
fat
story
fuck
here.
just
Blabber,
sprinting
though,
at you.
down to an early
Infinite
dragon,
CC.
drops his controller to the pit.
Literally nothing you
one
can do
bit
to
of
stop
controller
him.
that he had towards mid lane as well, so
Fat man with the
feels pretty
wheelchair
good about this one. Bot
Yup.
lane is also
with
pushing
fucking
right
turbo
back out.
boost on it.
Yeah, this is a very early dragon.
Yep, with
Blabber is
Ingenious
really
Hunter.
taking it to heart that the dragons have been super important so far in the series.
Yeah, when he had a good opportunity.
That was
to go
such a weird
solo it up
rune.
too. They also know that Vi has been pathing the other way. So
Ingenious or
if you're
Predator.
ever starting out,
Yeah.
pathing from bot up towards top for the Vi, then your next full re-clear. Nice little opportunity, even though the crab is up on the top side. Blabber gets the bigger one.
The bigger crab.
The crab with wings.
Yeah, the flying crab.
Please
I mean,
bring back
it's the same
Klepto.
color.
I'm
It's
good.
really
Just a crab, okay?
Yeah, it's
Wait,
all
it's
just
not
different
PTA
versions of
dad
crab. Lizards
said?
and crabs.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Dragons, crabs.
You trolling?
Ooh, does he wanna
Yeah,
do
I think he's
a
trolling.
Sejuani
Oh, he has
ult
Ignite,
from
though.
behind the Raptor?
It looks like he's thinking about it, and there it is.
Ignite his
Facial
ass.
Prison immediately.
Doesn't even
Blabber
need it.
flies over the wall, and APA picks up the first blood. It's just that easy.
Good thing we got our interview with Swiffer before.
Yeah.
Feeling a little bit less good now.
Good timing, Raz. Good timing.
After
Whose runes doing more damage, APAs or Palafox?
early assassination on mid lane.
Yeah, this is just about the best start you could ask for Blabber. I have to feel like you take the
does
dragon
it
on
Sam all
spawn, you
esports?
secure not just the
I would
early
guess
Drake,
Victor,
early
but I don't
Ocean
know.
Drake feels so good for all of your
You'd
laners.
hit him easier.
You drive by
I mean,
mid,
this rune
first
is truly
ulti
insane on
instantly
Brand.
rewards you with first blood
Brand's
for
got to be
your
the best
mid laner.
user.
Everything's fantastic.
Yeah, especially for all these mid laners,
Sounds right.
taking the new Deathfire rune
To try bot lane?
You're constantly trading to keep up the burn, and that's gonna definitely.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like Brand's best position is literally
level 6 does come in for
bot,
FBI too,
is
so
it not?
have to be wary of the
AD
ulti.
carry?
Yep.
And you can just annihilate the
I guess if jungle
Nice
was
recall for
better,
himself.
when that was better.
Perks of having the recon. Just start it up for you. Take
I
care of
mean,
minions. Oh,
Like
actually,
mid's
I
awkward.
think in the right kind of game, Brand bot's
So they
super
are
good.
decent
I don't think it's
again,
good in
so
every type of
they
game.
send Ignar
'cause
back for
Some
support
games, if you
timer,
don't have an
so
AD
uses
carry, you
spells
just
look to return.
can't kill certain
But
shit.
Vi is now looking mid with
Yeah,
the ult,
true.
so they just use Victor.
Yeah.
Dude, Brand
Palafox
is
didn't
the
get
guy
a
that
lot of
would kill
value out
that
of
shit, though.
Arcane Storm.
He's good
That
against
type of shit.
tanks. Like, I don't think it's like Ornn Sion that'd be the problem. I think it's like the Death Dance Bruisers and shit would. They're kind of the people who get fucked by AD carries at some point. But
True. But also fuck the AD carries.
I mean, they kill AD carries until 3 to 4 items.
Didn't want to flash.
What?
Yeah, he still
Either could
has
live, no?
Flash.
Got
No.
you?
Okay.
He's dead.
Thought he could tank
Oh,
the
he's just dead?
damage, but they just
Yeah.
run him down.
Yeah.
Had
I
to
was
take the
set
second
fire
part of
burning him.
victory.
I was honestly
Forced.
expecting the flash there, but not going to happen.
He
All
couldn't.
right, Photon making his way into the river up here. As XU did want to start up the grubs, but since Blabber is in the neighborhood, he's going to put a stop to that, take over this objective himself.
DFT
Grub number one
Lilia.
already secured. And with Thanatos already forcing the wave into the tier 1
What is
turret,
that win rate?
topside, Photon has to return over to that. So it's pretty difficult for Dignitas to try
Conqueror
to do
is
anything about this
53,
grub take, so that's gonna be
Deathfire
both
is
early neutral objectives
49.
going C9's way.
I mean, I don't think Deathfire would be very good on jungle. A lot of the power is in slaying.
The death on mid, but I guess you could say.
Pretty sure if you just load into a team fight, you would rather have Conk.
We'll see how it works out.
Well,
He just ignited him.
Invade here, and then Spellbook Sejuani pops
I guess
out
he
the
had to.
Ignite.
Yeah.
He get his
nobody
smite back.
expects Sejuani to catch him off guard a little bit. Looks like not really going to have anything else come of it, though. Blabber
They
does
said
leave a ward
Lilia
in this
top.
topside
Yeah, I was looking at all
trial.
Lilia though.
Recall
I mean,
going back to base.
even Lilia
And
top.
Protoplasm Harness completed
not very
already.
good.
Nice early cheap power spike there for tanky junglers as Vulcan loses half of his HP in a trade down here in the bottom
Sven
side.
Corky.
Sven's ready to fire back, though. FBI's got to be respectful. Ignar is covering the retreat of the Xayah, but Vulcan immediately ready to jump in there with the
Doesn't
Unbreakable
get
Will.
the kill.
Ignar, defensive
Boom.
quickness just to try to get away.
I mean, Blabber is in the area with Sejuani ult, so you gotta respect that. Your bot lane just gets chunked pretty low. No ulti on Ignar now. Heal used as well.
Yeah.
But XU's down here too, just clearing back the other way now, so no threat of the big dive coming through, and we continue our farming ways. Okay.
Okay.
Xayah
Check in
Rakan's
here on
underrated.
the effective use of the new rune
Maybe.
of the Deathfire Touch.
All right, what do we got?
Obviously, since Victor has more range and easy to tag people with,
I mean, it's not
Protoplasm.
really
he's gonna
played,
be,
so it
the better
actually
users
could be
just
underrated.
for this matchup. You're trying to keep the Deathfire Touch
Is it even
up
good,
on the
though?
enemy champion as long as you can. Get your empowered.
I think the other team's trying to dive you. It's pretty good.
Has been tagging him with a lot of these lasers. It also does help that they got the
I don't know,
kill
dude.
just kinda
Xayah's
locking
so
it down.
awkward.
Yeah, that was some good Deathfire Touch uptime, but
How so?
She's
it's
very
over
inconsistent,
500 damage,
is what it is.
513 damage
Like,
so far for
You just
Victor's
sometimes
Deathfire Touch,
can't get
and
the
half
fucking
of that,
root.
just 251
Even though you feel like you
for
did.
the
Like, you know, you
Cassiopeia.
Q, auto,
Again,
E, and it doesn't root.
great
It makes
move
no fucking
with
sense.
The extra range and little poke there.
That's
but
3
Blabber
feathers.
and the rest of Cloud9 up on the
Yeah.
dragon. Here we go.
All right, remember, there's no
Ooh,
ulti available
W
for the
flash
Rakan,
from
and
Cassio.
C9 just
Like, I would
dogpile
actually, you
Ignar,
could
kill him
convince me
before
that there's a
anything
bug
can even
going
be
on
said
there.
about it from anyone else on Dignitas. C9's
Where
gonna
it just
earn himself
sometimes
tweak
doesn't
number 2.
root
There
with
you
Q
go.
auto E.
ABA's flash to follow up on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be one of
They
those
did
server
the
tick
combo
things.
CC chain until death.
Yeah, just some
Goodbye,
form of
Ignar,
bullshit
and
going
goodbye,
on,
Dragon.
ruining it.
Yeah, and you can see the timer on
You
the
have to
scoreboard
feel the
only just
server
now
ticks.
is
You have to be like a
Ignar's
human
ultimate coming
metronome.
back off of cooldown from the
Just like
earlier play in the
RuneScape, you have to
bottom
feel
lane.
it.
So well timed from C9 being able to earn themselves an extra objective.
But instead of
0.6 tick.
one tick every
As,
0.6 seconds, it's
checking in
like
up here in the
32
top side,
ticks per
Thanatos
second or
up.
whatever league is.
Honestly, about 4 waves
Yeah.
of farm, feeling pretty good.
Really, the tick rate?
Ignar question
Doesn't, like,
was,
CS players
when that switch
jizz
was a
about,
little
like,
bit worried about. See how well they can
128
answer
tick or
that.
something?
Thanatos,
Yeah,
a-
it is
a Gnar
lower than
specialist.
FPS games.
And definitely very good, especially if you're into a side matchup here. It should be pretty good for him for side lanes.
That could be something
But
they
everything-
update
Everything else farming
in
pretty,
the league
pretty nicely.
next thingy.
Yep. And you can see Blabber has
What's
switched
that?
over to the exhaust on his summoner spell.
That was-
So I'm curious if we're
Weren't
going
you
to
asking about
see
it? Like the,
great value
or maybe it
come
was double
out
left, I
of
don't know.
that one.
Like someone was asking about it in the
See
call
quest
about
completed
what
there for him as he
the giant
cleared out that
announcements
red buff
for
as
League
well.
were.
So feeling pretty good. Again, I mentioned it offhand.
I'm gonna go ahead and
The
say it probably
protoplasm
wasn't
harness,
me asking.
This thing just feels good to build
Okay.
as a tanky jungler. It gives you so much survivability, and it costs
Yeah,
about
I don't remember
as
who it
much
was,
as,
but
I don't know, McDouble. It's really cheap.
Could have been anyone.
I was saying that it was just like
I mean,
some
I love the
weird
support items being
leaking
built
of
by junglers, as you
just
say,
like
so
the
cheap
client
and still
getting updated
extremely effective.
and some
Mainly-
other shit.
Oh, wasn't that the like
tank
in
junglers,
like
but
2025 league will
Yeah,
change
Vulcan
forever?
with
It was
the
like
flash
meddlers
engage,
quote.
No,
pulverizing the headbutt, knocks
that
FBI
was a
back.
thing, and
Sven
then
Falcon
there was
forward,
something
needs
newer
a
that
little bit
came
more
out
damage,
recently.
But can't quite
Oh.
find it. Blabber arrives, throws out the glacial prison. Ignar and
Not
FBI
super
both
recently,
surviving
like
with less than half HP remaining.
2 months ago.
Palafox also showed up there with a teleport, was immediately exhausted by Blabber as soon as he arrived. And now Thanatos
not actually
arriving himself,
confirmed,
looking
whatever
for a
the
little
fuck
bit
it
more,
is.
chases XU away,
But I was
knocks half
saying
his
that it's
HP
not.
off, wants to go
Gotta be something that's actually changing the game, just some technical shit probably.
Thanatos with the Narbar
That'll feel nice.
The wave is about to crash.
I believe it's the client though.
C9 still want to make a play. Thanatos stepping up as Vulcan's ready to dive here with the unbreakable will. Nice CC coming through, but Palafox is still alive for now. C9 finally
Damn, this is a fucking ham as hell dive. What the fuck? I mean, I respect it, but holy shit.
Yeah, they forced that real hard. Uses flash as well. They're still here though. Blabber wants another round.
Could they not have
done
played that better and kill everyone?
Coming in. They want to bring APA down to the party.
They're dead.
Maybe the tanking got awkward. I feel like Alistair should have been the first one to die. Like, he should just tank the turret and just go down with the ship kind of deal. Oh, nice. They got him.
Sven gets the kill.
Double kill.
Wow, and then Photon TP's in late?
What C9 was wanting.
There they go.
Wow.
They repeat. They get the kills.
I was going to say, it was like, it was decent for C9 if Photon doesn't TP. But it's actually pretty good for them since Photon for fun TP'd.
Extra wave in on top side, so denied a bit of minions there, but yeah, Cloud9 just gonna keep it up. All right, so they're the ones who teleport top lane down first. They wanted to make use of it. They go in.
But so who's the tower? Is it? Oh, the tower's on. I think Thanatos went too early. Yeah. If Vulcan's tanking the whole time, I think they just easily clean them up. But Thanatos had to get out. So he like couldn't even get the good ulti. Yeah,
but it cost the one.
That was a mistake.
One there. So Victor down, 4 Gnar being down, and then the repeat dive here. Even with the
I like that they.
Being
this is actually nice by APA. He just dips into the bush and just TPs in. He's like, fuck it.
Take a significant amount of time, and APA is already here. So you look at the mini map. Now is when he changes over. San was recalling, changes it into the teleport, but play is already over. Minions move.
Nice. Okay, nice. Really good.
NTP.
Nice.
Okay, right back to live, and we got ourselves another fight. Ignar barely hanging on here, down to about 250 HP as C9 make a move to invade the enemy jungle.
So you're telling me my Giga Chad Sejuani is going support items with Spellbook? What the fuck happened jungle?
At least take the small camp.
What the fuck happened, Sneaky?
Spellbook is some cook shit that I don't think should be in the game.
We've had gold on one side, dragons on the
it's mega underused. It's fucking whack as hell to use.
For C9, feels really bad for Dignitas because now that next dragon is spawning just 30 seconds from now.
Have you ever used it before?
Tanking up here on the front lines, but C9 got to be careful. The Rift Herald down to 3,000 HP, but a lot of burst into Vulcan. They might just be able to burn through the ultimate. Rift Herald
for a while, it was like mid laners would run it, TF. I don't know if others. And then hop in the whip! Hop in the whip! Hit and run! Oh, wow, nice. I thought Sven was just rage flashing, but he actually got one. And Rakan got shut down.
It is, and in order to like calculate who's winning,
it actually feels good. If you die in the support because you're shut down, like you're happy about that shit.
Cloud9, so you still see the gold number go up, and Blabber took the Rift Herald out. He used it both as an exit and to get the mid turret. So in the play, they got the turret. They're still going for a little bit of a fight up here. APA in the 2v1, but the extra kills go to Dignitas. It's still Dragon number 3 for Cloud9. Plus they got the minions bomb side. Plus they got the turret in.
Oh, and Blabber hit the tower, dude.
So all in all, Cloud9
that fucking Malphite game was so crazy. You remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
Truly one of the most insane things to witness. That's just Blabber, dude. I swear, it's like he plays really fucking well the vast majority of the time, but then some of the mistakes he makes are just so fucking crazy.
Vulcan soaked a lot of damage at the start.
Yeah, it does use the Alistar ultimate, so I'd say he can soak a lot, but he doesn't have flash, so when he's going towards
it's not like he gets outplayed, it's like he just fucking trips and falls on his face.
Anyway. And then Blabber pops the Herald for the easy exit. But look at the mini-map. Is it kind of interesting thing? Sion is walking right now. So Sion left the bot lane 1v1 with the Gnar. He probably wouldn't have a very good time.
You got some crazy mistakes.
Anyway, but he went over towards mid, so the Gnar got to keep pushing, and the Herald goes in on.
That looked like an off fuck, if I can read lips.
It just never stops. That's back-to-back replays. We're right back into another fight, and Palafox.
And that's definitely kind of Blabber's thing. Like you would have a lot of the, maybe not a lot, but like you would have the big fuck-up moments, but then you have like a really lot of the upside where he makes a crazy good play, but he hasn't really been doing a crazy good plays, I guess, for a while.
Kind of hovering there.
I mean,
the map is just so
I think he plays pretty well. Like, I think his good plays are just they're not as noticeable. For example, his game against Shopify, was it last week where he was Ambessa versus Contract Skarner? He actually just like fucked Contracts out of the game so hard from his invades and the way he pathed. But that shit's it's not as noticeable, like it's not as loud. It looks like, you know, all Contracts is just a noob. He's like the super behind Skarner, but
yeah.
if you don't really understand the matchup or like what Blabber's doing, it's hard to appreciate what it is. But it's like when you see him miss the fucking Herald into a tower and then die like a dumbass, that anyone can understand that was stupid. It's like the good things he does aren't as noticeable from the outside.
I mean, I feel like they used to be, is all.
Yeah. Like the Kindred shit.
Wow, really trying to force super hard here for
Just
Cloud9.
big dicking people.
They get his flash.
I mean, he did have a big dick Ambessa play at the end of that game, I guess, but he's like a chess player who he's like the best chess player in the league, but he'll just occasionally fucking blunder his queen, just like let it get taken by a pawn. So it's like the chess noobs can't tell what makes him so good, but they will see him do the really stupid shit and be like, yeah, this guy's a noob.
Best player in the chess league, though.
So then you can set up another early move.
The Mangus Carlsen.
APA finds himself in a bit of a compromised position here against Photon as XU swoops
This guy's
in,
getting tanked to death.
To finish off the mid laner, and they get it done. Palafox even arrives to make sure that the money goes over to one of the carries.
In the game I finally won last night, after losing all day, I had a Scion top on my team who did the most damage I've ever seen. Like it was like a legit hard 1v9. It's not, well, not a 1v9 because I was also doing well, but our team was like just something special.
They do the health item shit or just full tank?
He had a Titanic Hydra. I don't know what combo he was doing, but he would just like ult at people and just fucking explode them. Like I think he like charged his W before and he'd like ult in and like stop it early to like get. He wouldn't stun them, but he would like get the damage still, and then like explode his W and like auto Titanic, and it would just like actually one-shot people. It's fucking weird.
God damn.
I think it might even just go their way. I would have to just charge right in, Q over, maybe Photon. Even then, they don't have
the
time.
secret Scion
really
combo.
Like from C9. You've got Cassiopeia.
Doctors don't want you to know about.
Baron damage, so they just full send it and secure the Baron.
Oh my God.
20 minutes into the game, but now
they're fighting after they get Baron.
Back end of things. Photon soaking damage from the front line.
Can they
as
do
Vulcan
this?
creates space for the rest of C9. Thanatos trying to get away for
Vulcan's
now.
dead.
He has the no charge, but he's so low on HP. FBI's already got the kill onto Vulcan. Nice petrifying
Run.
case for the APA.
Run.
More time for C9 to try to escape. But
Maybe
Photon
Sven?
Does Sven not
finds into
have
the
Valk?
back. He finds his way
Wait, he
towards
had
Sven.
flash the whole time and he held it? I was so greedy. What the fuck?
But Dignitas are going to
What?
get another one.
Did
That's
it?
Baron for
Surely it
C9
just
very
came up,
early,
right?
But Dignitas kill 3.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's negative play
Could it be-
already, and
I feel
the
like he
big part
flashed
is
just
you
to
have
the right
bounties
here
on the
to
map,
live,
so you
no?
can
Instead of over the
slingshot
wall.
here for Dignitas. Get some objective
I don't
bounties
know.
afterwards. It is certainly
Maybe, but
not worth doing the Baron.
he
like
flashed
that if you're gonna give up
earlier.
3 kills and
He would've been
control
okay.
of the map.
I
With the new
swear, man,
season, the gold value from the Baron
this shit
has
gives
been
me so
cut,
much
the
anxiety.
experience value
It happens more in
has been
solo queue than
cut,
pro play, but it's
and
like
objective bounties
when you're in a
the
situation
aftermath are gonna go
where
a
you
long
can
way
just
for
run,
Dignitas.
like,
They are
but
confident in
people
their
just have this.
scaling. You have to be very
It's like
careful
ego or something where
about
it's just
giving
like
money
they
back over to
refuse
this
to just
team.
hightail and
How
run.
about
They're
giving
like, yeah, I'm gonna
Science
run,
over
but
to
like
this team?
I bet they're gonna
Not only was it a
overchase and I'm gonna get the
disaster
turn
of
here.
Baron
You know what I'm talking about? It's like,
Losing to 3 kills
Yeah.
and then they just end up baiting themselves to die. That shit happens so often. It's crazy.
I mean, it's like limit testing, though. Right?
Kind of, but like sometimes it's like there's just no way that they could fuck this up. Like there, for instance, Sven. I feel like he should have recognized earlier that it's just like, yep, this is fucked. Let's run.
Yeah.
But then they look for the turn and just suicide.
XU and FBI have to be concerned about Thanatos and Sven off to the left side of the fight.
I feel like limit testing on the stage is not
XU even
correct.
lower, stays alive for now though as they continue piling towards Photon.
I don't even say that's limit testing though. To me, it just seems like
Sven also down. Palafox picking up a kill on the enemy 80 carry.
I mean,
it's just a
1
nothing.
for 1, yeah, Cloud9 are trying to extend the play and chase them further.
A grief.
Can they get more than just the 1?
Yeah, it's looking like Blabber's got a
I don't think
angle.
there's no limit to be tested there. It's just like the other team just shit themselves or not.
Well, I mean, in theory, it would be like you don't know if you could stall
If he
it.
can get the 3rd one here, that's going to be so big.
Be like, ooh,
but
maybe
no,
I can
Palafox
outplay.
stays alive.
I don't see
Do
it.
I need to flash?
That
now?
looks so clearly like it's just fucking run situation.
on.
Yeah.
But the chase skills here for Cloud9
I mean, especially versus a tank like that,
to
Sion.
Positive after that play, and so the big thing they're losing out, of course, is the timer for the Dragon Soul that you were mentioning, but also just the further timer in the game.
That's what Reckless did a shit ton when he was playing like AD. Like he would just dip lost fights.
And you're stacking your Dark Seal there for the Victor for Palafox as well. So
yeah,
the carries, the danger here.
Anything that just he's cursed at all, he's just out of there. He ain't dying for that shit.
Use of that time, of that money that goes their way. Cloud9 getting a little risky with
Probably what Upset does too.
Yeah, well, Blabber's got every
he also has like crazy
toy in the
KDAs.
Happy Meal in his inventory. He's got 3 good.
It's like a good and a bad trade. I mean, I think it's a little different than what you were mentioning.
Yeah, it's not the exact same. Like, I would. I think being a KDA player is like generally a bad thing because it usually means you're like just abandoning your team.
Yeah.
I think it can be the right choice sometimes, but there feels more like just like, to me it just feels like a stubborn / pride / ego thing. It's like you're just too proud to say, hey, this is fucked, let's back out, we don't win this. It's just like, no, these guys are shit, they can't kill us no matter what the game state, like don't fucking give them this.
Back on the map because Cloud9 like re-increase their gold lead, get it back to where it was.
The ego maniac.
And I don't know, I can't help but just like go over the succession of objectives that we just had, the couple of fights, like the rush from Cloud9 on the kind of dangerous timing with the Dragon Soul being so
and a Knight's Vow for Blabber, wow.
Leading to Dignitas getting it, but then also
full support
Dignitas,
items.
They didn't have full
like,
actually though. Dragon Soul as they make a catch.
Yeah, let's see if they can get this all
oh, it's Smithy.
The Glacial Prison. Ignar still looking for an opportunity as Photon creates some space with the decimating smash. Dignitas managed to keep everybody alive. 90 seconds until Baron respawns, 2 minutes until another potential Dragon Soul for C9.
I mean, so Dignitas, we're going back in time through these objectives for the last 5 minutes or whatever to get to this point.
Yep.
They clearly didn't feel the
it has 2 recurves
of like burning that dragon quickly.
Recurve,
Negatron.
Negatron.
They had the Scion on it, and they didn't have other members. They were kind of dealing with the minion waves instead, and that kind of allowed Cloud9 to extend the play, the chase.
We were talking about it
more kills, then rebuff up the gold lead.
A week or two ago, but I think the reason people build this item on Nar so much is because like it actually just has a nice build path.
Where we're gonna come down.
I think the item itself's kind of whatever, but it's like when you have 2 bruiser items.
Dignitas,
attack speed's really nice on Nar, and just being able to pick up a Negatron's really nice. Slot efficient. Gives you useful stats.
Because they have the 2.5 items on both of their carries with like the half.
The tenacity is decent.
It's just that now it's harder because
it's not terrible, but it's just it's a weird item. No AD on it at all.
Enough money to fund the full 3 atom power spikes for AP8 and Sven, and
I don't know why he wants some more.
Lord Doms definitely goes a long way. These rockets are going to be very painful.
It's nice to have some against Landry Victor. You don't want to just
like kind of tanky as well as putting out
shred him where you need to.
Damage now and having the 2-level lead as well.
I mean, I guess.
Definitely goes a long way for Cloud9.
Like,
so
what else would you build?
If Zay's bed, he just evaporates.
Dragon Soul fight. See if they can bring this one
Poofs.
home.
So you think you have Randuin?
FBI just completed
Randuin Rush like my Udyr?
Okay, there you go.
I don't know. I mean,
full items.
Sterix isn't bad still. I mean, sounds like that would be better.
First to the bot side river as the dragon has spawned. Dignitas on the approach. Thanatos with the full Gnar bar.
Like Sterix is a pretty big Gnar item.
Not gonna find
that people were buying before.
Here just yet as C9 already
oh my god, he's going with Mega.
The objective. There's Thanatos goes in for Mega Gnar. Doesn't find a whole lot of value.
Doesn't look great. Oh, that was a blast gun engage. That was so weird.
For the rest of C9 to secure the Dragon
I love the big blast guns.
Ignar are in trouble. The Rakan
and
oh, ow!
Who falls to FBI?
Someone said something about Zaya blasting him.
Yeah. Yeah, that was me.
He's right. He's legit right.
Sven walks right.
Oh, Sven!
Still gets the kill on the Photon and
nah, but he's got
Chemtech
Soul.
And kiting as APA goes on a rampage and FBI
it's
falls.
A BG.
Blabber continues the chase. It's only Ignar and Palafox and the victor.
Is he burning?
This thing used to feel so useless, but I find it to be one of the strongest souls now.
And they they do. Wow, Thanatos with the
definitely good, though.
If other team gets Infernal Soul, I'm yawning. I legit don't care. Enjoy. If they have Ocean Soul, buy heal cut. It's usually fine, unless it's like 2 low damage teams, then it's kind of fucked. Hextech Soul's OP. Cloud's usually pretty good. Mountains, strong. But I put Chemtech like maybe 3rd for me. Like I think Hextech number 1.
Yeah, below Hextech and Cloud.
So much time to allow Cloud9 to get the Dragon Soul. Very good distraction and kind of threat pulling play from Thanatos.
I think Cloud's usually strong, but like I have definitely seen situations where Cloud is not that important.
Yep, completely mixed up battle lines, completely scuffed, and yet very profitable.
I feel like it would only really happen if your ulti was just actually horrible.
Now,
like Jin, fucking. I mean, there was that one LCS week where it was like 2 different times a team with Pantheon Talia got Cloud Soul, and then I think I don't know if they both lost, or at least one of them lost. It's like, yeah, those champs can't really use it.
Yeah.
Might just die to the turret here, but C9 doesn't have image to
kill it
before Blabber falls. FBI looking for these auto attacks, but again, C9 has mostly fully retreated. APA still off to the right side.
It's not like there's no fix to it.
But C9,
I think I mentioned it before. Like it feels like it should just be like an active or something. Like not necessarily attached to the ult. Like why fuck over those champs so hard?
Brand new shiny unending despair.
It's just kind of random.
C9 still
how would it be inactive? Like how would you use it?
Top lane inhibitor down.
Just, I mean, I don't know. You get literally a Cloud or a fucking Soul button. Should they ever make any other active ones?
Still looking, seeing if they can catch anybody on the
some dedicated slot for it.
Seems to have got away safe. APA, Vulcan immediately headbutt pulverized right in on top of X. You and the Vi is already down. Vulcan will
maybe it's like a noob thing.
Smash, but the rest of C9 has arrived on the right side of the fight, and FBI has to
I mean, I would never expect them to make like a custom button kind of deal like that.
Will end up losing to jungler and top laner out of the picture. The front line is gone.
Again with a long
or maybe like
there. They stick around extra to be able to get the extra
if you are one of those champs, like it's an option or something.
And immediate teleport again, this time from APA down to the bottom side to keep the pushing up.
Like you can, like it'll auto activate on your ult, but you can manually activate it outside of that.
And it's only a single auto attack that'll be required.
Someone in chat actually, this idea could be like make your boots into an active.
5% HP to begin with, so
yeah, that could work too.
Things are going to get worse before they get better.
Be weird on 80 carries. I guess, I mean, there's a hotkey for that slot, but
that one's not going to stand much longer. Thanatos walks over to guarantee that they can force that down. So now it's only bottom lane still standing with the inhib intact for Dignitas. Photon back alive now.
I feel like it would just add more.
But they've really only got one.
I think that's the kind of change Riot would be not likely to make. It's like adding complexity to solve a like really small issue. So most champs can make use of Cloud Soul pretty easily.
The first is already out of the picture. The second will be the next target. Baron empowered minions already in position here as Dignitas have to run back into the fountain, try to get whatever healing they can. But the base is quickly evaporating. C9 going for their series-ending push right here. Photon and Palafox trying to stand and defend. XU also bursted low. Sven goes on a rampage and Palafox falls. Photon will be a double kill for the Corki as FBI at least gets some damage
the
back.
Nexus
He's
explodes.
trying to outfight this, but Thanatos is done. He will end the game, take the Nexus.
What a weird game.
C9 win the series 2-1.
Yeah, a little spicy flash with the blade caller at the end there. Or didn't even have to use the flash, but Thanatos says, oh, okay, we're going to hit Nexus now. Getting a little dicey, and Cloud9 will finish it 2-1.
It will not be the 3,000-day sequence breaker today. Dignitas will continue.
Dig hasn't beat Cloud9 in 3,000 days. Holy fuck.
They showed that they have what it takes. They've
That's a
taken
number.
games off of top teams so far, but it's
Sneaky, I found the tech for the Poppy Golf Pro Tour thing they were doing.
Cloud9 on the other hand, though,
what is it?
5-0 now.
You just put the dummy 1 inch away from the bush and you just tap R and put it in.
And Dignitas, of course, as they say, individual games, but they really got to piece together.
No rule against it.
A series win.
No, it's not cheating.
Spirit of the game.
No, there's no spirit. It's a challenge.
So let's throw it down to Emily, who is ready.
That's like you're encouraged to do that. It's creative thinking.
Hello, I'm here
Creatively
with
making
after,
it cringe.
I guess,
Fuck you.
In my opinion, a kind of surprisingly close series. I am going to start with game 2, unfortunately, because that's the one you lost.
You
so
piece of shit.
What went wrong kind of in that game?
Well, from my perspective, I have no clue, because I felt like I was kind of running the map. It was like every other wave, I was like calling, hey, I have tempo here, I can go dive top. Hey, I have tempo here, I can go dive bot. Like I remember I dove top, and then caught one mid wave. I ran bot, pushed bot out, and then I like TV top later. I felt like I was kind of running the map early, but then I don't know, fights just went down to Drake fights, and we didn't play our comp too well, in my opinion. Like we have, we're not really an eye contact comp. We just want to like have like 3 different angles, like flash in all in their carries and like
eye
turn the lights off
contact.
And, do tricks on it.
That's pretty sensual.
I've heard that one before.
We just went 5 straight, and we're not doing tricks on it. They're doing tricks on it, so we lost.
Eye contact, doing tricks on it.
Theme, talking to you, talking to your team.
What is he saying?
Kind of.
Are we still talking about League of Legends, the video game?
Learns or takeaways from scrims and.
Are they having sex up there?
Them on stage.
I'm not sure.
Even when you're kind of struggling in scrims and being able to improve even when you're winning on stage. So just how's that going? Sorry, I know that was convoluted, but basically like taking the right takeaways to move forward even when you're winning and making mistakes.
Well, I think we have been having some good discussions, especially this week in scrims. I think this week we scrimmed scrimmed a few of the top teams, and I think we did okay versus them. Not the worst, not the best, but like better than most. And I feel like our scrims are getting better. We're getting good takeaways from our scrims, and I feel like we had solid theories on the game at the moment when we get our comps.
And then, speaking of solid game theories, there was a major patch change. We saw some of the new stuff coming through. You had Storm Raiders on Galio. There were some Deathfire Touch
Love the conversation.
Instances in this past game. So talk to me about what you think you've been able to kind of practice the most, and what you think has the most impact from what was a pretty chunky patch, and you guys had very little time to practice on it.
Well, I think it was a lot of this week was literally just testing. Like, it was literally just testing. I would, like...
Just queue up the crit cannon, dude. Stop being so scared.
I'm going to try Deathfire Touch this. I'm going to try Deathfire Touch that. Like,
what a pussy.
Like, literally see, and I'd, like, look at the, like, Lollytics or solo queue websites and whatever, and see whatever is, like, jumped up and looked like, examples like ASOL jumped up because of Deathfire Touch. So I was like, I'm going to try this in solo queue and see how this feels.
ASOL Deathfire Touch?
So a lot of it was just like...
Yo, how come they didn't play Zach? His win rate went up.
And like, I don't think we have like concrete decisions. So it's nice to copy others.
That might be bug abuse, Meteos. I'm sorry.
Who knows what?
Oh, it's abuse.
The guys over in Korea have their opinions on. Yeah. Copy them.
I see. Not clever game mechanics. No.
Is there anything like particularly? Because I know VRV2 really loves.
No, you're bug abusing, buddy.
Bug abusing. I see.
Stuff. Is there anything like really?
I mean, I'm not doing it. I'm not abusing it. I'm just playing Zach, and you killed my blobs.
Well, he made me try Storm Raider.
Yeah, you're abusing, buddy.
And that shit was useless. So, W to Vagar.
Wait, Storm Raider Surge what?
Vagar, you can call him out on Twitter if you want. Thank you so much for catching up with me, APA. On the other side of the break, TL will take on Disguised. See you then.
Storm Raider Surge does not feel good. I can tell you that much.
Like, was it designed to be a nerf?
Yes.
It's fucking weird.
I mean, Phase Rush is cringe as hell.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it didn't seem like it was just some crazy OP rune that needed to be taken down.
I mean, I don't think you would feel as much, but like if you're playing Olaf or Trundle or some champion that relies on slows, and it's just like, hey, this guy can just hit me 3 times and run away and shrug off my slows. It's like, well, this is fucked up. Like he never has to interact with me.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
It's too much safety. I think especially in pro play.
Maybe specific matchups. It was just horrible.
Slayer with no mercy for
That makes sense.
living thing is your mom?
Hey guys, apples with peanut butter? How is this possible?
With AT&T Wireless and Home Internet.
Hey, text me if you need anything.
Level up your connection with AT&T Wireless and Home Internet, now available across the nation.
No, she's so nice in real life. Not much longer now, and I will also take to the skies.
Me too.
You? No, you will always be a worm.
Just
Demon
wait and
champs.
see.
Red Bull gives you wings.
You wanna play Valorant?
How many times have you actually played, like, on your own? Or, I mean, with friends, but...
I mean, it's not like a count.
Huh?
I mean, how many times have you played League on your own?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, same answer.
Tens of thousands of hours.
I mean, I haven't counted per se, but I probably, yeah, same.
Oh, same? Okay.
My favorite thing to do in Valorant is just go in there and just smoke hookah the whole game. I just go in there, any map, any side. I'm smoking hookah. And they say, what the fuck, man? We're not on that map.
There's no hookah.
What map has that one?
I think it was Bind. Pretty sure.
I love Bind.
Yeah,
I love just smoking hookah all game.
So good.
Okay, what if they made WASD, but for Valorant?
I believe that is in the game, yeah.
No, I mean not for moving your character, but for like moving your cursor.
Your gun.
Like your aimer.
Yeah, that's what a controller is, actually.
Can you play Valorant with a controller?
I don't think you can plug one in on the PC, but it's on consoles.
Welcome back to our second.
It's fucking weird. I haven't played it, but like I saw it and it was basically like Call of Duty aiming. Like you can't
blue again.
just not ADS and shoot. Like you have to ADS and shoot.
On the last
and
one.
it was.
You have to ADS?
It's Blogger. The blog Pog.
I mean, I think you can shoot without it, but like it's not accurate or something.
Pog and Blabber together.
Yeah,
I don't know how that would be.
Good folks.
I've never been a shooter player, but I always thought that was really weird in like CS and Valo. I was under the impression before I tried those, I was like, every shooter game you were meant to fucking like ADS to shoot. I thought not. I thought shooting without it was just like trolling.
Split vote.
An APA, yeah. He went from reckless to Hillside.
Unless you're using a shotgun or something.
From protecting the KDA at all costs.
Yeah, I mean the
CS
and Valorant are
as soon as you slip up one
very
time, Emily,
specifically awkward as fuck. Like it's not intuitive when you shoot.
No, he's
Does that make sense?
Someone else who like.
I mean, a lot of the games will
Jose Deodo
have
has been
inaccuracy
like, I actually really
when not ADSing,
really
but
love,
like
how well he has been playing.
like you still can hip
and
fire
kind of is this
if you're close enough.
Yeah.
Team Liquid's
I mean, in
early
COD,
game.
isn't hip firing like
Is,
really
in my
shit or
opinion,
no?
A front runner for
It depends on the gun. Like
MVP
some
conversation.
SMGs, You can hit fire.
Vulcan
That's pretty good.
that you just threw out from the previous game. But yeah, like Jose has been so good.
Yeah, I mean, most engagements you'll probably be ADSing.
Oh, they're glazing Jose. Dare I remind everyone about my my last win before my 8-loss streak yesterday?
Jose is just there to try and supplement them.
Where I gave it to Jose Dioto.
He's kicking heads off.
Oh,
yeah, it's been the really
Mm-hmm.
pleasant surprise for a lot of people.
You dicked him.
Like you're saying, there was so much more.
My Udyr kind of let him have it.
Trying to get Quid. Everyone's like, oh, who can get Quid? 100 Thieves are out of here. So it was a scramble to sign him
against his talent.
But Jose has actually shown through to be a brighter star, at least so far, than
he is
Quid
the
himself,
motherfucking GOAT, baby.
So Team Liquid, I mean, he really is leading the way for them. Morgan as well is doing a lot of work.
Though I will say it was kind of a fucked up game for him.
And stuff goes, but there have been some mistakes in the
It was one of those games where like
for sure. And I mean like
my Nautilus showed up at top crab
I'm actually really interested. But anyway,
and just started fucking on him, and then I got his Raptor and Krug respawn afterwards.
It should be. That's funny. Anyways,
I started 3-0 on Udyr, like 2,500 gold first recall.
Because throughout the entire split, even talking to Thanatos, the one name he mentions is
it was
Morgan
fucked.
as being like one of the best, if not the best,
Kinda
top
chill.
laners right now in the league. A lot of people look towards him, at least in last split. He was somebody that was able to do a lot with no jungle interference.
Goated.
Now they're like, well,
Kinda
if he's doing
fucking
this
chill
well, we gotta
with
play
it.
towards him. And now he's doing a lot with extra jungle interference. And it's been insane to see Jose Dioto be able to not only just support the bot side of the map, but also play towards Morgan when he is on his game. Now, there are some, bad moments.
Kind of fucking
They do come. They do come and go.
Why don't pros play Nautilus and Maokai
moments
top
where, like,
anymore?
last week where he is just stomping
This new
the
generation
lane
is not good enough
himself,
to pull it
or
off.
all of lock-in where he is just completely stomping lane. So he
Quite
is, I
sad.
think, very key to their success because when bot lane's having their troubles or when Quid's having his game when he was on going up against Dignitas.
Wait, what's the
and it
matchup?
was not
TL
looking
versus
good,
who?
I feel like it's Jose Dioto and Morgan that
Jose
end up
Dioto.
taking it and carrying the load.
That's true.
I think he's
DSG.
on TL, actually.
Today, disguised.
Right now.
Take it away, casters.
Boom.
Right now.
Oh my god, they cut him out.
Beautiful toss. I'm Azil here, joined by Jat.
Joshua Jat
League of
Leesman.
Legends that we've got here today. Disguised
Yo,
versus
that's him.
TL. Disguised, obviously, not having the split.
You can tell Jat's a golfer by the way he dresses and carries himself. Like, you know this guy's hitting fucking
Yep. And Team Liquid has been really good.
low
So the positive's actually
60s
been Team
when he
Liquid.
goes out on the fucking
They've
course.
won all the series.
The other team.
You got it like that?
They're 4-0.
Yeah.
We should talk about the top teams. Cloud9 is now 5-0. Team Liquid's going to want to match them for first place in the standings. And Team Liquid's schedule is going to get a lot harder after this week. So they want to come in here. They do want to stomp DSG if they're going to be considered contenders.
T-Law chose
and go home and
first
quick
pick.
Yeah,
DSG
absolutely.
chose
That is going to
blue.
be the expectation, I think, from the TL fans. Of
But
course,
just-
we have
Oh, he
seen our
could be
top
a
teams,
Tennis player,
drop
this
some
is
games
true.
here or there.
What's he
We just saw
doing?
C9 drop a game against Dignitas.
Is he trying to look at his
And
hair?
now,
He's got some
Dignitas,
poofy
they are
hair.
the team in dead last. They have actually taken the game off
And he's
all of our
looking
top
at it.
teams. They beat TL one game, they beat Lion one game, and they beat C9 one game. They still haven't won a single series yet,
hell?
And they were swept by
Dude, I read a
Cloud9.
Reddit thread.
They've lost.
You know
all
how
their
periodically
other
there's always
series
a
2-0.
Reddit thread
Every
it's
time
just
they play
like
a top
who's
team,
like
they
the
win
worst
one game.
celebrity you've
They
ever
get
met
one blue
personally
shell
kind of deal.
only
And there was
active against
one
the top teams.
post recently
That's so
about Tiger Woods
frustrating
saying he
for
was
them,
just
where
like
they're
the
winning in all the
shittiest
ways
person
that
ever.
mean nothing.
Jesus.
And losing in all the
So
ways
now
that
I
are
can't look at him the same way as this one Redditor said. He's
What
unchill.
did
Boy can be like, oh, but
they
we
say
had
that he
some good
did?
ones, though. And
Didn't
you
shake his
still have
hand or
zero
what?
wins, Unfortunately, TSG though did start off.
It
this
was-
Was he the
season,
guy that
obviously,
Pretty
Tiger Woods
in-depth.
crashed
They
into?
took down Sentinels. People are thinking, hey, they were picking up right where they left off. But
It was a
since then,
lot
they
of
have not
stuff.
yet been able to
It
get
sounded
Yeah, and we're on a new
believable.
patch. Series 1 had a couple of new items show up. It was mainly about Deathfire, Touch, and Storm.
He was just like
Surge, seeing a lot of
extremely
players play.
rude and
We
like
did see one
condescending
copy
to
of
everyone
Bubbles
around,
Breeze.
and
We haven't seen any big
like
uses
diva.
of Static Shiv or the new Cyclo Sword, which can apply the on-hits on ability usage.
Wait, they just gave her Ash Seraphine.
Nako played a Cyclo Sword Rush Aatrox and was able to win with it, but I'm hoping we see something when
Ash Seraphine.
walk in, though. I feel like we're due for
It's
a
GG, I fear.
That's kind of part of the problem is that everyone's just playing the same style of champs, and a lot of the new champs or sorry, a lot of the new items aren't built on the most meta pro champs, right?
Yeah.
So unless people go outside of the meta, I think you're not going to see a lot of it. You know, where I think we could see a lot of Shiv, to me, was champions like Senna, that is just already strong with Shiv, and now Shiv kind of got even better for her. So we did see occasional uses of Senna around the world, but not much. And obviously Dusk and Dawn gets built some. We saw that in the Varus game. That has been changed a bit. So there are a lot of changes. Likely to see Deathfire touch here on the Rumble. So definitely going to see some.
And I think something to point out here with what Team Liquid has been doing, more so in Spring Split, where they're undefeated in matches, is they're going to blind pick or just pick.
Bro, what are we doing with the eyebrows?
In more cases than they were.
Wait, he was doing it again? I wasn't looking.
Yeah, he's just
Team Liquid was
legit
really
doing tricks.
obsessed with dominating early game and blowing the game up in 20 minutes. So if they made a misstep in the mid game, they'd end up losing. But now I feel like they're picking a lot more scaling in their team comps, usually through primarily Morgan's pick. And then since they still have exceptional laning, they're still winning early games, but now they have a lead with a scaling advantage, which has worked out so much better.
Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, it's been interesting, right? Because people talk a lot about him as such a strong laner, but he has been getting put on tanks quite a lot. You know, really known for his Renekton, but, you know, not going towards that sort of pick as much as he kind of has been in the past. But, of course, first 3 picks, incredible scaling there for TL. I will say, when you're going to give up the Ashe Seraphine, you generally want to have tools to be able to attack it, and I do think they have some good ones with the Pantheon as well as the Rise. You can get down towards the bot lane. But there is the ability to actually throw out protection bans, and TL is also worried about potential mages bot because they're actually banning out the Mel, which is quite popular into both Ashe and Seraphine. Great things that you can actually reflect back with that W. And
he's not doing the eyebrow thing.
Terrorizing solo queue right now in bot lane. If you look at the highest win rates in bot lane, it is almost exclusively mages for the first like 12 or 15 even picks.
It really is. So if a team is willing to give you Ashe Seraphine the way that it happened here, where Team Liquid is actually first pick, so they decoupled the Seraphine Ashe in draft order, and then DSG didn't disrupt that combo, you're thinking, okay,
last pick,
confident with something.
80 carry. Really?
From what we've seen, a Nautilus draft.
What?
The hell are they gonna pick?
I mean,
trying to get Kai'Sa?
Because it looks like we're just gonna.
My guess is either last pick 80 carry or last pick support, right? Like everything is.
Corki Nami has not been
They
doing
blinded
well
their solos in jungle already, so
I didn't actually check the stats.
not gonna counterpick either way. That's a really weird draft.
Like an
it is.
87% win rate.
How often do you see a draft like this where it's just both teams are just blinding everything? They don't give a fuck.
Of course, it could be Lucian.
He banned Mel in response to.
Still, it is very, very difficult.
Oh, Mel bot maybe?
It scales incredibly well. It can be really abusive in the 2v2.
I could see it.
Which I think is horrible at the moment. I was looking at the win rate.
Nami doesn't have a great.
It would be even more horrible with the fact that they have Rumble Rise already. So if the team comp is Rumble Rise Mel, I'm not too worried about that. I don't, dude, I mean, I have wondered, like, if you have a really heavy AP comp, but you have Rumble in it, it might not be as bad as it seems, just because Rumble's E shreds a comical amount of MR.
Pretty solid looking team comp for Team Liquid.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, we're just waiting on the 80.
You rely on it though?
You can say, oh, they're gonna get
not in all cases, but it's just like, you know, even if Orange stacks MR, like he's still
generally speaking, there's
a double overheated E from Rumble is
stacking armor is not going to be very powerful. You need to build AD,
like
and obviously
72% MR shred.
Either so. I do think TL has drafted very effectively. This is about as standard as you get over on the TL side.
I mean, it's almost identical to the Game 1 draft last week against Sentinels when they won in 23 minutes. The only difference from this
Oh, actually, no, sorry. I was
pick,
that number sounded wrong. It's closer. I need to look at the wiki. I was going off LolX and I looked the wrong number.
I just made that shit up.
And the Sejuani can be really
no, that no, it's between like 50 and 60%. That number definitely was too high. Let me see. It is 54%.
And for DSG, I feel like it's going to be about attacking Yon and Core JJ. Try to get
what fucking
out of this.
Maybe you were combining it with.
I was looking at like the way they like on LolX they had
they were pushing lane.
They were showing they had like 18% slow, and then they had like 36% or 18% magic resist reduction, then it had 36% magic resist reduction, which they were just showing you the number if you got hit by both of them instead of any number related to the overheat effect, which was weird.
Yeah.
I'd make Team Liquid
but
very heavy favorite.
I mean, 50% MR shred is crazy.
DSG wanting to attack bot lane.
Do be a lot.
So Jet and Lions have been the worst performers.
I don't know. I stand by the fact that the people are always like, it doesn't matter if you have,
it is gonna be really,
you know, a bad damage spread if they don't have a tank, but I stand by the fact that a tank stacking the resist to your comp is not as much of a problem as the fact that you have no way of threatening people to like have to build a certain resist. Because like, if you have a full AD comp but you have an Elise, it's like they can't just not build MR, you know? Ideally, you want champs that force them to have to build some kind of resist to your damage or risk getting one shot. Holy fuck, Doran's bow spotted. Doran's bow spotted.
Oh my god.
You know, a lot of times you're having individual performances that are fantastic.
I think it makes sense.
Players, but they're rarely
Cryo's going in.
at the same time as we're going to see Kryra coming in
because it's actually cooldown on.
You know what? I can't get
yeah, I think it is pretty good on them.
Beat out the Q smite from Pantheon, so he just immediately is going to cross to the other side. And I'm curious now to see if Kryra is going to try to defend his own Raptors.
Looking at the stats, it was like Jackson Trundle are like doing decent with Doran's bow.
Raptor invade, especially if you catch the enemy jungler on there, is one of the fastest.
Are they taking the adaptive room with it, or?
I'm not sure. I think it's just the idea that as top laners, you're building HP, so you lose a smaller percentage of your total health by not having D-Blade. Whereas AD carries is like they're fucking squishy even with D-Blade, so getting even squishier is just not real.
As we are seeing Kryra just full clearing that top side.
To have no Doran shield though.
Crossed over to take the Raptors. He just did his one camp on Wolves.
So for mid? Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Right now. And now it's going to be a base from Kryra. So we'll see if he can actually get over here in time to contest the red that Jose is now starting up.
Yeah, so I don't actually
what about Ornn? Does he not want the Doran's helm? Does he have it?
3 camps plus this for Jose.
He's got
and
shield.
These 3 camps are going to be hard to re-access for the Pantheon as they respawn. So if
yeah, I did some testing with Doran's helm. It seemed really good after first back, but it made your first like few levels in lane more awkward.
With the guessing game from Jose.
Yeah. What about an Ornn where he doesn't need to back?
Well, he still needs to back for health.
Forcing the flash out from Quick.
Wait, he's got Deathfire on Rise.
Wants to stay around to be able to pick up this wave. I mean, he only has 9 CS right now. Call Me is kind of smacking him in that 1v1.
Burning.
Very low. Does
yeah, no D-Blade or no D-Shield seems super troll on Yone.
He is not going to be going back to base with very much gold.
I don't know, man. Like. Is it really never correct to just go lethal tempo? What does Way the Tempest do? Oh, that's awkward.
The wall. They had vision from the Rise, I thought.
I thought he did, especially from the Rise or from the minions.
Unlucky.
It was a good look, and that's like a 1/10 of a second whether or not he gets back to base. So
I'm saying, like, can you really never go lethal tempo on Yone?
And then also the Deathfire touch for
I think that makes you spike so much earlier into the game. I get Fleet is, you know, like if you absolutely need the sustain for lane, but it's like, surely Doran's shield is doing more for sustain than Fleet.
Yeah.
Whereas oftentimes I feel like you
Fleet
would normally
on
go
minions
shield,
is very
so
limp.
Fleet is going to be taking more
my
early
god.
on.
Oh, Sag, give it to him. One more Q. Core Flash trying to block it, but it would have missed anyway.
Jan might have sidestepped it anyway, but good
no
things
trust in
happening
his
from
AD
DSG
to
in
dodge.
The 2v2, not something
I
that
think it's
very
fine.
Often so far this split, they
Just
did have of course that really good first Vayne game, but it's great.
He like already mentally decided he was going to do it. It would be pretty hard to see the trajectory of Ezreal's Q and where AD is, and then think if you have to get in the way or not.
Is hoping to pick up a few wins as Zell.
Yeah, exactly. So this was actually some stats that were put up by our stats guy. They were talking about the least wins, the most wins.
Least wins at 92 games.
Okay, well, what about active players?
Yo, it's Gate. That's Austin.
Is the lowest who is still actively playing.
He's on Gat.
Below that 100 games.
Did you see that stat? And then like the most wins.
More to play and would need to win quite a few.
There was most wins
out of his next 8 games.
They didn't show it here, but it was our team. Like original C9.
Nice.
This was a whole thing
most
on
wins
Twitter.
at 100.
I mean, not that surprising. Our first 2 splits were pretty disgusting for win rate.
That uncovered this. So Castle needs to go on a big win streak somehow, as there's a big fight over Raptors here.
I think it was like absurd.
Jumping forward, looking for the fight.
I mean,
Jose's gonna get
yeah. Our first 2 splits, we had like 3 losses and 4 losses total, with I think 28 games in the split, and then we were winning most of the playoff games as well.
A couple
blowouts, so
force as Calmy had to use his, and Jose had to use his as well.
This is honestly a very
Shield vibes, shield vibes.
I mean, even we talked about Morgan's ability to pick tanks and equalize in these laning phases. Castle
Someone said it was 82 and 18.
Sorry, that's 15 CS math up on the top lane, but it's also 15 CS in the mid lane.
It was a 5-way tie.
Lane lost all 4 summoner spells and is losing, so it's actually
between all 5 of us.
Lanes for Team
Holy
Liquid,
fuck! I should have had more wins.
That has happened all year.
Yeah,
you take
It's
him.
a wild first 5 minutes.
I mean, even bot lane, you're down 13 CS. Maybe there's a couple more for Yon to farm, but no, actually, all the minions are dead. So he's down 10 CS. Mid lane is down 13. Top lane is down, 12 right now. Maybe gonna fluctuate back.
Wait, how many gluttonous
in,
greaves have we seen today?
Like
Is it just one from Wei?
TL is known for their laning for the early game. That is what players praise them for more than anything else. And so
I would expect it's not as good in pro play as it is in solo queue.
You touched on the Doran's bow attack speed.
I still don't really know what to make of that item.
And pretty standard for the starting items on this patch.
Because it needs a stack or what?
Yeah.
This new item.
And I mean, like, in pro play, you're much more likely to have it's the same amount of gold as people. So if you're spending money on that and then they're just getting combat shit, you're probably gonna lose out in some way. Whereas solo queue, a lot of times you're just like fed as shit, and it's like, yeah, I'll just pick this up and still be ahead of everyone in items.
For both mid laners, but they both have gluttonous greaves completed.
I wouldn't really consider it like that. I think
why is Calmy just
they both seem
like
really
Ezreal,
cool, but they've actually both
for example, should buy them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
like it's
that makes
better.
a lot of sense. I was really confused as to
like we were talking about like having too much haste in Ez,
gluttonous greaves,
which
I
is
will say,
absolutely
a
a
lot of
thing.
people find them quite powerful.
And it's just because he doesn't really have another boot he wants to buy. He can't buy Zerkers, just ass.
So
Tank boot, whatever, don't really care.
Actually, once you get the stacks,
Yeah.
you only start with 4% Omnivamp, and you have to get 6
Deathfire
kills or
Rumble.
assists to actually get it fully stacked. So
Yeah, I mean, my hypothesis on the boots is that it's going to be good for champs who want sustain, who just don't have a good way of buying it, which is, to me, the #1 champion that I thought would want this was Jace, because he does not really have good Omnivamp or lifesteal options he can buy. And he's like a heavy trader / like lane bully guy. And then mages were the second one, because they really don't have sustain options at all.
He's just never been able to do that before, unless you're somehow speccing into Riftmaker, which was just never realistic.
Yep.
So I think it's.
I mean, I think AD is also up there too, because you're not buying BT till way fucking later.
Yeah, especially if it's a matchup where you're getting poked down, right? It can be pretty valuable if it's like, hey, Yone needs
and
to
then having it with BT
down,
makes it
then look for an all-in.
crazy.
Well,
like you
now
have
all of a
so
sudden you can't
much
really do
lifesteal.
that in that same way. So
Yeah, I wasn't sure how it would
interesting
do for
to
ADs,
see that
because
new
like they have
system.
D-Blade and Bloodline already, so it's like, does that mean you would be able to like maybe run Alacrity instead of Bloodline, where you just run it all together and then have like a shit ton of Omnivamp? I don't really know.
I think you Alacrity. Fucking Bloodline is so garbage. They have pooped on that thing for so long. Like you kind of have to take it sometimes, just because
if it's kind of an easier matchup.
the options aren't amazing either.
Yep.
I was just saying with like so many of the minor runes are just so limp.
As Cryro was on a recall, and Jose now will start up the dragon.
Like the choices are just so fucking meaninglessly.
Bloodline does give you health.
Delayed fight here. Pantheon
Yeah, it's like 85 or something.
With better
I mean,
items
that's
than Jose would be
a
able
good
to
amount.
opt in
It's a
if
good
PSG
D-Blade.
wants to go for a late contest.
Yeah.
They're gonna realm more
It's
both
not
there. Calmy trying to
Oh
group up
my.
with BT, but he is too far ahead of everyone. He's gonna get charmed up, knocked up. The fate is
He's not
sealed
dead.
Oh, wow.
from Quid, and they are
Somehow.
getting destroyed right now. Jose on the side though in trouble, and Sajed goes in.
Now
They
just
knock him
picture
down. It's a spear to the back from Cryro.
lethal tempo Yone
out
here.
of mana, needs to run. Does have his
Pinto.
flash
Does he
up
kill
and
Ryze
available.
with
It's
it?
the dragon for
Yes.
TL, but it is
It
a
would've
kill
helped.
all of them.
for DSG.
I like the look on the fight, just having the item advantage on the Pantheon and being able to get into a team that is
Dude,
trapped
how
in
did he
Drake
live
is
that
a good
though?
look.
Like
So
he
DSG,
TP'd
even
into
though
the
they
whole
were a little
fucking
late to
team.
stop the dragon,
Ryze?
still managed to win the fight, and it was
I mean,
tempo off the
TL's
well
comp's
as
so
they're pushing
low
mid
damage
at
right
the same
now.
time.
It's
Yeah, Cryro going to be invading here, trying to take away these Raptors. They
I
want to push
guess.
in and crack the first plate, as that is very, very low, but not going to risk doing that. Might actually just lose the plate as a result, but Cryo should be able to grab this scuttle very likely and get out. Jose on his way over, does not have his smite either.
Oh!
And reminder, Spring Finals is going to be taking place at Mullet Arena at ASU University from June 13th to the 14th. Get your tickets now. Scan the QR code on screen.
Anyone got a mullet? Are you bringing it to the arena?
Jose starting this up. Will grab the first scrub, and he's
got one.
Just jumps out.
Get back to clearing. We're also all going to have mullets if we sell every single ticket.
One mullet or one grub?
A little bit of hair.
Yeah,
you know?
can figure it out.
One grub.
You know?
Kangas can wear a wig.
Work in progress.
Yeah, we'll see.
Something I'm not sure on is
2 years.
if the other team takes one grub and you're there, like you have the option to take both the last ones. Is like, is it even that worth to take both of them or just take one? Because the argument for one is that junglers get bonus XP for killing one grub. They don't get anything for the second grub. And the buff for grubs, going from 1 to 2, I don't even know how noticeable that is. I think 3 is pretty good because you get the minions spawn, but the actual dot, I don't think it hits very hard regardless of 1 or 2.
Multiple kills or at least some additional
So you're just saying, like, if you're ever going to die for the second one, you just...
I mean, even just the amount of time it takes, it's like, if you have smite, you can just quickly burst one.
And he is doing fantastically well this season.
I think if you have anything else around to do, it's like, might just be better to not do the second one.
That top lane for DSG is sometimes their sole win condition.
I mean, this is a pretty big
I can
gap,
see it.
especially against Morgan. Morgan's been able to go even in almost all of his
I definitely would not have thought of it like that.
So Castle putting a lot of tempo,
my ear
a lot of
balls.
pressure on him as Jose Diodo completes his first item.
Yeah, and it's not even like it's first strike gold or anything.
I hope
like
Ezreal
that,
does some AP shit third.
So he has just built that advantage straight up. Castle just constantly pushing forward here, going to be able to overheat, and will push that wave all the way in. Of course, wants to look to base.
Maybe be a little weird this game.
Yon and Core on this bot side. Have their summoners
With
back up.
Rise
Besides
normal
that
being a
heal,
solos.
but playing safe around the fact that Kryra could be there, looking for a play.
Yeah, just trying to check on the rune pages. If you add
I'm doing sustain work on the alternate build stuff, so I'm like monitoring the win rate and then
so far this game, which is something to
reporting on it as it develops.
Anchor point for this
So
right now,
I need everyone in chat to queue up Crit Kennen and mid AP Ezreal and win games because they're fucking struggling.
Wait, why mid AP Ezreal though? Why is it not just slap an AP in the regular build?
But of course, Rise before always took phase
because the main goal is like just having AP Ezreal be a fan.
Because there are pretty significant trade-offs, right? You're dealing a lot more damage.
Having it just be like an option for
How do you put a
Ezreal.
price on being able to survive a gank, you know, from the phase rush? And
What is
mobility
the
is really hard to
supposed
quantify
build?
a gold value to.
Because Rise is
Lich Bane?
relatively short range anyway. And if we're thinking about how he's
Like,
navigating
how the
team
fuck
fights
do you
against
build
the
that
I
shit?
can't.
Yone, Sejuani,
I
we'll see if
can't
he's gonna
give
be
away
able
the
to play
secrets.
team fights, even if he's a little bit more dominant. in lane.
The trademark Riot Games fucking Ezreal build.
Slow, heavy teams, but is going to make that lane that
They
much
just have the
more
statistical
impressive.
best build lined up and they
spot side,
point and laugh when no one figures it out.
Here, as he just wants to continue.
That's
pushing
possible.
and would love to be able to grab that plate. A lot of these towers have not been autoed at all. They still have so many crystals sitting on them.
They're
so one
trying
auto
Lich Bane.
would
Oh
give over
my
some
god,
gold
so
in a lot
bad.
of these lanes.
Yeah, also both
It's like
Gluttonous
static
Rage
Shiv
were
Rush
upgraded when the mid
is
lane
the
quest
Ezreal build.
completed to the Immortal path, so now they
You
do-
can see them.
Yep, they do 5% increased damage when you're above half health, and you get 15% increased healing,
Lich Bane
shielding, and
doesn't
regen
spread
when
proc, right?
below
If you
half health. So in a sense,
static
they're
it?
also good if you have
No.
enchanters or healing on your team to really boost those heals mid-team fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, obviously, it can be boosting.
How is that non-on hit, by the way? I'm
stuff as
confused.
well. And,
Like, what
you know,
the fuck
Yone
is the
W a
classification
shield.
there?
Rise obviously is going to have the Seraph
Spellblades?
shield. There are some different tools
Yeah.
that should be getting boosted.
I mean,
by
it only hits
that.
one
Is
person.
quite nice as
It's
far as
definitely
the
on hit.
survivability is concerned.
Oh
Jose,
my.
Vision, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to miss Call Me, who pops the Ghost and
That
is
thing
going to be
went
able to walk out
wide.
of this no problem. And now going to go back in onto Yon, put some damage
Dude, okay.
down on it. But
Alright,
Jose
the difference is that
comes
it has a
out
cooldown.
because
It's like
as Call Me sidesteps it
your
with that
next
Ghost
attack
and
does something
stays
rather than
safe.
like every attack
No
does
need
something.
for phase rush when you just ghost and have happy feet. Before Ash Arrow missed, Seraphine he missed.
For why it
Sejuani also
doesn't
missed.
work
Team
with
Liquid, you can't contest this
Spellblade?
anymore.
Yeah, they're still hanging around.
Yeah,
They
like
do
for
have
Lich
Encore
Bane
as well
or
as
whatever.
the Fate Sealed from Quid. Call Me is getting pretty
Like,
low.
it
That
doesn't
is
make
the
any
advantage
sense.
that TL have.
Now I'm
A lot of
confused.
poke.
Oh!
And now they're pushing
Woo!
in. There's a flash forward.
Big
Oh, does
damage!
not catch Sajed, but it does catch the other two, and Quid
Double
is
lines.
wreaking havoc in that back line. Jose is going to be able to knock down one. Kryra barely survives. Quid retreating back here from
Get him
Call
right.
Me.
Oh,
Jan has not been able to get
dude, that
involved.
went
The
in his
True Jump Rush
asshole.
barely misses out on Quid as Jose is running and Sajed is pushing forward here, trying to find some more damage. Can't finish them off. TL limp out of there. Quid had almost no health.
I know. I mean, I think the wording on it definitely could.
Low, but they couldn't finish them off, and
it's
Kryra
reasonable
survives
to think it would
Really
work
crazy fight right
that way
there.
to apply to
Poor
everyone on
JJ
static
with
strip.
a
But the wording is like,
massive
after using the ability, your
flash
next attack
to
deals
kick that
bonus
one
damage
off,
on
but
hit.
then skill shots
So
from
it could be interpreted
pre-engage
as like,
to mid-fight.
if my next attack is spreading my own
hair away
hits,
from
it should do it to
connecting. True Shot
everyone.
Barrage at
But
the very end doesn't quite
not
finish
how it
off
works.
Quid, but keep your eyes on Core JJ at the top of this. When they're already down most of their engage tools, he sees
It's fine that it doesn't work. It's just
angle where
confusing.
he flashes down.
it does have the word on hit.
He
Dude,
moves it to be closer, so he's kind of buffering
that the way that the indicator moves like that is so misleading. I feel like what I've noticed with Xin Zhao is I feel like the reason a lot of Xin Zhao W's miss is because there's like that ground indicator for where it's gonna hit before the stab actually comes out.
Let's play in next Drake fight.
I feel like if it didn't have that, it would feel a lot more
Just looking
normally.
set up for that next dragon.
True.
As Morgan, was not really there for that. It does have the ultimate up and available. And it's kind of funny because Core obviously flashed to try to redirect to make sure that he was hitting Sajed with the Encore. Barely missed Sajed, but then Sajed pre-cleansed anyway because he was expecting it to hit him. So
highlighted
you got the same result regardless.
That
You
was
got
meaningful.
the cleanse.
Like, so if it says on hit, but it's not highlighted, it's
Sajed,
not in on hit.
Has been having a pretty rough time. Really this whole split.
I think if it's not an on hit, probably just
their lane phase was
be
not
called an on
great,
hit.
But there was a lot of talk about how well they were team fighting, and this is an opportunity here against a really good team for Sajed.
Or that.
To really kind of show that he can compete against the best. You're going up against Jan. You did well in the 2v2.
But I mean, there
You're
is
up in gold over Jan.
there's differences in League
what
for
they can get done with
things
this.
that's
TL
on
is
hit
back
versus
here
on
to that
attack,
dragon looking to fight.
and I think that trips people up as well a lot.
Probably meant the next Drake, not the repeat of this Drake, but they're looking like they're just going to be able to take this one.
Yeah, DSG very late.
They're trying to fight.
Come over here. Castle TP's down, and now they're going to try to force Surely. The response TP comes through. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to connect onto Kryra.
That's a lot of
the
CC.
is there. There's the Encore
Still
as well.
not dead.
Calmy's in the back
Oh!
line. Core JJ
Wait,
very low.
how did
Quid goes
Rise
in
get
with
back
the
there?
How he
What?
back there?
Calmy, and he is knocked down, and Morgan
Calmy.
is so tanky in the front line.
What champion do we think
He's
we're
gonna
on,
have to
dog?
flash the wall here if he wants to get out alive. In
What
comes the
champion
rest
would
of
want that
TL.
kind of
Castle
positioning?
holds onto the flash for a little, but knows he has to
He
use
literally
it.
just
DSG showed up
unprompted
very
ulted
late
back
after
there.
Dragon was already gone, and they lose the fight regardless.
The
I
fight's
feel like
breaking
some
out, and he's like,
big-time
I gotta go.
indecisiveness there for DSG.
I gotta get
as
in there.
You want to have the teleport come in early so you can contest the Drake. When it comes in after, you can see Team Liquid is ready because they immediately match with Morgan's
Wasn't there
teleport.
some rumors of Castle?
And the nice
getting
thing about this is we're
transferred or
zoomed out
something?
in Spectator.
For a different team?
I want to call attention to how quickly Team Liquid
Or is that
turn
some other
around
shit?
and how wide
No
their
idea.
team fight vision actually is. Because the beginning is all about trying to get as much damage down on Pantheon as possible. But as soon as that Rizal comes in, look how quickly in unison they turn around. Morgan sinks his
Castle
own
to
ultimate
Lion or some
backwards
shit.
as Quid and Jose
Castle
jump
to
on him.
Lion.
So very good team fight vision from all of Team Liquid to turn that one.
Yeah, I mean, the Gluttonous Greaves does
I think
use
it'd be
a
cool
nice
to see
left
Castle on a
field,
strong team.
but I feel like Rise is getting slammed by CC, right? There is
Maybe
so
some
much
Mercury
CC.
treads.
He's usually pretty
Merc treads
impressive.
are still good, and there is so much CC on this team
He'll
when
be
you're
playing
thinking
well.
about the roots, the
Ooh.
stuns, like every champion has
Ian,
some sort
pussy.
of CC it feels like that they're applying to you, so it's kind of brutal, and Call Me just got CC'd pretty much under 0.
It's a tough choice, though, because you're thinking
It
they're
is.
all AD. Why would I build Merc Treads? I'm leaning against Yone. Maybe I should go Steel Cast, and they're still getting CC locked.
Yep.
I'm going to get Morrison Stayed from the Greaves, so I'll just buy those. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe Rise isn't as good anymore. We'll
Hey,
see.
yeah, and if you don't die, right at the start of the fight, maybe you're going to be able to get a
Oh,
lot of value
Gluttonous
out of that sustain, but of course,
Yone
no
has
stacks
hit the building
just yet
and
for
Rise.
him on his Gluttonous Greaves, whereas
Yeah,
Quid
he's
will
had
have
that for a
grabbed
bit.
couple. He's
A
done
second
assists,
Gluttonous
so
Greaves
could be getting
has hit
more
the
out
mid
of these
lane.
boots now on the side for Yone, who did elect to go for
He just
that
ult canceled the
Rash
recall.
King. Just kind of a little bit of a tempo
Nice.
arrow, I guess. Wants to interrupt that recall. We
He
see a lot
said,
of those from
"Fuck
Ezreal,
you."
not so many from Ashe.
Yawn.
Not bad.
Meta. Just firing Ash arrows. For what it's
Yeah, you
worth,
gotta hit 'em
Dragon's
perfectly
down, they're
as
ripped
the
through 'em
recall
now. He's gonna have it up
finishes.
again soon.
You gotta fuck their
So it
home
doesn't
guard.
cancel
Get a
him.
blade off of it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, not
That's
bad
the-
at
It's
all.
really cringe.
They're
It's the
looking
true
for
tech.
potential dive onto Call Me, who popped the Ghost early and runs all the way out, knowing that he has no assistance on the top side of the map. Look where Castle is. He's hitting the tower in bot
Dude,
lane.
the boot icon from this POV is just ass.
Lions is up
I'm
here.
gluttonous.
Kyra is going to be in the area with that Grand Starfall available, but
like I can't tell what the
play out
fuck.
the damage. Calmy's going to flash forward. Here comes the Grand Starfall. There's the Rune Prison. They're going to try to burst him down. The
Oh, he gets out. He's not dead. Seraphine.
Jose, though, and Quid stays alive for now. They do get the
oh, that's
tower
AP
on the bot
Ezreal. That
side.
kills everyone.
So that is going to be first tower of the game going over to DSG because they were able to defend that turret in top lane.
Yeah, the gold lead actually.
Oh, wow. He's
Quid
just
is gonna get knocked
getting
down
jumped
this
on.
time. They do not have the cooldown.
They are
to
perma
appeal
doing
for him.
tricks
He
on
stayed
it.
around way too long. Wanted to try to greed for that wave. DSG get the kill. They get the tower.
Dude,
top
is
lane
it
as well. So now
bugged?
two
The icon for
towers going the way
gluttonous?
of
Like, I
DSG.
swear
They're
it
up
does not
3,000
look like that
gold.
in game.
Really nice tempo play, and they might.
It's
Like,
the mid lane
one
upgraded one.
Here, 20 minutes
Oh,
in.
that's why.
With
Okay.
a dead Yone and an Ornn who with no TP. DSG starts Baron.
They are starting it up here.
Ornn TP
That makes more
Ornn is
sense.
coming right back. And Jose has to get some vision.
Yeah,
He
it's
can't
of course.
see
That, I guess.
how
Oh
healthy
my
he is, but
god,
they're gonna pop
they
all
are
the
so
first
low.
shot.
This
Lions
Ornal
is
might be
low.
Giga.
Multi-man knock
Oh,
up.
he
They're
got the
trying to
Ornal.
walk through this,
Hold
and
off even
Morgan's
with-
gonna
Oh!
flash into the pit. It's low and it's secured
Morgan's
by
just
Kryra.
fucking in there.
Yon is not able to enter whatsoever, and Yon is out of mana now.
Oh,
so
my.
they're gonna be able to interrupt that on Calmy. Calmy is gonna be
it's a
left for the
disaster.
Wolves here. He will fall.
Alright.
Jose
The
flashes
craziest
forward,
rise
gonna be
of
able to
all
save
right,
Castle.
not
Castle
worth.
is put incredibly low. Pops the
They got
shield.
the Baron,
Bubble's
but the
gonna
wheels
get
have fallen
inside
off.
them, and Jose
A
knocks
lot of these
down
kills are going to
another one.
Sedge, and he
And
doesn't have a
now
Dusk and Dawn.
Lions
So
is
that's
left
not
to
ideal.
the Wolves here will finally be knocked down surely by Jose.
Wow, that
as
was
he's got
some
no
negative
mana
damage.
left. It's
Holy
a double
shit.
for Jose.
This champion does not do
DSG
damage.
get the Baron, but it's a big gold
Literally
swing in
not
the
with these
favor
items.
of TL.
Even including the gold
Yeah,
granted
he needs
from
Dusk and
Baron,
Dawn
that's
with
a
PTA, and then he will crank.
1700
Holy
Baron
fuck.
power play as of now. Really putting the hurt on
Pantheon's
Quid, though,
balanced.
in the mid lane on the back end of this
Yeah,
one.
he's looking
But
pretty
Team Liquid
pretty nice and fair on
end
that.
up
I
walking
dude,
away from
like
this
where's
one
Quid's
much
health? He
happier
has no health.
than before DSG
He just
started it.
big
So one more
dicked him.
time, they have 5 people live, but I think Morgan's teleport just came back off cooldown.
Wow,
Going
he
in here,
actually got
Jose
the
doesn't
Ornal
actually
off
even
right before the
suicide
Nami
for
wave hit him.
steal. He's thinking about
And then
the
he just
fight
does a
this
fucking
entire
natty
time,
flashy.
and
Like, he
DSG
doesn't even
just
try to
keep
get stunned with it. He
getting
just goes for
lower
the E
and lower
damage.
from the Baron. And then once the fight actually does start,
I feel like he
there's just
maybe
low
wanted the
mobility
E
for
to
DSG,
land,
and the
but
chase from
I don't
Team
know, he
Liquid
just wanted
is
to
so
get in
high.
there.
I mean, there's
Nice interrupt
nothing he
on
could
the
have landed
Realm Warp
on.
to make sure that
He
they can finish
shot
off
that
Rise,
shit
and Jose just continues to pick up more
at
and more
everyone.
kills.
There's no
Except for
wall
DSG,
anywhere
I
in
mean, they were
sight.
pretty low. They decided to commit to it. And
It
is
was
gonna be
pretty
DSG
close to a
looking
wall,
to
but
set
yeah.
up for this dragon, but Jose has been having an incredible split, and he
Oh,
just
timing.
got cursed big
Oh!
time as he might
Wait,
go
did
down.
his
He
protoplasm
comes
just
out,
came
he's
off
still
cooldown,
surviving,
and it
but
procced
not
during
for long. The
Aftershock,
production team
and it did
cursed
not.
him. He was having a great game, still is, and has been having an incredible split as
Oh!
DSG looking to fight here. Yon comes around the corner. There is the flash encore coming through from
Ezreal
Orb.
almost
He
Oh,
lived?
Orb got
There.
flashed away
And
from
then
there by
Quid-
Castle, as in
Dude,
comes
every
Kryra
Yone ult is
looking for
backwards.
Yon.
I know.
Can't quite
Holy
find him.
fuck.
Core
Dude,
survives,
look how
Quid
big
survives.
the
DSG
tier 3
have not
boots
started
increase
the
your
dragon
shielding
yet,
as well,
though.
right? Is that why
We'll
his
see if they can get it.
Yeah,
shield from
like
like Filbo so huge?
endless
Right now, not only do they
Yeah.
take Jose
The shield
out of
dose energy.
temporary MVP
Oh.
Wait, that's
consideration
crazy.
by
The
making
shield,
the
though, what? And
production team
Seraph?
drop the graphic, they get a kill, another right
Who
back
else
on the
has
grid for
huge
Team
shields?
Liquid
Who
back.
could
they have a
have
big health
set
advantage here. DSG
mid
again
set with this
trying
shit?
to finish this off.
Oh,
Kyra has no flash
insane.
though, so it is going to be difficult to get out. He's going to get rooted up, and Yon is hitting him. Quid is going
All right,
forward.
ult out
Castle
again,
is
Quid.
back
Come
now,
on.
though, and
Oh,
DSG can be
flash
looking
this
to fight
time.
forward. Jose coming out here
Dude,
from base.
what?
Morgan very tanky, buffers the series
He's
charge
fucking
back, and now
useless.
Castle's in trouble.
Hold
On
up.
side, has no
Let
flash
him
available,
cook.
has no way out.
Oh, Sadie
As
carry soap
Yon
kill.
is going to be able to snipe him down.
your
It's
game
an
time?
arrow to the back as Castle
23.
falls.
05.
And TL now going to be pushing
3
mid.
seconds
Really
ahead.
exciting
Fuck
game
you.
for Team Liquid, who was such a
Fuck
big favorite
you.
here. DSG is definitely
I'm
fighting
paused.
back, and I have to credit Yon for that last
What do
team
you mean
fight.
you
He was
paused?
spacing the Pantheon
I'm not
so
I'm not
well
unpausing
in what
till
was
you
a
sync up.
Very dicey situation. So
21,
in a 4v5,
22,
Team
23,
Liquid is trying to contest
24,
the Drake
25.
just to make it
Is
hard.
it?
They don't want to just give
6,
the Drake and
7,
concede the tempo. They know that the
8,
game is really tight, so they're trying to get every small margin, and they end up picking 1 kill even after losing the Drake.
Yeah, and a lot of ornaments coming through already now. 3 ornaments there upgraded.
Ornaments.
4 TLs. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to get sidestepped there by Sajet, who is just scrapping with
Yone, try to not kill him too fast.
Barely survives thanks to the shield from Core JJ as that true shot.
Try to not kill him too quickly.
Kill him off. Sajet fighting well against.
How is he doing
on that
Z?
Morgan going to be able to knock down a tower.
Is it the lethal tempo? Meteos is right.
I mean,
And to get back
I don't
to
know,
Jose,
bro.
Jose has been having an incredible split. There was a lot of
I assume
question
all
marks
these pro
when he
players
got
doing
picked
it
up. A lot of people
or
were
do it
saying,
for a
"Why
reason,
didn't
but
they get inspired?" Well, Jose is showing.
I
why.
swear
He's
that
playing
shit's so good on
incredibly
him.
well this split, and I think he is definitely a candidate for MVP. But they're gonna go for a dive again. The
Whoa,
encore comes in, and
Jose's
once
going
again,
in
Calmy
here.
just getting CC'd non-top to Jed.
Oh,
His
the double
low is
TP?
TP coming in from TL.
Double bubble?
Though,
Come on,
answered
do it,
there
do
by
it,
Lion.
double ult.
Quickly done is quick.
Ooh.
He gets a
He's
double
killing everyone.
knockup,
Double kill.
takes down 2. Beautiful stuff there from Quid, and now Castle gonna get stunned
That's a lot of
up.
CC.
Locked down, knocked down,
God,
back to the base.
their comp has so much
Yon's
CC.
the one to send him there. 4 kills for none.
If they had
going
Kennen
the way of
80
TL.
carry, they would have more.
They are going to get a
More than
lot
Ash?
off of this fight, and it looks
Yeah.
like the Brawl Brothers right there,
Dude, have
Morgan
you
and
seen
Quid,
his
just
follow-up
punishing Calmy.
It's
I
fucking
didn't get
crazy.
the chance to see the back end
Kennen
of the
or
fight,
what?
but Yon and Core absolutely walk out of that one unscathed as well.
You literally can't.
Can
move.
you play some 80
Done
carry Kennen
there.
today?
It looked like it was going to be a decent angle
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
PSG.
Crit
when they
Yuntal
came through,
into
but
IE.
Quid with some fancy footwork.
Already- wait,
you know,
what?
had the
Why
Steel
IE?
Tempest charge, gets one
I don't
knock
know.
of Steel Tempest, another
Crit.
with that fate is sealed. It's seriously engaged.
Yeah, 2 fights at once here. So Kryra
Lit.
jumps in, and IC had to burn his E early, so now he's just trapped with Jose and Yon. So looking at the bottom side, it's like 2v3
It's statistically the best.
coming in, but Quid, Ornn just absolutely dominate there. Morgan now actually level 16 after the tough landing phase, a level up on Castle, and just a force.
Yeah, that was sick from Quid. Fate is
I mean, I
sealed,
guess
knocks
with
up one
Yuntal,
carry.
you get
The
enough attack
Steel
speed.
Tempest knocks up the
Or
other
if you
carry.
want, you can
Back-to-back
go.
gets a double kill.
You can build
Looking
BF sword
clean in that
for a little
team
AD
fight.
early.
And Life's
Then
doing
you
like
hard pivot into a
Free,
Fiend Hunter
Shield
Bolts,
Bow, Bork.
and then you
Right.
complete the Infinity
Duck
Edge.
in
He
lane.
is definitely powerful at this point.
Yes,
Calmy
this
on
is your
their
first
side
two
still
items,
needs
i.e.
one
Fiend
more
Hunter
stack,
Bolts.
And we are 25 minutes
Shit.
into the game, so
Yeah, 6% Omnivan from his boots. Quid at 9%.
You are
so
cooking.
almost maxed out.
yeah. So this is the
In
downside
the
in pro play. You know,
kitchen.
if it's a slow
Mhm.
game or you're just not having a good game, you're not getting a lot of the value from it. You know, so it is kind of tough.
I tried Fiend Hunter.
These high risk, high reward type of runes.
It's
and in pro play, there's a lot less.
it's
kills
a
on
little
average,
awkward,
so
but I think it's fine.
Calmy, kind of low
I
roll
feel like
on
once
this
you have
side.
IE, it's
His
probably
last
pretty
game was
good.
the flash
But I
attack,
think if you
punches
just do
out
it
of that
second,
enchanted crystal arrow.
you like Yuntal,
He's
Fiend
going to be
Hunter.
able to stay safe, but that
I don't know
costs
if it's
a
really
couple
doing
summons
enough.
there.
Yeah, won't be getting those flashes back for 5 minutes. They burn flash from
Don't go
Nami,
static.
Cleanse
Please stop
from
going
Ezreal, and
static.
because Castle is
Static
Anyone
is
listening.
dog
a lot of golden pressure
Anyone who
to
can
the
hear
side,
me.
They just need to
On
start the
Kennen.
Baron.
Stop
I mean,
building
it does
static.
spread the
Is
like
in the area.
W
Castle high
damage,
PP. He
but
wants to go
it's
back to
just
base, though, and he
troll.
realizes he doesn't have time.
'Cause
As
you
the
have to
fight is
sync
already
it,
kicking
and
off
it's
here,
fucking
Kryra's
awkward.
gonna be in trouble. There's the encore. It's going to go wide as Kryra flashes away. Now
Actually,
Castle has
Storm
arrived,
Razor
and they're
is
gonna be
his
looking for
only
Yon.
first
Yon is
item with
chasing
a
after
positive win
jungler.
rate.
But TL is forcing the
Yeah, I
Baron
did that.
here,
Storm
but their
Razor.
AD carry is dead, and they might lose the fight. Can DSG get more? Realm Warp coming through. They're going to try to chase down the rest of these TL members. They will eventually get Morgan, but they're not going to get anyone else. It is just
I
the
mean,
2 kills for the Baron.
Isn't it the
question
issue of
is
like
now, how
whether or
much
not
can
you want
DSG
Storm
take from
Razor
the map?
or
Baron is not what it
Yuntal
used
just
to
getting
be.
the BF
Both
sword hard?
Barons have been traps for the team starting
They
it.
both
DSG
BF
had the
sword,
negative
but yeah.
1700 right after
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying,
Team
like,
Liquid negative 200.
If he wants those 2 items and nothing else,
right
it's
here,
hard
and it's
because
just a
either
split
one you need a
call.
BF
so
sword.
Morgan Yon think they're
Yeah.
fighting. Jose is probably saying, guys, finish the Baron.
I think you could
Quid pops back, but Yon and
You could do
Morgan
just,
are already
Hex
committed.
Optics or something
so
if you
DSG
can't
can
get the
just
BF.
clean them up. Sure, they lose the
probably
Baron
be good.
temporarily.
Although it's a
but
little
not
awkward on
that
Kennen
much
because he
gold.
kind of wants to
And
get
the
in your
dragon
face.
is going to spawn when Morgan is still dead, and Morgan has no TP.
So you're probably not
So
gonna
that
get
could
full use
actually
of the
cost them the dragon
damage
as
bonus.
Well, we'll have to go back to live to see where we're at
Yeah.
with this. Because Morgan is not going to be up for 12 more seconds. They're doing it on spawn.
Probably
Good
worse
call
than
there
most
from
ADs
DSG,
to buy it
as
on
it is
him.
now back-to-back dragons going their way. So
Yeah.
the Baron
You can't do, like,
definitely
the
not worth it
collector
thus far
spin-off.
for TL. We'll see if they can
Yeah, I don't think
you
you
want
want
a lot
collector
more
on
gold
him.
with it in the next about 2 minutes, but for now it is looking like it was
they're
super
looking
not
mid.
worth it. Jed, though, has no
Jose's
plans, and
got a
Jose
flank.
is behind him. They are going to be looking. The
There's
Chain
the-
Oh
Crusader
my
working
God,
Meteos
that
by Lion.
timing!
Beautifully done, but Jed
Whoa!
not so lucky. The CC all
Can the
landing
support
onto
Zed
Jed, and he is down
solo
and
kill
crowded out.
Castle
Ezreal?
actually
Shifts
pretty
away.
nice
Nami
ulti.
still alive
Yon
because
could
the
not
carries
follow.
couldn't
He had to
get in there and
flash
help.
out
Quid was still
and
pushing pushing top.
Couldn't
and it was
follow
just
up from the
tank
Rumble ult.
damage going on to Sajed.
Good.
It looked like such a sweet engage, but you're right, they didn't have the damage there. They do have Baron-empowered minions, though, and a very delayed DSG getting back to base.
That was so nice from
You know, I was talking
Ryan,
about that
though. The
bonus attack speed
self-kills,
ratio stat.
Not only does he keep himself alive,
Kennen has
he is
a
then able
really
to
fucking
help
high one.
Sajed stay alive.
So,
You know,
like,
he's able to land the
I
heals
think
on
with
him
Hex
as well.
Optics,
As TL
it's
still
not
in
as
the
great
area,
because you
Castle
get no
moving into
attack
base
speed.
very, very strong
He
early.
really likes
Ethan
attack
is cooking
speed.
up Morgan, who's
He
got
gets
to
a
try
ton
to
of
run
value
for
from it.
Pyra pushing forward, though. The rest of the TL carries are on the left side of the fight, and their tanks are just getting roasted for free on the right.
What would be your third option then? Then you couldn't buy BF.
Has no teleport. Castle still interested in a fight.
Just buy the BF.
As well as the
Just go ahead and get the BF.
As the Encore is going to be able to charm up multiple members, and Castle is left out by himself. Sajet is down. He dies.
I mean,
the core.
I would believe that's why
Balls
his
as
win
well.
rate's
Now the
struggling
flash
so
in
hard
there.
because
It's a beautiful bubble onto Quid.
he has really bad base stats compared to other AD
DSG
carries.
are crumbling. They
Like,
have lost
significantly
four, and
lower.
just like that, they've lost the game.
And Baron is
I was,
actually still up for 30 seconds, so worth, I guess.
when I was
but
doing
gotta
the
say,
analysis
team
on
fighting
him
from Quid
for the changes
on
coming
this
in, I was
Yone
looking
has
at
been
it and I was
so
like,
exceptional.
what the hell?
Team Liquid looking to push to the
You
end.
just look at his
It is
health
a
and
very
AD
surprising
compared to other
finish
AD carries.
to this game, as DSG had been fighting
he's
well for
turd.
so
His
long,
base
but
AD
just
is
like
48.
That, DSG get out team fought on the
What?
steps of their base,
Like,
and
that is
TL
so
make
low.
no mistake about it, marching down, finishing off the game here.
It's like
in
55
just
or
under
something
30
on a lot of them.
minutes.
Still a sub 30, even though it felt like
Yeah,
such
okay,
a
so
competitive game.
let's
The
compare
player of the
Kennen
game
to
here
Ash.
is
Just
kind
looking
of
at base
a tough
stats
call.
here.
I'm feeling like
Kennen,
Quid's team fight
base
was
HP,
insane, but the rating was
580,
close, so gonna be
98
gonna
per
be a
level.
close call. Lounge, what do you think?
48 base AD. Ash, 610, so 30 more health,
Yeah, I mean, I thought he
and
recovered really
3
well
more
from
health per
the
level, and then
initial invade as well.
11 more
I thought
AD
this
at
guy's
level
had a
1.
good idea of being like, look,
11?
this guy's been a
Jesus.
huge part
Yeah.
of the TL's
And her
early games.
range is like
We'll try to
100
engage
or
after
75 more or some
Jose-
shit.
Jose Deodo.
Yeah.
Spam chat to see who your player of the game is.
He has slightly more armor than her.
That's who Raz voted for.
Raz is a core JJ.
He has slightly more health regen.
Sounds like Jat voted
Play
for
in the system.
Quids.
I think the 11
I'm
AD is
saying-
pretty big though. All right, let's.
If there ends up
Who's
being
who's
a
another
tiebreaker
one?
For the fans get to decide.
Jinx.
I want you guys to be on the right side of history.
Are you gonna vote for a Seraphine
Jinx,
abuser?
also
Huh?
59 AD, level 1. 630 HP, so 50 more than Kennen.
Let's roll the clock back.
Wasn't
Let's
this
do
nerfed
pretty
recently? I
interesting
remember
Baron,
Jinx has a lot of
where
health
the
for some
team that
reason.
started Baron
They should
did
have some,
not
like, armor
actually
nerf.
end up winning. But
Who's someone who you would expect to have
where
low,
TL were
basically
able to come
cog?
back after losing
How about
Quid
cog
in an
maul?
earlier pick.
So Baron on this season is still very, very dangerous, and the rewards are not as great.
Kog'Maw
So
base AD.
I do like a lot of the teams that
61.
are approaching it like this, like TO, where like, okay, yeah,
13 higher
you're
than
getting it
Kennen.
low, but I'm not gonna lose.
And even
focus
more
on
health
the
than
fight
Jinx.
Just because you're getting the Baron low and like throw the fight.
Oh my
and try to
word.
steal it. Instead, we trap you in.
How can
we make
play
sure we're gonna get all these
when you
kills,
have no AD?
afterwards, and are able to get some.
Yeah,
very
the
big
early
advantages
levels
off
are
it.
for sure awkward. Like, you want level 3, and then you want someone who can stun them, so you can follow up stun them.
Okay, MF only 55 base
We had
AD.
some curse fights.
True, but people forget that
Yeah, but
Baron
she's
that year
different.
did not have
She's a
the
passive.
resistance shred. It has it now.
Well,
This
it
year.
was just different.
You can feel it on
Yes,
a
it was
MF, like you
different.
hit the
Yes,
same
it was
target
different. It was
twice
different. This
without
time, you're getting shredded.
swapping your
and
passive
you're
off,
gonna
and you're
have to
like,
deal with
I
it.
do no
So
fucking
both
damage.
times, both teams felt the wrath of being destroyed
Yeah.
because of the Baron starts.
And that kind of set
Lucian
in motion
60.
these team fights that the cast was talking about. But we do have an audience tiebreaker.
That's what I'm talking about.
necessary.
Twitch.
That's what I'm
Twitch
talking
sucks
about.
in
Be on my
lane.
side of history,
Player
guys.
of the
Oh,
game
59.
is
Side of history.
tie between Jose
That's what I'm
Deodo
talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
and
Oh,
So we'll see.
Seraphine
Course
abuser!
Okay, my next question is though, is like,
guys are
how
on
is
the right side of
Kennen a
history.
lane bully
Keep
top lane when he
spamming
has
for
49
JJ.
AD? Like, surely
That's
Adorn Shield
already
just outheals his autos.
galvanized the vote.
I like this because we can get Seraphine nerfed quicker. You know,
Yeah,
60%.
exactly. I
Because
actually,
How is it so low?
Randy.
unironically, Core had such good team fighting in this.
Has that shit like been
in this
nerfed over
game.
time or what? It just seems
Congratulations to Core.
comically low.
Raz beat out me and
Probably.
Kobe.
It was not me.
Or maybe, is
It
that like
was
normal
the
for mages maybe?
People.
Actually, it was
decided.
Core
Mage has
JJ
mage
who
stats.
won.
Yeah.
Guess that makes
He's the
sense.
one
Yeah.
who beat.
It was the people that decided. W the people.
Tiebreaker chat.
And Azael is the one that made it a tiebreaker because he voted for Quid. Boom! That was crazy.
That
That was
would
crazy.
be
Congratulations on the
But-
Seraphine performance.
Yeah, no, unironically, I thought he did insanely well in team fights. I think he had.
Okay, in
Close,
season
but
9,
not
his base AD
entirely
was reduced
100%,
from
still participation.
50.5 to 48.
So we'll see, disguised on your screen right now.
Wow.
If they will be able to come back in game 2. But before that,
So
don't
1.5?
miss any LCS action when you get your favorite foods.
2.5?
2.5.
Uber Eats for Left Gold. On the other side of the break,
That
we
was
will hear
an
from
embarrassing
last
math
week's
to
player
fail
of the
sneaky.
game, or player of the
Thank
week,
you.
rather. Not the player of the game for this particular game, but spoilers for player of the week, it was Jose Deodo. And we'll be hearing from
Is
him
that a
and
fucking
Raz
burger?
about
Holy
his
shit.
Game 2 up next.
The champion shot burger.
Someone said only 4 champions have lower base AD than Kennen. Orianna, Karthus, Janna, Lulu. And like Ori, Janna, Lulu all have on-hit damage from like picks, Janna passive, Ori passive, compensate. Karthus doesn't really auto. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to be an AD Kennen out here.
This is why you have to time every single time you harass them with your W when it's active. Big boom. No big boom, no damage.
I'll be right back.
Welcome everyone, and congratulations Jose Diodo on your Player of the Week for Week 4. You have been on a tear so far this play. How's it been feeling on your perspective?
Feeling well. I mean, it's happy to play like this in stage. I think we improve a lot compared to last split in the early, at least. So it just shows us that we can like do a lot more over the game. So
people have been singing praises. They've been talking about MVP candidate. Are you listening to that noise?
Not too much. I mean, I think even if you win regular season, I think it's more important to win the split in the end. So
that's a great mentality. Now, this is the first Player of the Week that we've had with you.
Yeah.
Do you know the game at all?
No.
Okay, so 90 seconds, rapid fire question. If you can't think of an answer, or if you don't want to answer a question, you can skip. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Favorite teammate that you've worked with, not on Team Liquid currently? You got to pick favorites now.
Cody.
Oh, Cody, good one. That's a really good one. Favorite streamer or creator to watch, just on your off time?
Tyler one.
Biggest inter on the team. That's a perfect segue.
Biggest inter on this team?
On your team, yeah.
Quid.
Who tilts Spawn and Sam the most?
It's either me or Core.
Oh my God. Describe the world skin that you would have. If you were to win a world skin, what champion would it be and what would it look like?
Probably Ivern. I think it explains by itself, you know, the hair.
That's a good call. I love the explanation. I was thinking Lee Sin. Who inspired you to start playing League?
One of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we started playing when I was younger.
Cheapest and most annoying change in the new patch?
Like cheapest, I guess the boots, the new boots.
Oh, that's a good one. I think it's the immortal path if you're getting level 3 on stuff like that.
But only on mid lane.
Yeah, exactly. Level 3 is crazy. Something junglers in the league don't do that would vastly improve their play.
Just be more like different, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Don't do the same every game.
I think 10 seconds left. Jungle diff in Spanish. How do I say jungle diff?
There is many ways, you know. You can say jungle diff too.
Okay,
people
I'll take
understand,
that.
yeah.
And last question is favorite moment in your career that you've had thus far?
Not sure. I've been enjoying recently, you know. So I enjoy all of the games that I can. So.
Okay. And then you've been doing real well recently. Okay, so congratulations one more time on Player of the Week with how you've been playing. I'm sure you're going to be getting many more.
I hope so.
All right, take it easy.
Welcome back to the LCS. That man on screen was your Player of the Week last week. And as we touched on in Game 1, he is very seriously in MVP contention.
He is?
I think so far, I don't know if this is actually a hot take or just kind of accepted or what, but I feel like he has performed better than Inspired so far this split.
Ooh, I think when you look at the numbers, it's true. Inspired's had a lot of games that he's really carried. When Jose pops off, it's in big stomps for Team Liquid. He hasn't had as many games where he's the one bringing the team over the finish line. But when I did my top 3 MVP candidates last week, it would be Jose, Inspired, and probably Vulcan. So absolutely right there, and we're going to have that matchup next week, which is pretty exciting.
And whether or not it should, that often decides it between MVP candidates. If you have 2 players that are, you know, top candidates and they play towards the end of the split, when they go head to head, people are going to put a lot of weight on that. It's hard to ignore it, right? If one of them completely gaps the other, it's hard to look past and just say, no, they're still better.
I mean, especially when they only play each other once. So it's still 1/7 of the total games, and it's the direct comparison against the biggest other candidate. So I think more importantly, that just shows what Jose's been able to bring to the LCS, because his first stint in the LCS when he was with FlyQuest, when he was much younger, didn't go well. He's bounced around a little bit, but he has been performing at such a high level this year.
And it's really interesting because I remember talking to TL, talking to Spawn, and you know, various people from their staff at the beginning of the year, and I was kind of asking, like, were you guys ever actually trying to get Inspired? Like, why didn't you go for Inspired? All this sort of stuff. And they said no, they weren't really seriously pursuing him. They wanted to go for Jose because they had watched a lot of scrims, and they had gotten to see scrims against FlyQuest that Jose had played, and they were saying that they felt Jose was the jungler, you know, in our region at least, that individually was doing by far the best against Inspired. That in a lot of scrims, he was gapping him in those scrims, being able to get the better of him in the 1v1, which almost no one else was able to do. So they had the confidence that he had the ability to do it, that he just kind of hadn't yet showed it on stage. And he'll get an opportunity to try to do that on stage against Inspired, who has been the de facto absolutely clear #1 jungler in the league for a while now. Like, no one has been contesting him. So the fact that it's even a discussion, even a question, I think is exciting. And Jose putting his name in the ring is really cool to see.
And a first pick for Team Liquid as well, looking for an aggressive mid-jungle. Jarvan almost perma-banned against Jose, was banned in Game 1, now banned again in Game 2.
Talia got some buffs. They were supposed to be compensation buffs because Talia was one of the champions that they were saying, hey, you're going to be hurt pretty badly by losing phase rush.
Right.
So they did give some nice little buffs to Talia as far as the damage is concerned. So will be interesting to see how Talia actually performs. Talia Vi would make a lot of sense. Pantheon was always kind of like the prime combo that you would see, but of course Pantheon was played in game #1. And excited to see how this does actually work out, because pretty significant base damage on the threaded volley, went up 5 even at rank 1, so that is pretty significant per hit. And then the bonus monster damage also got changed. That got nerfed a little bit. They didn't want a stronger jungle, but they do want the wave clear to be more powerful in mid.
And a pretty early lock-in of Xayah against the heavy dive, so just probably Xayah Rakan 2-3 here. Haven't seen it that much, especially with, I mean, I'm thinking the Ashe Seraphine, Ezreal Nami out in Game 1, Karma's banned. They feel like they won't get punished that hard.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
that was a long break or what?
I think a lot of options as far as punishing Rakan.
I thought we'd be in game by the time I got back.
Like you said, a lot of those are out. You could go like
what the hell did you do?
And that sort of style.
I had AFK for a sec.
You can also go more to the old school answers, which are things like Caitlyn plus like Lux or even Morgana used to be the old school one, and try to really slam.
Not the AFK
so
guy.
Kind of interesting, but DSG4 now.
I did AFK really quick.
Jace York is becoming a really common answer. For that Jace up on the top side.
See.
Whoa, not that.
Tank, something like San could make sense.
Mad respect.
Pretty common answer into that Jace.
It would just be good tank front line against the Vi and Jace, but that's why you picked the Jace last, so you get 2 protection.
To the jerky worky.
Team Liquid also kind of dared them, since Team Liquid is now going to be banning out AD answers to the Zyra Khan with the Lucian ban.
Yeah, there's the Sion ban that I mentioned, and so we'll see what TL wants to target here. You know, are they worried about Caitlyn? Do they think that's not a concern? You know, maybe they know Sajed is not going to play, hasn't been playing against Scrims. It's obviously information that we don't really have, but that is something that I always saw as a really powerful answer to Rakan, because when Rakan goes in with a grand entrance, you can place a trap.
He was showering? What?
You have Lux
what?
binding, you have Morgana binding, you have
no.
whatever. That can be pretty powerful.
No.
How does he only shower on stream?
No.
Now I'm kind of curious where Sajed wants to go. Does he want to go something like Kaisa to dive alongside the comp? But then are you worried about maybe overcommitting too much into that style when there's already, you know, a Xayah to answer that? There's a counter engage from the Rakan as well as the Annie. Smolder would be interesting. It has been getting some more attention in the most recent patch. You can help dive, obviously, with your ultimate.
I want to see Kaisa. I just want to see him play Kaisa. They already have good Kaisa setup with the Talia Vi. They can go hard engage with the Kaisa since it's already Zyra.
Ooh, I hope they don't do Sneaky's build from yesterday.
Good CC chaining. And
same.
If we back to lock-in,
I think it was
really
trash.
Most of his biggest games.
It was his best.
Hope he doesn't get one shot by a Nautilus hook.
Really, really impressive. I just do have the concern that they're overcommitting.
Yeah, that shit hurts.
To dive, making it a little bit too obvious, and maybe the counter engage could be too powerful on the other side.
Ooh, Poppy Jungle could still be a play. If
Yeah,
Jose
Poppy would go
to
really hard.
That shit do be painful.
Gragas top lane into the J. So big damage reduction buffs on the Gragas W.
It is on the W, but almost no one is going to be able to go that, you know, until your last skill. So we'll be interested, you know, unless they want to go a new build and try to go W earlier. It's usually your last skill, so you don't get as much. But an old school counter to Jace was just Comet Gragas, and you just go tanky AP, and you're just throwing barrels on cooldown, and Comet is going to be a land.
Ah, they're Lee Sin abusing. It's just sad.
Well. So it is also a great disengage pick. You have the explosive cast for disengage. Yeah. You can use the Lee Sin kick also just for disengage. You don't have to kick a carry in. They're coming to you. I feel like TL's comp is super good.
It's super fun. They can bounce people around like crazy here with the Gragas Lee Sin. They'll have to navigate somewhat carefully around the Talia.
This is my kind of comp, bro. Alistair versus Rakan. There's no chance this game will be boring. I can tell you that much from the picks alone.
Morgan has put into this
no Azir, no Enchanters. Like, there's legit going to be action.
I think he can punish, but he should still be punished.
And they're not even going to wait till like 25 minutes for first blood to try to prove me wrong. They're not. Like, there's going to be action.
Yeah.
This is my kind of draft.
8% more damage reduction than it was before. But again, that is what you
Lee Sin into Vi is interesting. I feel like I would always like the Vi side of that matchup.
Would it be enough for people
but maybe Lee Sin's just that overpowered right now.
I'm going to go tank Gragas and put more points in the W early for that flat damage reduction. I don't know.
There's just no way it'll be boring, right, guys?
Will be going for,
right,
at rank 1, which is what you have until like level 14 normally, it's the same.
This is going to be sick.
Who wins this bot matchup?
So Morgan has not always been on top teams. I need to preface this because his career win rate in all champions is 42%.
Actually always been on not top teams.
Yeah, never really been on the top team. His Gragas win rate all-time is 32%. So 10% delta below his
jungle
average
ganks,
win rate.
jungle influence.
But he's had more time. He's had more time to scale with it and practice.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Excited to find
Be
out
that damn jungler.
Of, build he's gonna go. I would guess he would go Comet and play, you know, an AP Gragas. And that can be cool, you know, and if it does go late into the game, obviously there is more experience in top lane than there is in normal, especially if you get Roa, plus you have the top lane quest. You can get towards those higher levels a lot faster. Where you
where is he, Meteos? Where is action?
W, even if it's not for lane.
Auction. I got one shot by an auction yesterday who had 3 items. And I was a 3-item fucking bruiser Udyr. Yeah, legit just one-tap me. Made no sense.
And then we won't see W until much later in the game, and probably just going to be going Roa, which is pretty standard. And
I took his inhib, and then I'm running away. He's chasing me out of base. He does an E, and like he hits me with not like the whole thing, but like maybe half of it, and then just like auto Q ignite, and then ulted me, and I just died.
Rush is pretty common on top lane.
It was
Gragas.
legit fucked up.
Same play rate as Roa, but a lot higher win rate, so we'll see.
What? You
what
want his
he ends
fucking
up going,
celerity?
Very few people are going tank Gragas nowadays, so it makes a lot of sense.
Who does?
The burst to one-shot the squishies when he goes in.
Yeah, it's just really strong in the matchup.
It's good for the
against,
move speed.
Jace. Jace just struggles against poke.
I mean, I guess he has Ghost. They both have Ghost.
Gluttonous Greaves can kind of solve that.
You need Ghost in this matchup.
I don't know that it would be enough because.
It's good for the
yeah,
move speed.
By the Q from Gragas, that slow is enough to guarantee.
Is he running Scorch?
Generally speaking, and Comet obviously increased in damage based on the
Scorch celerity.
So, can be more powerful.
Ooh, Quid's not going Deathfire Annie.
It's a similar
Deathfire Annie actually applies it from her E.
Really good with Comet against Jace.
So it's kind of nice. You can like do your trade and then
they are going to clutch
press E whenever to extend it.
In the playoffs, so. Would be guaranteed to be one of those top couple
whenever,
teams,
like, on their
and starting in the upper bracket always a real.
Yeah, or like as the trade's ending or whatever.
6 teams make playoffs. 4 teams start in the upper bracket. Seeds 5 and 6 start in the lower bracket, so they do not get the double elimination that the top 4 teams do. Team Liquid, they expect to be upper bracket, but getting it with 2 weeks to play is nice security.
Yep, going to be feeling pretty good about that as Yon and Core constantly pushing in. You will be expecting Sajet and Lions to be getting familiar with the sights and sounds of their tower in this kind of a matchup.
Wow, they're taking some damage.
Morgan getting bullied here early on, though. Castle, you can see in the first couple levels.
Dude, how did the Comet changes fully work? Like, it does more damage at longer range? Is that...
It does, but it doesn't get cooldown anymore from hitting them when it's on cooldown.
Kind of even right now, so he's just trying to deny as much as possible.
So, like, does it hit harder no matter what, even if you're close?
Not an amazing buy, but
no, it does less damage if you're close.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty common these days, especially with the home guard change at the beginning of the season. You just get back to lane.
Is it not weird on Gragas?
That a lot of people will just go back on 450
Oh, it's weird.
Especially if you've been chunked down. Take early base,
poking with Qs, ideally, I guess.
And obviously, going to be a useful.
Yeah, I mean, it's
general.
still
Jose
probably pretty
on
decent.
That bot side. Kryra already completing his recall up on the top side. This is just a trade of the 2 scuttles. Yon and Core in a good spot right now. And Jose was seeing if there was an angle for something mid, but of course Call Me just playing towards the top side of the map, knowing he has vision there. And Lee Sin had to be clearing that bot side scuttle.
I feel like the double ghost is actually kind of interesting down bot lane, especially with how much one-shot potential there is on Team Liquid. There's no extra barrier or cleanse for the team fight, so Shaded wants to be able to have more 1v1 potential in chasing down people from ahead.
Kryra heading down.
Oh, they're going for the gank, the jungle influence. I mentioned this.
Yet. They could look for a play on Dion if they want to, but TL not stepping forward.
Just walked away. Never mind.
Going back into his jungle as the Gromp does spawn now.
What a gank!
Tier on Morgan. So with the tier, I would expect that it is just that that rocket belt plus tier. I don't think he's going to go tier Roa, so I think he's just going to go tier early for mana. And then
what a gank that was!
Yeah, absolutely.
What a
So the
pussy!
first completed item will be the rocket belt. Looks like he's about expected in that top lane. Bot lane also going somewhat as expected, maybe a little bit more.
Oh my god, Call Me is getting obliviated.
But with the wave crashing, that CS is going to get a bit closer.
Yeah, and generally speaking, once you get some levels in, Gragas becomes really annoying.
I think it is legit impossible to not go down CS early game as Gragas, no matter what.
And early levels, you can
He's just the worst early game CSer.
You generally don't have mana problems anymore. And then it starts getting pretty unfun.
I was having that issue with Xerath bot.
You were on point with those barrels, and you're just
actually pretty awkward, dude. Kill the creeps.
Yeah. And you can see he's got enough sustain from his passive.
Like,
he's sitting on 2 biscuits,
just literally on the wave, fucking
stacks,
right-clicking, queuing. Like, if you want to poke them, it just fucks the wave.
I don't think a jungler has been top lane this series. So they're playing their own game up here, collecting as much CS as they can.
It's an honorable duel up in the top lane.
Maybe Vayne is, or Xerath is like Vayne.
Don't see a jungler until 30 minutes into the game when they're called to
don't even care about the CS.
As Morgan is scrapping with Castle here, but Castle is playing this aggressively.
Ooh!
Still sidestep from
the schmooze
on that shock blast, but Castle has the CS advantage and also has already claimed a plate. Of course, once Morgan is 6, you do have to be a little.
Why is Morgan not queuing him? Castle's just asking for a queue.
Back into the tower. And if that is
he's setting up for the ulti.
With that cast also on the wave,
he's not going to die at that HP. Oh, maybe he's trying to save mana. I mean, you got to get him lower.
Interesting Drake here from Jose. Since Kryra has gone top lane,
no, he's getting
for either
ganked.
a dive or the level 6 crab, Jose's going to end up picking up this dragon. Kara's thinking about a look onto Morgan because Talia's there as well. They're going to try and collect this first blood.
Why is my hair
Not
all
necessarily
wet?
an easy dive. The wave is getting cleared out, but here comes the Weaver's Wall. They're going to be looking for Morgan.
Oh,
Nice
does he have
back
bolt
away
mana?
from Kryra, but it just doesn't matter.
Saving it for
tanks
next
it up
time?
at max range.
Huh.
I
Buys
think he
the time
did.
for Castle and
He actually
Kryra
had
to
a
get in there
fuckload of
and
mana
get the
because
kill.
it's here.
Nice try by Morgan. Couldn't thin the wave quite enough. Ends up taking the Drake. And now
We were talking about his mana, he had like 400.
Make something happen on the other side of the map. Quid's moving.
Yeah, they are going to bring down Quid. They're going to try to pull off the same play
Can they
on
do
the
it?
other side. We'll see if anyone
Gotta
can
go
get down
fast.
there to
I mean, this
punish. They
shit's
are
free if
going
Annie's
right now.
here.
Teleport coming out from Talia, and that is going to make
Annie's a
them
little
call
too
it
slow.
off. So they do get that out. Morgan didn't end
I
up
have
using
so many
explosive
different
gas.
bottles on my
Maybe
desk. I
could've
just have
made
like
something
coffee,
happen had he
water,
actually used
piss
that
bottle,
defensively, try to create a
Gatorade.
little bit more space,
Just
but
fucking
maybe
reach
decided to
over,
keep it
Play's not completely
What?
over,
grab a
though, so
random one.
Call me
No
is
idea what I'm
kinda
gonna get.
trapped here. Since his jungler's on
How'd
the
he
other side of the map
slip
there
in the
trying
piss
to steal
bottle?
blue, he can't walk through
What?
mid lane, and instead of immediately resetting, he actually helps them push in the wave since
Oh,
they
nothing.
don't know if there's going to be
Just
a
thought I
four-man
heard something
dive
weird.
bottom, and it's really delayed getting back to mid lane.
Yeah, now they can see Quid pushing in mid, so he's heading back there, but all those wards littered in their jungle mean he will be spotted. Of course, the payment is being taken on the other side by Kryra, who is just farming up all of those camps and steals away a couple on that side of the map. So, you know, pretty even trade overall, but DSG did get that kill on
Oh,
Morgan
the
at the end of the day.
peace
Castle
bottle,
now
not the piss.
pretty
Just
comfortable.
said it weird.
500 gold, as is his jungler.
I didn't
as
say
DSG
anything
can
like
get
that, dude.
engaged on. Yant going forward.
You're
Nah,
just
you
being
did.
weird.
Lions down to around 30-40%
You sure fucking did.
All right, so are we
DSG gonna
dueling
try
after
and
this?
place
I have
Jace, get him
one
snowballed, and
win
they
worth
get
of
him really
duo
far ahead.
in the
He can have
tank,
Very good poke onto Zaya.
and I'm willing to
and
waste it on
Manny,
you.
but
Exactly are we gonna do
very
that?
difficult to win games through top lane in modern League of Legends.
Well,
I
why
will
can't
also
we?
say
Do it.
that this game
Can't
is a
you?
little bit more
I thought you
like the
could.
Team Liquid games we saw last week, where mid bot are pretty comfortably ahead of
Masters
CS, and then
and
Morgan's on a
below
stealing pick.
Masters.
Last game, DSG won all 3 of their lanes, and even though it was a sub-30,
I thought if
win for
one
Team
person was
Liquid,
D1, you could, or is that
typical
everyone
what
has to be
we normally
D1?
expected. So I want to see if DSG can put a little bit more pressure.
I'm
on
gonna
him.
assume everyone's got to
Castle
be
has
it.
just been such a good laner. He hasn't always been able to convert that
Well-
lead into more, but of course that's not just on you.
I'll have to
You know,
find
it
someone
is on
better
the whole
anyway.
team as far as how your team
It's a
fighting is
BG, I
going,
fear.
how shot calling is going. So, you know, there is more to it than just individual play, but Castle has been stellar as far as the individual play is concerned. I feel like he has one of the best laning phases in the league, bar none.
He really does.
Bar
Already
none.
24
Oh?
CS
How the
ahead.
fuck does he
Dive
have so much
a
CS on
lot, and
Jace,
so much
actually?
vertical jungling has been going on here. I think Jose with
89
this
at 8 minutes.
return to Kryra's blue
Is there
side
even that
is
many
really
minions
gonna make
total?
him pretty sad.
Took his
since
crab.
there's been no
Killed
camps
every
for him to
ward.
take.
Yeah, Jose is doing a really good job here as they are potentially looking for a quit. Kryra in the area decide to call it off, but Jose maybe going to try to look for a dive here. Core will be the one to start it up. He just flashes in, charms up Lions, who is not level 6 and is going to be killed off very quickly. And now the Q connects. They don't want to go for the redive, though.
He's doing
Jan's
so much
power
damage.
shots, so
Look at
Zed's
him.
gonna be able to push them
He doesn't have
back.
static yet.
It is just the kill on the support at the end of the day. But
Please tell me
Kryra
he's not
sneaking
building
in
that.
behind Quid.
Well, he didn't do
Going to
Doran's
try
bow,
to
so
find an
I don't know if
angle
he's trying to
here.
win.
Sunk cost, kind of wants to try.
Yeah, no, they're just going to
No, I
call
think
it
he
off
needs
at the end of
Blade
the
for
day.
the Q evolve.
But, you know, you touched on it, the advantage on the top side there for DSG, and the struggle for TL, I think.
I want to see
has been
Cassante with
trying to get
Doran's helm. That
everything
item
working at the
is
same time. They've
genuinely
often had,
made for
you
him.
know, one really good piece or 2 really good pieces, but it just doesn't feel like everything is working at the same time. Once Jan's playing well, Quid has a bad game. Once Quid has a good game, Morgan's having a bad game. And then the top side has a good game, well, Jan's not going to have a good game. And that is kind of
All right,
what
how
you're
about Doran's
looking
bow
for
with
TL
alacrity
to really
and
get to
attack
that next
speedrun?
level, because we know they have incredible individual talent, but for them
Sure.
to become the clear best
You
team
just
in the league,
they hit you
all
once,
their
you hit them
players
back
need to be
4
playing well at the
times,
same time.
and
It's a
Hail
great
of Blaze.
representation of what's been going wrong for
shit.
Team Liquid. You could even make more.
No, you
sliders.
need an
This is
auto
the
reset for
macro,
Halo
with
Blades
the
now.
game.
Oh, -1.
being
Oh,
here
for
is
both.
Australia.
You can't.
Coach Cap.
Both of them did.
But,
It's over.
it's been looking good so far. They haven't
Pro
played the top
players,
teams in the league,
and
though,
they
so
can't
they
kill
can,
minions.
win if they close it out, and then they'll still need to play Lion
too hard.
C9 to close out the split.
Yeah, and that's going to really decide the top of the table these last couple weeks.
Who's
have been
actually a
very
Halo
exciting. So
Boners
many good matches. Lions
user now?
was
Rek'Sai.
forced to use his flash. As there's a nice
Shyvana.
explosive cast
My
knocked
ears.
back there onto Castle, and Jose
guy's
is
dead
in
as
position
fuck.
with the lane.
Damn.
Nowhere for Castle to go.
That looked fun.
Great setup there.
Hey, play
for
safe
Morgan.
top.
And that's that's the matchup, actually. Even if you're down 20 CS,
he didn't even have
your
kick.
Gragas,
Morgan? That's not your turret, bro.
Impressively, though, without burning
He's
flash,
trolling.
Jose doesn't have to
He's
burn
legitimately
flash. Jose
trolling.
doesn't have to burn kick. Castle actually didn't burn the flash because he was
He wants to
lose
lose
that from
which makes the
Debaus.
gank not as easy, but still a really
Wait, that was
nice
kind of smart. He
first
went
visit
behind the
for Jose
turret and he killed the wave on his own.
Gang setup. It's one of the
So the wave's
big
dead
strengths
faster.
of Gragas,
That's actually
as
pretty
you said,
smart.
They didn't have to
Damn.
body slam flash or anything like that. They're able to
The
pull
boss
it
did it
off
first.
as
I'll say it.
Solo TP coming in here from Lions.
Ooh.
Nicely dodged on the engage there by Sajed. Sajed
Oh,
Kai'Sa
Uzi Root.
is
Uzi Root
here.
sneaky misses those. And says, oh, it's
Can't quite
okay,
find the angle to look for more as Core popped the quickness and the heal, and that is going to be enough.
It's just weird. Yon gets it every time. Oh!
Looking for it.
Oh!
Good flash from Call Me.
Yay.
Saw that Jose was going to be looking for that ward hop kick. Jose did not commit his flash, but the ultimate is down and gets the flash off Call Me. So nice trade there. Jose really active on the map.
Yeah,
Ward
WR. Did
you see that shit? That was crazy.
Since Quid has stun and Tibbers up. You can see Yon is playing with so much confidence on the Zai.
He shields the ward, protecting it from danger.
We'll see if DSG wants to contest it.
Looks like they're a little bit late to try to get over here. Kryra now walking over.
And then he
Sajed
kicks
coming
their
in. They're
ass.
kinda split
Who even
across
came up with the term
two
proxy
different
farming?
sides, and their mid laner is
I feel like there's a lot of
basically
league terms that are
we'll
just,
see if
they're
Kryra
like,
can go in. It's gonna be a
people
50-50
understand them, but they're
Lions
kind of
goes
weird
engage.
terms
Sajed
if
is
you
on
think
the
about it.
side,
Like,
but Sajed cannot hit. He's gonna reposition to the
priority's
back. He's hitting
always
Yon
one
over
that
the
felt
wall.
weird to me.
Yon is getting incredibly low. Call Me's getting involved. Sajed flashes
Oh!
in and does take down Yon. And now Quid is running for it.
Kai'Sa, do some fucking damage,
As
bro.
they try to retreat.
Holy
Kryra,
shit,
Call Me,
this
Sajed
champ is useless.
looking for more, but won't be able to find it.
Kai'Sa early game not useful. That's weird.
At the end of the day, as the dragon is also claimed by TL.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, when do you use? Yeah, I mean, it's an English word, but you never use it like that in the English language. You know, it's like a priority. To me, is like the most important thing. Like,
wins that smite.
Like you make something a priority.
That entire time by stopping damage on the Drake, because it was at 1300 when the Vi queued over the wall.
Is that even what it stands for? Like, do you say I have priority in lane? Like, that sounds weird to say. I feel like they almost just start from like fucking weird translations from other languages. There's no other explanation.
That he was able to get behind him, knock it back, and Lions showed up, and they do force the flash off to Morgan.
Like,
man, some of these players are so good.
Your highest prio is to move, is what you're saying. Like,
yeah, but it's like well, why not the term like I have the initiative? That to me that sounds like more accurate of a term than
Morgan is actually
prio.
going for both Roa and Tier, so he's going for a very
sure,
slow
just
build,
didn't
very slow scaling
happen
build.
like that. Is all.
Yeah, I mean that's just why that was my whole point. It's just like it seems like
Look how long it just sits there for this entire fight.
weird, like where these terms came from.
Sajed was hoping it was one of these Kai'Sa fights that he can enter at the end and then
I
start
think it just
cleaning
happened.
up, but
Like you
Kryra
just
wasn't
try
really
and find a way to
involved in the fight the
communicating.
entire time.
Yeah, it's
Calm down, so much
translations from
damage.
other languages. We found it out.
It's a 1-for-1 with Team Liquid getting
AI
Awkward
translation.
on the ult from Sajed as well. You know, he repositioned in the back.
Take it slow. Not bad, not bad. Awkward for me, guys.
Yeah, he ulted to the back of the pit. You know, he didn't want to go
Stormrazor
in
Zaya.
the wall. He was actually
He knows.
Yon. But then as soon as TL kind of stepped away,
This is our highest win rate at him by like a good amount.
You know, maybe could have gone for a more aggressive angle with that killer instinct. Of course, that is always very risky, but high risk, high reward. As Kryra sitting up on that top side was trying to get involved here, has moved forward into that front brush and hoping he can find a play. Feels like we've been watching Kryra spend a lot of time looking, but not
that's hard
a lot
to
of time
say.
finding these plays, as there is going to be a kick into the wall.
I mean, people are always going to find
Call
ways to
Me is
justify
stunned
the
up by
status
Quid,
quo
drops
of
the
like, you know,
Tibbers, and
things are the
another
way they
sonic
are
wave,
because,
resonating strike connects,
but
and
it's like,
Jose goes on a rampage, and on that
if
top
you
side,
take a step
they're
back and
looking
you
to
think
try
about
to
it, it's
pull
like
off
before
a
the term
dive.
priority was ever a
Shot
thing,
flat's
it's
not
like
gonna connect
that
into
wouldn't have been the
Morgan.
term
He's
I would
far
come
enough
up with
back
for
that
that
TSG
concept
can
because
edge.
I do feel like
They
it's
might be able to get
it's
first
why you have the
turret
like
here. They have
Velia
the
fucking
inside track and Annie plus
Crowny
will not be
debate
able to
because
kill
it
this
is a
bot
pretty
turret
vague
quickly
term
enough.
that it's not
So
like
small consolation
super
prize
obvious
getting
what it
that
means. Like
bonus
I don't think
goal.
every single player
In
defines it in the
sense
same
that
way.
Kryra's looking a lot. Jose's finding a lot.
I don't think they were
Every
arguing
gank,
over
it
the
seems like works out for
definition,
him.
though,
He's been an
were they?
assassin with those cues.
I mean, that's
Yeah, he has
them having
absolutely
different understandings of what the term meant is the
been
entire
swamping
reason. They wouldn't have had a
And,
debate of
we touched on it,
slash
but
argument if
we
they
wanna
both
remind you that it
agreed
is
to what
going
prio
to
meant.
be this matchup between TL and Lion coming next week.
I feel like
Jose,
they
again,
still would have had the same
great
conversation,
series
though.
for himself. You know, putting
Even if
himself
they used the
in
word
conversation
initiative.
potentially for player of the week again if he has another great game here to finish things off. And he would
You don't
be
think they
going
would
up
have?
against
Like you think it
Inspired
should have been
next
solved?
week. That is a matchup that I think
I mean,
so
I
far
think-
really excited for TL and Lion.
No, I
Two
think
of
that's
the very best
100%
teams
just
in the league, of course. Lion
communication
are
thing.
that defending
It's
champion
like
from-
Crown,
I mean, it
like
is.
Velio's saying you don't have
matchup
prio
is
because
something
they
that
moved to the
we've
fight
been
first,
waiting
which is
for.
correct.
And I really
Crowny's
feel
like, I'm winning my
aside
lane,
from
and you're
just
telling me I
the
don't have
matchup,
prio. Like, what the
Team
fuck's
Liquid
wrong
wants
with
a
you?
rematch here
He
because
takes
if you
prio
think
as being
about
like,
the-
I can control the
the
lane.
series that
I'm
Lion
stronger than them,
won against Team
which
Liquid,
like that part is true, but it's just like in that exact instance, he could not move faster.
Absolutely.
So it's just
Jose,
like
though, maybe getting caught out,
my whole point is just like that. I don't think it's necessarily the best term because it's vague
Timber's
and
gonna get dropped there onto Kryra as Castle and Sajed scrapping
probably
with
something better
on the side. At the end of the day, it's just a chunk of health on both
I'm
sides.
saying that even in that scenario, wouldn't have had either initiative or prio.
Looked like Quid short
Sure.
of Tibbers.
If he can't
I
move.
feel like he wanted to get the big
yeah, but it's like
ended up not getting anything.
he's understanding that like there could be a term for like you know I'm stronger than them, like
yeah, I think just
I have
barely
control
got
of the
stun
lane,
Kryra,
like
but no one else, didn't have flash, so
barely.
hard to
I mean,
go
that's
for more.
something
Morgan,
they
though,
can
in
say
the area,
already,
Sajed
yeah.
a little bit nervous, and Jose has healed back up. Very easy to do on Lee Sin. You can just heal up in your jungle
sure.
and stay out active on the map.
I mean, I agree though that like
back in the day when
some terms are just weird that people say. Like, okay, one thing I kept hearing recently,
has just been so annoying on
I don't know
this
if it was
pick,
Spica only, but like
constantly going and looking for
he keeps saying one time, and it's so fucking confusing. Like he's like, I'm gonna check try one time or something, or I'm gonna ward try one time. I'm like, I understand kind of what he's trying to say, but then it also makes no fucking sense.
I feel like that one's for sure a Korean thing. Because Korean players say that, and then other people say it.
The 2020 World Championship playing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I definitely agree it's weird, and that's probably one that's like maybe there's a better way to communicate as well. But to me, I understand it's like I mean those examples I think are kind of weird, but it's like I'm gonna look bot one time. It's not saying like my whole game plan in this game is I'm just gonna keep looking bot, but it's like I have a window to do this thing, and I'm gonna use my window on this kind of deal. Oh, holy fuck! The Talia ult didn't stop it.
He was like with double if playing support or something. He was saying it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna use my move as a support to check my tribe rush.
Yeah.
In my lane.
In comes the CC onto Yon, and Yon is just knocked down, couldn't react with
No
the
ult
ultimate in
from
time,
Xayah?
gets burst down in a hurry.
Saving
Jose
it?
tries to disengage, but there goes Sajed.
Oh my God.
And Sajed has to flash away as
Sajed
Quid
lived by the
stuns him up and almost bursts him down. Lived
skin
the
of his-
sliver of health there. As he went in with the killer instinct. Now
Oh,
Calmy
dude,
hunting
Calmy
him,
wants to
but
die.
that
What
is
is he?
risky. The
He's
Sonic
just
wave
one shot
does
range.
not connect
He's
onto
running at this
Calmy.
dude like he
Calmy's
can't
still
just
hunting
die to a
for him. Jose
Q.
gonna be spotted now by the minions.
Jesus Christ.
DSG chasing after
Guy's
him,
confident.
but there's still more members
about
here coming in
Sajed?
from TF to reinforce.
Oh my
Sajed trying to be
God.
involved, but he has no health. Sajed trying to get back over there, can't quite
Kill
do it.
him.
Kryra
Ooh.
will finish him off. The seismic shove will finally do it. Jose does fall, and now Castle has arrived. Knocked back
Oh,
right
that was cool.
into the queue from
Fucking
Kryra.
knocked
Quid is
into
gonna get taken
IQ.
down.
That's
Great
arcane right
setup
there.
on the roam from Castle.
It's a disaster for Team Liquid. DSG capitalized massively on the fight. Jose
No, he was definitely
went
using
for the
it
home
as
run swing
real
and
quick.
definitely struck out. It looked like that first empowered recall
But like,
in the bush.
I mean, that's why I
Could
said
have
it
gotten him
kind
to
of makes
safety, but he
sense
canceled it
where,
and went for the kill. But at the
especially
very
as a
beginning
jungler, it's like, yeah, I'm
of
gonna
this
use
play,
my move.
It's
I'm not
Yon
gonna
who
full
tries
commit.
to go for the big
Yeah.
play.
I'm just
Remember,
gonna
no
take a
phase
quick
rush
peek.
on the Talia. It's been removed from the game. So when Calmy steps
But then he kept
up,
saying it
Yon
outside of that.
decides to step up and retaliate, saying, I have R.
What did Young
I
first
can
get hit
stop it.
by?
Doesn't press it
Oh, the
fast
Vi
enough
ult.
because of the flash ult from the Vi, ends up getting one shot.
There,
And then
I mean,
Jose,
you can't
at the
Xayah
back end
ult
of
from
this
that
fight,
range.
probably
Just hits you
can't
instantly.
escape. Quid stuns
If
up.
you're Yon, you
Sajed
can't. Yeah,
nearly
you're right.
kills him. Jose gets a little bit of help off the Raptors.
You would have
and
to
could
fully
actually
anticipate that
have
he was
made
going to
it
try that.
out, but he
You
thinks
can't react to that
Calmy's on
range.
a ward.
I don't even think the
Yeah,
Vi.
see.
I don't think there's any timing where Vi ult would go off and your ult would cancel it. I think you would have to do it before she ults.
Still feeling pretty happy about that. That must have been the initial
'Cause
kill. I would
Vials
think.
is
It's,
immediate.
Not the end of the
Spawn
play.
not as happy as
You
the
just- she
player.
grabs you if you
That
got
is
close.
for sure. You can see how
Yeah.
much damage Quid had there. Almost burst down Sajed. Sajed was at full HP plus the killer instinct shield. Almost got 100 zeroed anyway there by Quid. Definitely quite bursty. But that was a scrappy fight. Went on for a very long time and obviously decided pretty heavily by the fact that Yon couldn't get the Featherstorm off thanks to that nice flash engage by Kryra.
And look at the scoreboard once again. 20 minutes into the game, DSG with an over 1,500 gold lead, and it's 1,900 on the Jace.
Yep, so Castle, it is time to get something done with that lead because, yeah, it's great that you're up gold, but you are the entire lead for your team. They're going to go with Weaver's Wall. They're going to try to find Core. The rest of the team from TL is split off. Core jumps back.
Go
with
in,
the battle
Jose.
lance through the rocks, gets stunned once, but not the second
He missed
time.
a Q.
Now Castle arrives here with the teleport. They're going to look for Morgan.
Ooh,
Morgan,
Morgan
great
scuffed the
body
combo.
slam to interrupt the combo from Lions. And Lions lose a lot of health there as a result. 10 members top. and no one going down.
Yeah, so DSG going to try to reset here. Team Liquid need to find a big play to really take control of this game.
To do something.
Slowly bleeding gold on
Does he have voltaic static yet?
Their last few aggressive plays haven't necessarily worked out for them. That Weaver's
I actually don't know what he has. I assume he is Kraken.
From Team Liquid after cores
Kraken Guinsoo? Wait, did he build Guinsoo before or after boots? It's like a 6% win rate differential.
TL still showed up, won a
It
big
really
team
is.
fight, and ended the game before 30 minutes. So if you only
But he's
looked
got
at the
both, and
recap
nothing
of the game,
changed.
You looked at the post game and say,
Yeah, but the order in which he
TL
got
won
it
30
is going to
minutes,
really
that's
affect
what I
this
expected.
game's
But TSG was
outcome.
winning a lot of that game, and this time again,
What's the
TSG
WPA?
really are
Ooh,
in with a
Gragas went
shot here against one of the best
Winter's
teams in the
Approach.
league. And it's been
The
surprising
words
to me
per
that the
action,
early
the
games have been
WPA.
better for
Is that a
TSG.
Fimble winner or is that his? No, that's a
I agree,
Fimble
and
winner.
I like the
Okay, I was
setup
gonna say.
this game a lot more than the game one setup.
I was like, that's
because
either a
in game
Fimble
one,
winner or a
Team Liquid
0
had the
stack
Ornn scaling,
winner's
they had
approach,
the
but he
Yone
had
team
tier early.
fighting from Quid.
I like
They
this
had
Gragas build.
Seraphine for just insane AoE heals
I don't
and
necessarily
shielding
know what you
fights,
get next, but it
here,
feels
I
nice
feel like
on
it's
this spike,
Sajed on
exactly.
his comfort pick. Kaisa, I think Castle is really cruising on this Jace.
It's
and
weird
there's
because like
just
if you
not
get
the
more
same level of
AP,
scaling for Team Liquid.
you're kind
There's
of
really high execution
never
burning
one-shotting people.
to get one-shots off. Now, I'd still say Team
I guess
Liquid
with Rod,
probably
you're
has
not
a
usually
slightly
one-shotting people, but it's
higher
like your damage is
50%
kind of
win this
whatever.
game just based off the reputation and their
You
ability
see
to play
Zaya
the late
has
game throughout the
gluttonous.
split, but this is a much better
I
chance
do
for
see
game
that.
one for DSG.
No, I agree. I mean, DSG is definitely in with a really good shot, but that being said, you misstep one time, all of a sudden you are kicked in by the Lee Sin, you're one shot by the Gragas, by the Annie, by all this burst. There's so much playmaking, so much engage on that TL side, as Lions will be sent running off of that little scrap, and now Call Me going to join the team. TL trying to reclaim some vision here as Morgan pushing forward, trying to reclaim some of that
It's
space.
good.
The Comet does connect.
It's good on Zaya.
As he gets a nice little chunk
It's
down
good on ADs.
over onto Lions. TL controlling that mid wave. Castle's going to go answer it, and now that means it's a 5v4 for TL, and they can push in.
Morgan is actually somewhat tank Gragas here. He's gone with Roa into Thimblewinter, but the Drake has been started. We'll see if TL can get in.
With great side step from the Shock Blast on the side, and now he
Is
reveals
it really?
himself. There's a
Oh.
flash forward from Lions.
Oh,
They're gonna try to look
he got
for
it.
They're
He
looking for
anticipated
Jan.
it.
This time he does respond. The season assist comes in.
Whoa,
There's an
Court
instant charm on a Sajed
charmed
as he killers
Kaisa
into
as he
the
was
back
flying
line,
in.
trying to take down Jan.
Wow, that was a
J-Boy
nice build by
do it.
TL.
Everyone from DSG piles into the meat grinder. They get destroyed
Jan
as this
did
time
ult as
Jan
Vi flashed in,
reacts
but
perfectly, and Core
and there's
peels
just
everywhere.
there's literally no way
Superior
Vi can
team
ult
fighting
and you
right
can
there. You
ult
could
it as
see the
Zaya.
call for DSG
Do you really not
was
go drag here? You
kill
go Baron?
Jan, but they couldn't layer the CC properly. Jan gets too far back. The
Baron
whole
seems good.
team can't follow through, and then as you mentioned, Core JJ's
I mean,
quickness to
if they
trump
get
them
this dragon as
was
well,
perfect. They got Baron off this point.
but
Yeah, that is a
could Castle
backbreaker
not have
for
just killed it?
DSG. So they were
Would've
in
taken a
pretty
while.
good spot. They still did not get the dragon on either side. So
He probably
maybe
could have
TLG
if he
will
committed
run
to
out
it,
and try
but
to
I don't
test
know.
that one more time.
If I'm TL, I feel alright about that. Their tempo would be so cursed afterwards, and you'd be coming out with Baron
No one
reset,
can lock Jace right now. We're trying to retake this.
do whatever.
Jace has no max.
No flash, Alice.
Can you cut me?
Buy no flash, buy no flash.
I'm okay for now.
Have ulti, buy.
Can you help me? Yeah,
Buy,
bye. Kaisa as well. Kaisa.
Buy first.
Kaisa. Baron. Nice. We go Baron.
Yeah, bottom.
Yeah.
Baron.
Can you...
Nice clear comms from Team Liquid right there. Underrated was Morgan's front line as the Drake is still happening.
Flashes in and bursts down Cryro with the help of Jose.
bumper.
Sajed's in trouble on the side as Quid's going to be chasing him. Call Me as well, getting chased down by the duo from TL. Core and Jose team up to take down another. It's a double there for Jose as TL, we go back to live and go back to them winning another dominant team fight.
Just a mild caster curse, I think. Just a little tiny bit of a caster curse when we said that DSG has a much better chance in this game because they immediately lose a team fight, lose Baron, lose another team fight as Team Liquid has now taken a 2,500 gold deficit to a 2,500 gold lead.
not surprising at all.
Castle
Like,
still up 2K, but it just does not
Kaisa is
feel
just
like
the
it matters
biggest fucking
whatsoever.
passenger
Jose
piece of shit.
8-1-1 on the Lee Sin. Another dominant
Biggest
performance
passenger
on his
piece of
best pick,
shit.
in my opinion.
yeah, you just
And,
sit
TL
back and
just
like
pulling
pray
the
to
trigger
God
in
your
these team
team's
fights,
winning and
forcing the
just
hand
feeds you
of
fucking
DSG.
kills
Just doesn't really seem to
the whole
have
game,
it.
and then you kind of do
Good Lee Sin
something.
angle and Jose wants to play it, you just let him play Lee Sin. Doesn't matter if
So
it's meta,
what happened
if he feels
yesterday
it,
was your
let
team's
him
fault?
Play the pick. 3 Drakes now onto
Nope.
Soul.
It was
My build's
your
fault.
it was your PTA's.
Morgan's front line
PTA Sejuani's fault?
In this case because he's
oh, actually, no, you're right. The AFK Pike was a very good compliment to.
Absolutely. I mean, you were calling it
He
out
did have
in
his
that replay
tabby
before he
Thornmail,
had to
though.
go snap back to live, but yeah, his frontlining was really,
Bro's
really good.
first item
You
was
don't always
the
have to kill
fucking
people or use the cask
bramble.
offensively. You can just knock people out. If you can knock their carries out with your explosive cask and make them waste their time trying to hit you, well, in the other side, your team is just killing their front line. Well, that's a very easily won fight. And Morgan navigating that last
new
team fight
season,
quite
still
well,
AFKing
really
in
the star of the
games.
show this one
Wait, you got
has been Jose,
Cyclosaur
and I feel
Jace.
like it's not even close.
Not even close.
That item is
8-1-1.
Giga.
GA on the way. The one death was because he was trying to be 9-0. Would have had that kill on Calmy with a slightly better aimed Q.
Nice sidestep there from Calmy.
Just look at Zed's win rate,
Morgan.
and
Very
look at the item, his first item win rates.
Morgan now level 18, so does have the max W where it does
Cyclosaur's
now
just
get you a lot more damage
wild.
reduction than previous. So that is that 8% flat, which is quite significant.
Pretty good defense so far, though, from DSG. Getting a lot of free plates and actually an entire objective bounty for
I mean, it's probably
Castle
just too strong in
Jason,
general.
getting bigger and bigger.
Extra strong on Zed.
Haven't been able to crack much.
My question is just, can you actually win a team fight, right? Because they've done a lot of good individual things here. They found some good ganks. They've pushed out sides. They've gotten big advantages for Castle. But can DSG actually win a team fight? That is the real question. That's kind of been my question all game long. You know, even right from the draft, I talked about all the tools that TL have for counter engage and disengage. And if you can't one-shot Yawn, I don't know if they can win the team fight. And it feels like as long as Yawn responds appropriately, that's a tough ask.
If Yawn just pops up into the air as DSG engages, usually Team Liquid will be able to rally around him and save him in that fight. So Team Liquid looking good.
Remember, after the broadcast, head on over to the Cloud9 YouTube and Twitch channels for the Key9 Kia's Champions Arena. C9 and TL players are going to be facing off in an ARAM Mayhem show match with fun challenges along the way. And
ARAM Mayhem show match.
Yeah, subbing in for Blabber. If he does well, who knows what happens next week with C9.
Hey, man, Dokla was a coach first, too.
He was?
Then he subbed back in for Sniper. Maybe Dom's on his way.
Dom's plan.
This is his way in.
Ooh, Rocket Belt third Gragas. I kind of fuck with that.
Just have to do well in the ARAM Mayhem show match. As there's going to be Jose now looking for Castle, and Crier's just going to.
Crier's like, yo, I'm out. I'm out, bro.
Selling them, dude.
And no, he's actually. I'm gonna wait here.
What?
I'm gonna wait in the bush and
just not synced up enough. I know they're
watching
trying
my
to set a
top
trap,
laner get
but
killed.
If
they really won't expect me
get the
now.
jump on a 2v2, they'd have a chance, but that's totally just assassinated instantly by Jose.
Yeah, and Crier's still just staying in the brush. He's canceling his base. I mean, I'm not even really sure what he would be waiting for at that point. If you're not going to fight with Castle, who would you be fighting for?
Where are my camps? I took it.
He's got 9 kills.
Yep. And
where are my
Jose
camps?
will be reporting Yawn at the end of this game.
He's the carry. Jose is the carry.
What a greedy piece of shit.
To try to find an angle, but until Castle's back,
Yeah,
he
it's
can't really
fucking
do
jungler
anything.
wanting his camps.
Lion's gonna throw a combo down onto Jose, but no way you're really taking a committed fight.
Share the
until
love, man.
he is
Your
back
3
up.
items. That's
just look at
enough.
the experience disadvantages, really across all the roles. Even Castle's up 2K is down 2 levels. Jose's up 2 levels.
Wow.
Mid lane is down a full level. Bot lane, it's Yon's almost 16. It's 14 for Sajed. Lions is down a level. You know, that is so much more.
Bring back
stats
Gold
worth
Funnel.
of gold that is even showing on the UI.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was
And
sick.
It's one of the ways the Team Liquid
I
has
love
continued
that.
to improve here in the spring
Like,
split as
it's
compared to
so
last
fun to be the guy
In their
getting
mid and
all the
late game,
resources
not
on the
only are they
map.
executing their team fights better, but they're also
Why
doing
wouldn't I want to
little
have
things
3,000
in
gold and
between
3 levels up on
the
everybody?
team fights that Demonte was doing a
For
really good
fun,
job
for
pointing out
free.
when he was casting Team Liquid a couple of weeks
You
ago.
like being
They just
strong and winning?
show on the
Yeah,
right
me
boards
too.
where they
And then I
clump
can have
enough to
4
keep
little
you
supports. They're
interested,
probably having
and
fun
they
too.
find these little picks here and there, and they're looking for the
Other
end game.
team also, a
Morgan
lot
with
of
a
fun.
deep TP.
We had.
Finds Sajed.
Oh!
Sajed is dead, and Morgan now going to be behind Castle. Castle in trouble, going to get knocked back by the explosive cast, but
that was
hit against
not
the wall, so
Labamba.
does not go too far. Core now looking for Cryer. Jose going to go in. He likes every fight he
We
can
do not
find.
endorse
As
that
Calmy
Bamba.
looking for the seismic shove, but cannot connect it onto Morgan. TL pinging onto the Baron. 1 kill was enough. They want the objective.
It's likely going to secure them the Baron, and then they're going to have to rush over to the Cloud Drake to try and get the Soul as well. It's been a little tricky for them to actually break through the base with that top outer turret still being open.
Baron into Soul? Yeah, it's
fairly
GG.
Yep, up about 5,500 gold and 10 seconds until that potential soul for them. Sajed will be respawning, but where's the vision? They can't see anything in that area of the map. It is very scary
Kaisa spikes when she gets spoon-fed the whole game to her.
As the jungler, that is not your support. That is your jungler.
Oh, W cancel.
So let's see here. Kaisa is weak unless her team gives her all the kills. Zaya's root is bugged and doesn't work. You're sounding kind of like a noob here. A lot of excuses coming out of this guy.
Castle and Call Me
An inconsistent skill.
for it here, as they are the only one
Something
standing.
don't feel
They
right
do
with
kill
that
Jan,
boy.
but it is 3 for 1 for TL, and that has got to be Soul.
Team Liquid has super minions in mid, but no AD carry, so they're going to take this one slow, take Soul. They open up their lead even more, and their team fighting just seems so lethal. They seem to be able to pick off one person before DSD even is able to start the fight.
4-item
every single
Jace
time.
and he can't
DSD
carry.
just cannot get a clean engage onto Jan.
Explain.
I mean, it's just so difficult for them. They're walking in blind, they're walking
It's
in late.
just sad,
and look at all the
honestly.
playmaking. TL have 4 champions that are great at engaging. It is very tough to be walking blind to these situations.
How did the wheels fall off this
DSG
game
did
anyway?
Find a way to kill off Jan, but with the Featherstorm,
Was it
with
all
the
just that
flash
one
moves,
fight before they got
create some
Baron?
Space. Well, it's a
Or had the
one-way
wheels
trip to
already
kill
fallen
Jan.
off by that point?
I mean,
Jose being
TL
alone
was
when it's
behind when they
just
got the
funniest
Baron.
thing, and then Jan
Yeah.
stealing all his camps as the one kills.
I don't know,
I
they just-
understand Jan's
DSG just can't
frustration,
fight.
though. He's the one that everyone is
whatever
trying
reason.
to kill on DSG over and over again.
Yeah.
And DSG just overcommits, and then Team Liquid ends up winning the fight. So now,
They
Baron
had the
with still a
advantages,
minute
but
left. Cloud
can't do
Soul
shit.
completed. Missed Gragas Hoffman up on the top side.
Kryra vault breaking in, maybe getting a little bit frustrated. Now going to be CC Chain hit by
And
the
he's
quickness,
champ. Wow.
hit by the kick as Calmy comes in with Weaver's Wall, trying to
Is it
protect him.
champ gap?
That was kind of just a pointless vault breaker. A little
I don't
bit
think
of frustration
TL's
from
team comp
Kryra's.
is like
Yeah, you got 100 damage
insane
down
or
on
anything.
core, and you give your
I mean, I don't know,
life
dude.
for it.
Every
Fucking-
time Kaisa's
As
on
he
the
has just
screen,
been
she's
starving on this
literally
game,
doing
down about
0.
4,000
Like, actually
gold to where
negative.
Jose
And she's
is,
able to hit.
I think he's getting frustrated.
I think he's a little tilted. I don't think there's many good plays left for what it's
It
worth,
legit
but that's
feels
definitely
like
not one of the plays.
they just can't win.
Not many good ones, but there's a lot of bad ones, and that was definitely one of them. As
Like,
TL
Jace does
now
hell damage.
pushing forward here. Good side step
Talia
from Castle.
Whoa.
As Lions tries to flash in, but the immediate Featherstorm there from Jan.
Jan's
They
having some
get
good
CC'd
reactions.
Up and knocked down. Jose goes
That's twice now. That was a.
legendary with
I mean, obviously
TL
at this point it doesn't matter, but
pushing
like.
and
He
looking
anticipated
to
the
close
Alistair
this
Q
one
flash
out
was all
here.
there. He
Kryra gonna
anticipated
be
the Vi
respawning in
flash
5
ult
seconds. Quinn
in the fight that they
takes the
came
shot
back.
blast, put pretty low.
Yeah.
There are 3
That's
members here
like-
from DSG trying to defend. Sajed goes back to the base to heal
That's the
back
game-winning
up.
shit you
Kryra
need to
is
do.
now here.
Carry
But
games.
TL has the Baroned up
Start like
minions,
playing super pussy
has
when you
this
get set
one
up.
tower
He's
down,
like
and now they're gonna look for the kick.
taking their
Jose
risks.
flashes in, knocks back Kryra. Call me with the
There's a
stasis,
world
but
where
it's
they
gonna
don't
take a little bit
go
of
in
time
right
as
as you
TL
ult, and you just
run
look like
over
a
the
complete
fight,
dumbass.
lose no one, wipe up DSG in the base, and they want Castle
chasing
to.
him.
Castle flash the
No,
cast, but
Castle.
in comes all of TL. They are hunting for these kills. Castle can get nowhere. There's nowhere for him to run, nowhere for him to hide, and now
Damn.
Lions is back, and TL look like they want to try to kill him off as well. They are just fishing
No,
for
don't do
fantasy
it.
points at this point. They're
Oh
diving
my
the
God, he's
Nexus.
dead.
They get the ace, they get
Wow.
the base, they take the series 2-0 over DSG.
A little
took
bit of
4
fun at
ticks to
the
the
end
fountain,
there
Gragas.
for Team Liquid. They move to 5
Yup.
and
And it
0
Had to.
and set up dates with Lion and C9 to see if Team Liquid could finish a perfect spring split. My goodness, Azale, they
Perfect
ended that one in a
spring
fun way.
split, and
They
it's
did,
going to
man.
be
They are
6
fine.
It's
games.
just crazy watching
Not
what
so fun
Jose
for
Dioto
DSG,
does to
but
all
fun
these
way
pro
for
players,
TL
and then
their
seeing what
fans, and
Meteos did
Jose
to him
was
yesterday.
on
It's
one
like
in his Lee Sin game. To
What?
me, he's the clear player
Yeah, you
of the
just
game.
know that Meteos
I
is on
feel like
another
there's
level,
almost no
but
other
because he's not in
Course,
LCS,
1-0-15,
Jose is
but
safe.
13-1-8, 21 of 22 kill participation. And so I do feel
He
like
would
there
be
was
getting
definitely a few
cooked.
times where he was making sure he got the last hit by activating his resonating
I just have
strike
to make
at
sure I
just the
never
right
run
time,
into him
which
again.
He's very good at, but he was creating those plays. You can't fault him for being involved in 21 of the 22 kills. That's insane.
That is absolutely insane. Now, a champion that not a lot of people are playing these days. Again,
I've
setting up
switched
for
my
that
Perma Man
match
to lead
next
in
week
solo
where They
queue.
are going to be going up against Lion. Jose versus
Really?
Inspired going to be
Why?
incredibly exciting.
This champ is
Castle,
cringe.
unfortunately, does drop another
Is
game.
he OP or
You know, we were
just-
talking
He's just been
earlier
buffed
about
so many
that.
times,
Mark
and
trying
he's
to
so
not
hard
have
to
the least
punish.
wins in the first 100 games
He's
out of
like,
LCS
extremely
history.
hard to
A lot of
punish,
rumors surrounding
and
him
I
being
swear to
so
God,
good at DSG, much
lanes
longer or
cannot survive this
else.
champion.
But
He
now
just
we have
walks through
Raz
lane
here
and
with same
W's to
time.
somebody
Whoa.
and kills them, and then he just gets so
What's up,
ahead.
everyone? I've got Lord
Sure.
Morgan
This is
first
every
interview
time.
with
He's got a lot of
you
mobility.
in the LCS.
Shit lands.
First of all, congratulations on the win and being 6-0. How does it feel playing with Team Liquid and playing as a team so well?
Yeah, my I'm feeling it's good, but both game top lane phase was quite hard. Like, so, but we are still strong on another lane, and we are won this series. So yeah, I'm happy.
That's
He was
perfect. I
getting
know
big
that
dicked by Castle.
a lot of top laners in the league, like Thanatos
It's all right.
and all
Castle
of them,
does that to everybody.
They say amazing things about your lane. They say you're a great laner, a great top laner. How does it feel playing against a lot of LCS top laners?
Is that a picture in the back
To be
without
honest,
Morgan in it?
It's not hard because
They probably did the pictures before
when
he
I
was
was
here.
in HK, my against like Gin, Zeus, and Heist,
wait.
like top laner. So
Take
I don't
another
think
one.
my
Single one.
lane phase is really good. I just focus to my job. So, but thanks for
He's
thinking
just
that.
doing his job. Holy fuck, he sounds like
Thanks for
Meteos.
thinking that.
A lot of people think that. I think a question I would have is, because you talked about what your job is. What do you think, and what does the
Oh,
coach
Morgan's not in the
say
picture because he's
your
up there on
job is?
stage.
Because you play Gragas, which I imagine is very
Oh,
hard.
that's cool.
In a lot of matchups.
Adaptive
what would
photo.
you say your job is on the team?
When I pick whatever champion, I just think
One more lip
if
smack
I
and I'm
pick,
out.
this champion, I can.
That should make my skin crawl,
make,
no
like,
offense.
something
Wait,
in
from
this
who?
situation. So
The dude
when
smacking his
my head
lips.
coach or
I don't know who's
coach,
smacking his lips.
They thought
Another
Oh!
one.
if they
There it was.
think
All right,
my
GG's.
same pick,
I see you next time.
GG.
All right, chat. I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.